This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Well, I guess it's official. We're finally here. Inside Studio Gene. I'm Tom Segura. She's Christina
P.
Big Titsky.
That's rude.
And we did it. We're in the studio.
And let's get physical.
Let's get physical making a Pomcast.
Oh my gosh. Can you
Are
believe
you
it?
ready?
What do you think of this?
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
We'll get into it.
Okay.
Let's go through these dates. It's official, man.
Go
you know
for
what I mean?
it, Tommy Salams. Meow, meow, meow. All right. Should I start talking now? Or you want to okay, here we go. All right, guys. Just so you know, January 10th, Comedy Store main room. We're almost sold out. Your Queen Jeans is going to be headlining, but guess who's added to the lineup? Tom Segura. Josh Potter has just agreed to do the show, and so many others. It's going to be a fantastic night. There's just a handful of tickets. Scoop them up if you're in LA. January 31st through February 2nd, Denver, Colorado, Comedy Works. February 23rd, West Siloam Springs, Oklahoma at the Cherokee Casino. February 28th through March 2nd, Madison, Wisconsin at the Comedy Club on State. And then April 4th through 6th, Mini Apple Tits at Acme. May 10th and 11th, Tempe at the Improv. June 20 through 22nd, Washington Dick-Cum at the Dick-Cum Improv. Christina P. Online for tickets. Thank you.
All right. This weekend I'm in San Diego. I have 3 shows at the Balboa Theater. The 11th and the early show on the 12th are sold out, but the late show still has probably some singles. So I would try to get those if you are in San Diego. Let's see. Oklahoma City is all sold out. There are late show tickets for the Houston show at the Revention Music Center. Is that how you say it? Yeah, Revention Music Center.
Houston.
That is the 25th, January 25th. And then the 26th is sold out, but we added a show the 27th. There are a few tickets left there if you want to go. That's at the Majestic. Go to tomsegura.com, click on the tour page, and get tickets there. All right. Oh my God. Well, look.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's about to go down.
It's official.
We are in the new studio.
Studio Jeans.
We're in Studio Jeans. There's so much to talk about, so much to get into.
Yeah.
But as always, we have to get the show off to the right start. Let's kick things off in the new studio with an all-new clip, and we'll cover everything.
I can't wait.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, Gene.
New
Let's go.
monitors. Yeah.
For all y'all beautiful women. You feel me? Just let me eat you one time. Just let me eat you one time. And I guarantee you're gonna ask me to stay to your house. you're gonna sleep for 3 days, my baby. This shit is big time.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Oh, whoa.
Look at this here. Look at this. Look at this.
I know.
You see that?
It says next stop Brown
No,
Talk.
Look at that.
It's my lipstick. I'm a
know.
lady.
Well,
It's official.
it is official, and Your Mom's House is continuing to enlighten the audience with these hard to find men and their irresistible offers.
I thought this was the new R. Kelly show everybody was watching. Is this what that is?
Yeah, this is it. I guess you've never seen R. Kelly before, so that's him. Yeah,
He's aged a little.
just a little bit. Yeah, but
You know-
he's still talking about sex, bumping and grinding, and yeah.
You know what's amazing is that that perverts don't age out. You know, you're like these. Surely there's a time where you're like, I'm too old for boners. Not
I
this guy.
thought I would think that around 10 years younger than him,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I'll stop offering to eat girls in videos.
Or at least the point in your life when you put the chain on your bifocals, which is what
Yeah.
he's done. Like
Yes.
when you've got a rope around your neck to keep the glasses on.
The eyes always tell a story, and I think Dr. Drew would maybe say something's going on in the eyes here.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's not a normal gaze, you know? It's not.
Well, and
I like the way he phrases it. Can we see that? The whole, because it's a whole nice offer.
For all y'all beautiful women.
That's
Okay.
nice.
You feel me? Just let me eat you one time. Just let me eat you one time, and I guarantee you, you're gonna ask me to stay to your house. You gonna sleep for 3 days, my baby.
Wait, he did the European
Yes,
three.
and,
So
and that's when his accent popped too.
yeah, the 3 days,
He said,
baby.
3 days, but he might be from the islands.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I tell you, this has some of the makings of a great YMH video. You trying to fucking ruin the show with that?
God damn it. There's a little dust in here.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Well, number one, let's go through it. Framing, how are we doing on
It's
framing?
pretty terrible framing, but I've seen worse. But yeah, I mean, he would make the cut. Now, I'm embarrassed to say that this man has a shirt on, which is absolutely it's revolting that he would dare to send in his video like this.
know. However, there is a hole in the
There
shirt.
is a hole, and he makes up for it with a bandana on his
Right,
head.
the bandana's
'Cause a
weird.
Bandana gets you extra points.
Sure.
He doesn't have all his teeth. And there's a couple gold ones, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. And the fact that he chose the gold is kind of it
Yeah.
switches things up.
But subject matter is A1.
point.
That's how when you get when you open like that, it's fantastic.
Well, and also another checklist is location, location, location.
yes.
And this one he chose his front lawn, which
Right.
is bold.
So
It's an
there's-
outdoor video.
Neighbors,
Sure.
kids are playing. Yeah. It's what you want from somebody
Right.
that is living in your neighborhood. Which, by the way, I don't even know that he lives in this neighborhood. He
Probably
might,
not.
I don't think it's his yard because in his offer, he's like, if you let me eat you, you'll be like, stay. And I think he's like basically off. This is basically a petition to, can I sleep at someone's house?
You think so?
I think so. And the trade-off is, I'm really good at eating you.
So we could match him up actually with like get a lease and a key. Try it
Yeah,
out.
absolutely.
This is a try it out guys.
If Try It Out guy was a beautiful woman. Because
No, try it out guy wants black guys.
yeah, but
Out of jail.
I don't think the Try It Out guy would. I don't think this guy would enjoy. He might do the beat me, like
Piss on me, beat me.
Yeah, he might
try
do
it out.
that, but he's not going to eat him.
He's
What
not
else does
gonna.
he say? He says some more stuff.
No thanks.
He says some other
All
neat
good.
things.
All done.
No.
Next. Push. No push.
No. Now you need to see more.
I feel like we got it.
No, we didn't.
Guess what?
More.
I can show you what time it is. Sure enough, I tell you, they got a man up above. I can cook for you, clean up your house.
Whoa.
You heard me? Listen, when you come home, baby, you just gotta jump in the tub with all them bubbles.
Okay, so I'm definitely on point. He is looking for a place to stay.
You're right. How did you know that?
He needs housing. And he's not a dick. I'm going to cook.
Right.
I'm going to clean. And he's basically, this is leading up to, I'm guessing, I'll eat you
Right.
after that bubble bath. So he's saying, be clean for me to do that.
That's
which
always
is not,
and that's always a big issue is vaginal cleanliness to
Yes.
these guys. These
Yeah.
guys are very picky
these
about
guys, meaning,
meeting every guy that puts out the
oh, cool content.
the irrational.
guys.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
But they don't seem to care about hygiene in themselves. But it's very important that she have hygiene, which is
Yeah.
ironic.
I noticed
think.
of all the toofies you could be missing, to have your front two, it's always unique.
Wait, but he's
If you go back a little more,
yeah, I know. I
go
saw
back
it.
a
It's
little
horrifying.
more. There's You can really see it clearly. There we
God
go.
damn it.
And you can highlight the missing toofies because the one next to the missing is gold. So you're like, hey, that's gold. Oh, hey, there's no tooth.
Well,
there.
that's the thing is that he sprung for the gold. Why
Right.
not spring for like the veneer? You know what I mean? Or the implant.
Maybe he's living his best life. He's not like, I don't need all these teeth. I just need one or two.
He's
gold
living
teeth.
a good enough life.
Yeah. I'm living my
okay.
good enough life.
I don't need real teeth.
I'm living an okay life.
Just okay.
Yeah. Gene. I can't believe it's actually here.
I can't believe it's finally happening.
That's happening. What happening?
If you can see behind us, we are in Studio Gene's.
We're proud of ourselves.
Yeah. You look, we discussed the motif. It is Steakhouse meets the People's Court.
Yeah.
We want it to be official.
Yeah, that is true.
It's Masterpiece Theater, Steakhouse, and the People's Court.
This is a long time coming.
Yes.
I mean, the dream of it is longer. The reality of it is, you were super pregnant. I went out and started looking at spaces in around June.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 6 months ago. And then found this place. I think I want to say I didn't sign a lease until, I think it was September, October.
When'd you get a lease and a key?
Yeah, I got a lease and a key in September, October. And then what happened next? Oh, I had a guy who was going to do everything.
Oh.
Build the sets, do the tech, do everything. And like the day after I signed the lease, so like now I'm committed, and he was like, yeah, it's not really going to work out for me. And I was like, what?
Totally screwed us. I remember I was very pregnant, floating around in our pool, trying to keep cool.
Yeah. And
it was the middle of summer, and you're like, this guy pulled out.
And you know who really helped? What? Who really helped? The first guy I called was Ethan Klein.
That's right.
Ethan Hilo from H3, and I was like, because I know he knows a lot about production and sets, and I was like, dude, can you? And he hooked it up.
Yeah.
He put me in touch with TJ Moore, who built this set, and then Nadav, our very own Bird,
Blue Band in the Nest
producer. Yeah, he became very involved, and then we got the technical aspect going. Potter helped with a lot of production stuff, and then we hired Mel and this great lighting crew, and then I don't know, it all came together. And then after all this was set up, we were like, oh, it's not soundproofed enough in here. So then we had to hire top tier soundproofers, which we are actually halfway through it. So I don't even know how this, I hope this sounds good to you guys. It'll sound even better next week when they're completed with it, but it's been a whole thing,
deal.
Man.
Well, I will say, I mean, look, we used to film the show next to our son's bedroom when he was sleeping as a baby.
Yeah.
So we've done the show in many different locations.
lot,
Above
yeah.
Pilates studios
This
with
is
music.
number 6.
Yeah. I think this is still pretty good.
No, this is still it's
We're there.
still great. It's still great, but
But
I'm just saying.
I would like to point out some old school features, just so some of you I know don't like change. My therapist tells me I'm not good with change. There's a lot of stuff from the old studio. If you'll notice, we have our dog mask, our mascot. Gigi Allen is here. I got Webster behind me, City Connection. FIFO with all the dog tits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, Blue Band, one of my favorites, fan submitted things of me as the Virgin Mary.
Bottles of water.
Bottles of water, toilets, all the stuff you know and love.
And behind me.
Right, the dog.
Oh,
yeah.
The pup play.
The terrifying pup play.
Who's your owner? Yeah.
But last time I came out as Polly.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say I'm bisexual.
Great.
But also, I'm so excited.
Are you
and
ready?
I'm ready for this big announcement. So, cat eating kibble. What other sounds do we have? Chips in a bowl.
Yeah.
Big announcement. We're building up.
You ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Guys, after many years of talk, I'm proud to announce, behold, the fart mic. It's here.
Wow.
It's finally here.
Wow.
We've been talking about this for so long.
We really have been.
And I have to say,
So many wasted farts over the years. And
but I want to thank Blue Band and Josh Potter, everybody, for making this fart mic possible.
I don't think this audience understands the level of importance she put on this for today.
Yeah.
Because I was more worried about, these monitors working and sound drops and, those types of
Those boring
issues.
technical problems.
And Christina was like, if this fucking fart mic isn't here, why did we even build the studio?
I agree, because I know how important the fart mic is to our listeners. I feel like they've been demanding it for years. And if we're going to spend all this money and time building a studio, this to me is the most important thing.
Now, we should also point out that, yes, right now it just looks like an extra mic laying around. We're going to dress it up, okay? It's going to have its own arm. It's going to have a label.
Its own place.
People are going to know. For today, for episode 1, it's merely a mic. But this will soon have the appearance of royalty, basically. This is really going to be something else. And hopefully we will, on the arm, we'll be able to pass it over to guests and share it with one another. So
Now, I was a little upset because we don't record the show this early usually, but we woke up this morning and Tom had such great farts at home.
I had I took a disgusting shit last night.
Really?
Yeah, I had an omelet for dinner, and then I watched the national championship game, and Bart and Ari came over.
Mm-hmm.
So last year we went to it. This time they came over to the house. I don't drink normally. I'm boozing it up because I got this booze bag friend over, and you know what I mean. So
for every one drink, there was 4.
And he was like pouring scotch to the rim of a glass. I was like, "What are you doing, man?" Like a touch.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's sitting in my stomach, and I had to take a dump at like midnight.
Really?
Yes.
Where did you shit? In our in our bedroom
No,
or downstairs?
Downstairs. Yeah.
Oh wow, bold.
I know. And then I got up this morning. Well, you woke me up, to be fair, with a fart, and then I had a few, and then I was like, "Ugh, this is not going to be."
But it upset me that we didn't have the fart mic at home.
Oh, it upset me that we waited so late to do this show. We should have been doing this show at 6:30 in the morning.
Right.
Sorry guys, that's the new call time.
We're gonna wake up.
That's when farts happen. So, yeah,
well, it's just you're throwing money out the window.
it's true.
That could have been on fart mic.
It's very true.
So the good news is we ate a lot of bean dip while you're watching the game. I'm hoping that there's still some farts in me from last night.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped at Starbucks. So let's hope that all that is going to create.
But I want to make a
farts.
point here.
Sure, go ahead.
This is an amazing studio. This is we're going to do, by the way, a behind the scenes tour of everything, right, Blue Band? And we'll show everybody all the ins and outs, like to what level everything was built out. This is better audio, it's better video, it's all that stuff, but it's still your mom's house. And one of our listeners actually made a quick Your Mom's House supercut. Do you know who built it? Caleb?
Is it Caleb?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No, I forgot to look it up.
Okay. All right.
It's also very cold in here. I know you're happy about that.
I am happy about that. But can we
like
take a
I'm dying.
look at this? This is pretty cool what he built here. All right.
Good morning, Julia. I woke up so hot and horny. Just wanted to say I changed the locks on your door.
If you want to move in, you can move in.
Please,
Fuck me.
don't ever go back in the past. I know, because
I need to be fucked a lot, man.
and I understand when
Having sex with a guy in the asshole is disgusting as fuck.
nothing compares to.
Been from jail, homeless.
I take fucking 30 Benadryl at once at night.
I'll make you feel like a woman.
4 strokes.
Right up, man.
After you experience,
An enormous amount of very thick, hot, white cum.
you won't even know who your ex-boyfriend is.
Home, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go full throttle. You and me, sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but fuck, I want to fuck you pretty bad.
I love to get blowjobs.
It's right up.
You're gorgeous.
Let's go have some fun, and let's get physical.
Fuck me.
Have a good day, motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to find out who made that. That was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are all the gentlemen.
I forgot about the. And you can add "Let Me Eat You"
Yeah.
to the mix. But
Wow. All the gentlemen.
I forgot about how Benadryl guys sometimes in a bad mood.
Yeah. He's irate.
He when he goes, "Have a good day, motherfucker." That's he's alone.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Whoever made that, good job.
It really
Yeah.
really sorry, I to see them all together like that was kind of jarring. All
Yes,
the scumbags
I
that
know.
we've celebrated on this show.
Yeah, it's true, right? It's like it's a lot.
Really crazy.
It is a lot. It's we're look.
When they're all montaged together like that, you're like,
I think it's
"Phew."
fair to say. I mean, I don't
Shocking.
want to be like too arrogant, but when you see something like that, we've kind of changed the world, in a lot of ways.
How exactly?
Just like giving people a platform to shine that would otherwise just kind of fade away.
What if in some universe, like we've actually helped these guys get laid?
Yeah.
Like, what if someone right now is like, yeah, like some woman is like, God, those guys sound hot.
That's true.
Like, that'd be rad.
Hey, that probably is true. Not
Yeah.
probably. It is true. Oh, by the way, got to say this. So you guys know our
Jesus
good
Christ.
friends at Sattva have always been huge supporters of ours, of this show. I talked to them about this, and they're on board, and I think it's so awesome that this is going to be a reality. So to celebrate the fact that we're in this new space, in the new studio, Sattva is going to give away 2 mattresses to listeners for free. 1 Sattva, 1 Lumen Leaf memory foam.
It's huge.
Here's how you win the free mattress. I think some people will have fun with this. Send us a video no longer than 30 seconds of why you should get one of the free mattresses. You can show us your current mattress. You can describe it. You can just give us a reason. And if it's funny and creative, we will vote in-house. We'll showcase some of them. But send it to our email, which is yourmomspodcast@gmail.com, and put Sattva in the subject line, SAATVA. Once again, so if
Should've used the burp
if I could say it without a belch just for the listener, it's
Sorry, guys.
in the
What am I-
subject line,
It's creative energy.
SAATVA in the subject line, and send it again, less than 30 seconds, and win a free awesome mattress. It's going to be either the Lumen Leaf memory foam or
fantastic.
the actual Sattva luxury firm. They're fantastic, and I want to thank Sattva for doing that very much.
Can I tell you, to Sattva's credit, what
Yeah.
early adapters they were to podcasting advertising?
Yeah.
They were our first sponsor of Your Mom's House, and kudos to them for being so forward thinking.
They were awesome. Yeah, I mean they still
Still
are,
are.
but yeah, that was really cool when they got involved with us a while back. But we have to talk about, by the way, before we move further along, that over the weekend or before the weekend, I think before the holiday week, during our off week, so to speak, Louie had a set that
Yeah.
was leaked and
Yeah.
created this insane backlash
Yeah.
in the comedy
I love
world.
it. Don't you love it? The chaos. What is happening?
It disturbed me on so many levels. I mean, I'm serious.
Why? What was the worst? What was disturbing for you?
Okay, first of all, the idea that, I mean, especially when people in comedy who know better
Yeah.
act like they don't, is what bothered me, is that this is clearly a workout set, right? Like the guy,
Just so you know, he didn't. It's
stopped
not a
in-
theater. It's like at a club in Long Island.
Yeah, he stopped in Governors in Long Island,
Right.
And he does like a 45-minute set. It's probably his 12th to 15th time on stage since being off stage for like 10 months.
Yeah.
And this is part of the process of how you build material. Like you do these pop-ins, and then you take that material to clubs, and then you work out some dates in clubs, and then you take it to a small theater, and then a bigger theater, and then for him, he can go even beyond that to an arena. But I'm saying the process is that you remove your feelings about what he's done. You're talking about comedy now, like stand-up. Now we're going to, we're going to act like the...
Well, what are people saying about him? Let's start there.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, first of all, the idea that you're judging a workout set is insane.
Yeah.
I get it if you're from the general public and you're going like, what are you talking about? But the point is you do those sets to be kind of reckless. You do that, you speak irresponsibly.
Absolutely.
And then you figure out, like, there's parts that, let's say, really don't get a laugh or get a
Or maybe
as you move along.
Right. Or you go too far.
Right,
And
you
you
go
go,
too
oh,
far.
that broke, that didn't bend, and then I'm going to rein it in here and there.
Of
and-
course.
Yeah.
And then you rein it in and you kind of go like, okay, well, this is how I'll make these changes. But if you release, you release the 10th time you've worked out your set.
Yeah.
That part's crazy to me that people in comedy are like, oh, it's this and it's that. It's like, dude, it's not done. And you know better. That's
Sure.
the point.
You know, as a craftsman, as someone who's been doing this for 20 years.
Of course.
it's
What are you
not
talking
cool.
about? Why are you
It's
acting
a first
like
draft. It's a
it's
first
a first draft?
Yeah.
And that part made me crazy. Then the need to really beat the shit out of him, like his comedy.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
are you doing
But
this?
what you're saying is, so people are now saying like, oh, he's so thoughtless. He's acting like an old grumpy man against millennials.
What?
And it's like, well, he was always that POV. Louis hasn't
Dude.
changed his POV
At all. It is
Yeah.
Here's what makes me crazy. There's people who go like, I've never found that guy funny. I've always said he's not funny. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to like everybody. That makes sense. But people who are like, I was a big fan and now
Now he's
I
insensitive.
heard this and now I hate him.
Okay.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same sensibility.
Yeah.
It's the same guy doing the same type of material he's done. It's like vintage Louis.
It's the same thing, except now you know something so weird
Yes.
and dark about this person.
Yeah.
And can you still know that and like him? And I think what's interesting, and if you look back at all the artists, a lot of people that you've loved have been colossal pieces of shit.
Yeah.
If you look at, R. Kelly, who's in the zeitgeist now, right? The crazy
Oh.
stuff he's done. And can you listen to his music? Elvis Presley was banging
To be
Priscilla
fair-
Presley,
to be
who was 15 years
Yeah.
old. Jerry Lee Lewis marries his 13-year-old
Okay.
cousin.
To be fair, all those guys, way bigger pieces of shit.
Right.
Like, not even close.
Right, but I'm saying, can you separate the man from his work? And that's always the big philosophical debate.
Okay, personally, like on the comedy side of things, listening to that and then hearing people purposely, deliberately try to characterize it as alt-right,
Right,
and
right,
now
right.
like they're like, oh, he's an old washed up hack.
What are you talking about?
What? Like, even, and here's the thing, it kind of shows you that if you decide to frame something as such,
Yes.
and start telling people,
Yes.
and people go along with it, then it becomes a truth.
It's like
to them.
trailers. It's like when they were recutting trailers with different music, like
Yeah.
The Shining, and making it a comedy.
Right.
It really is about lens and point of view
Yeah.
and framing
Except
the
here's
content.
here's the thing. In this situation, like,
Yeah.
not in all situations,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in this situation, I'm actually so well informed on a subject
Right.
that I can't be swayed to believe something that isn't true. Like,
Yeah.
I am so well informed of how this works and what I'm listening to and what I'm
Right.
seeing that none of the opinions of others can make me see something that isn't there.
Yes, I agree with you there.
It is not a hacky
No.
premise.
No.
What he said, like, what happens is people are going like, oh, he said like these kids today are so crazy. And it's like, well, if you frame it that way, then that's the premise.
Mhm.
But if you listen to it and you actually hear what was said, you realize it was a much richer
Yes,
concept.
it's layered.
Yeah, of course.
And here's what I will say too is that yeah, we all know what he did. It's not right. Da 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 da. I listened to the whole hour.
Yeah.
And I laughed. And I haven't had
Because he's hilarious.
I haven't had. I'm telling you, and I know I see comedy all the time. Aside from you and a handful of our friends, nobody makes me laugh. And I was like, "This is. Oh, I'm so glad he's back." And I really fucking liked it. And you struggle with it. You go, "Can you separate what the man did from the stuff he does, the work he does?" And hey, I'll tell you what, he's fucking funny enough that I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I'm pro.
I mean,
again.
God
God damn it, he's talented. And
he
I'll
is
tell. Can I tell you
talented,
something
but-
else? Nobody is funnier when they got nothing to lose.
I know.
And Louie has lost everything. And I think it's made him fucking way funnier. When you're like, he said it. He goes, "What are you going to take away my birthday?"
I know.
Fuck you.
It
And I love it.
It bothers me.
God damn
that,
it, I love it.
That like, you know, he's had to, like, you can't act like just because other people have suffered that he hasn't, as like the idea that this year has been just a peach for him is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
yeah.
they're like, yeah, but what about the other? I mean, you could still respect that there's other people that have been affected and still say, like, it's not like this year has been chill for
Right.
him. Like, you've been publicly shamed. You have 2 teenage kids who see this and see you all the time. You think that's fun?
Right.
But they're like, let's still kick the shit out of him for his workout set. Like, what is going on?
I know. He's really taking it.
I don't agree with it, man.
Which is crazy.
I don't like it. But I do want to point something out.
What?
Aside from that, unless you had something else to
Well,
add.
I was just thinking too, like when did we become such a bunch of fucking sissies that you can't have sympathy for a group or you can't have real life feelings for somebody, for a group, and yet still make fun of them? Like, what happened to that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For instance, Joan Rivers, her husband was deaf, right?
Mhm.
And so she would make jokes about deaf people. And just because you joke about it doesn't imply that you don't have sympathy for that group. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Louis
yeah.
can joke about things that he might still feel sympathy for. And you still make
We do it
fucking
all
make-
the time.
I know, but right now I'm saying people don't have that distinction in their minds.
But
they
see,
think
I
because you
think-
make fun of it that you're an asshole. You're not pro these
I
people.
think they do. I think
Stupid.
everybody who gets it. In other words, people.
Yes, reasonable people.
Yes, they get that.
Yeah.
And then here's the other thing. The people that don't get it, the only thing that's making us go like, what the fuck is wrong? Is that you hear them. Because they have, we all share this, like,
Yeah.
these platforms.
Yeah.
So you see them going like, what's wrong with you? How could you make fun of that deaf person? You know? And so because you ingest
Yeah.
their nonsense,
yes.
you go, oh my God, everything's fucking.
My hands are numb. But what I was gonna say,
it's fucking cold.
my face is frozen too. Just let me put on my jacket. No, and you know what's here's my theory on these people that come out against the dark comedians.
Yeah.
Okay. These social justice
Yeah, give
warriors.
it to me.
I'll tell you what the theory is. I think these guys are so afraid of their own dark-sidedness. They're so afraid of the demons within them that they're going to call it out on somebody else. You're bad. You're sinful. It's just like the preacher who's hating the gays and not, the homosexuals are going to burn. And it's the same guy who's blowing other guys in the bathroom stall and doing crystal meth, right? Like Ted Haggard.
I got to say, you usually don't say anything smart, but I think you're pretty on
I think
point.
it's the chill in the air. It's really...
The chill in the air is making your brain work. Okay.
I'm serious, though. I tell you what, these fuckers that are calling Louis out, first of all, for those of you who don't know, it's stand-up comic code. It is just an unspoken code that you
Yeah.
don't shit on another dude for what they're doing creatively. You don't.
Shit on other comics
don't.
stand-up.
Not
It's
on the
like,
stand-up. We can
fuck,
critique on your
man.
personal life.
Yeah.
But it is nobody's fucking business. And for
For
these
comics
people
to do it.
to
For the
comics,
general public,
that's
fine.
different. But it's code. You never fucking do it. And the fact that these guys are doing it, it's, I think, despicable, and it goes against everything creative. And there you go. There, I fucking said it.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I was bothered by it.
I think we're both bothered.
Do we have a minute?
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what I wanted to talk about
Uh-oh.
was it was so fucking funny. That
Which one?
The other day when you were telling me
Oh, I
that
hate
you were
you
having
so much.
anxiety.
Yeah.
So what was going on? You're like, I'm really...
What was I having? I was having anxiety about the baby, and he was getting sick or something. And we went to have dinner.
Yeah,
and
so
we
we're
were
in
on the way
an Uber.
home.
We're in an
Yeah.
Uber, and you're like, I just feel it.
I'm worried about the baby. I'm like, I think he's really sick. He's been coughing.
really sick,
I
but
got to
I'm
go
like,
to the doctor. No, he
no.
just had a cold.
Yeah.
But in my mom brain, I'm like, fuck, we got to go to the doctor again tomorrow. I hope he's okay. I hope it's not the croup, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, and I look to you for comfort. And you go, here, watch this. This'll cheer you up.
No, I just go, you got to see this.
You got to see this.
And I set up my phone. I give it to him like, watch this. And it's the trailer for Us, the new Jordan Peele movie. You know, with
Is that a rom-com? Is it a jaunt?
It's good for anxiety.
Sure.
Because
especially about your children.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
perfect.
It's but the trailer's amazing, and I was pretty stoked. He takes I Got 5 on it, the Looney's track from the '90s, and slows it down, and so it sets this tone for this deeply disturbing thriller. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, "The fuck are you making me watch this for?" I said, "I'm anxious."
Like the one thing you don't give somebody when they're anxious is a horror movie trailer.
I know, it really made me laugh.
About like losing your kids and stuff too. I'm like,
it was pretty great. It was pretty great. It was
You're like,
pretty
here,
great.
watch the new Jodie Foster movie. I
Yeah.
can't do this shit, man.
I know.
Thank you for doing that, Tom. You always know how to really make me feel good.
You are welcome. Well, look at our board.
Snap! All right,
Gene.
so excited.
We should take a moment.
I gotta pee.
And we'll be back with a great guest.
Right after these words.
Your mom's house will be right back.
All right, and we are
That was
back.
good.
All right, pretty good. We're back with an all-timer, a Hall of Famer, first ballot guest.
I'm so excited.
We're
so excited for you guys.
We're so excited.
Christina likes it when I talk like this.
We're so excited that you're here.
I love when your voice goes
We
up.
love when your voice, your octaves and your pitch changes. But we're also not just excited that you're here to show you stuff, but we're also so excited to announce that you are going to be doing an additional. You don't work hard enough, so we have thrown
Hell
more
no.
work your way.
Yes.
You're going to be doing a podcast out of here.
Yes.
On our second set that we have here.
And let's be fair. We should be calling it a podcast. It's a YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a full-on all this stuff you have here is going to be deployed.
Yes.
For that. Let's call it a pod for the moment.
Sure.
A show.
It's a show. It's a show. It's a show that we're. Here's the cool thing. We respected that when you first came on, it was just like, hey, would you come on? And it was.
Well, I was fans of both you guys.
Well, that's very nice.
And I kind of knew what your mom's house was. I did not know what I was going to be subjected
Yes.
to, nor did I know what a sadist your wife is. So she was going to so enjoy my discomfort.
Or that the audience would really enjoy your discomfort.
Well, it's your audience, so I figure.
But not only the discomfort, I think we enjoy having a professional opinion on what's going on in these clips.
To be fair, not just the clips, but I was reflecting today when I was thinking about coming over here and how joyous I was, and sort of I wanted to congratulate you guys. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
And I thought, the opening volley with these guys was, does farts push stool out or not? This is why we have you on the show. And I thought, wow, so here we are. We're coming full circle.
Did you ever think that your medical
degree?
knowledge would...
I've been doing radio a long time, and sort of nothing surprises me. However, that moment stayed with me.
Oh,
do
good.
farts push the shits out, or do shits push the farts out?
That was the reason I was on the show.
Big thing. That's right.
Yes.
And then we played for you a tons of funny clips.
Funny.
Yeah. So
funny.
That was funny, right? The guy. That was a snake biting.
I didn't get to see that.
No, that was just audio.
Okay.
I got a bad bite. Yeah, he's
That's
just
funny.
But
People's misery is funny,
It's
right?
the best.
Is that what I'm supposed to?
It is, and that's why we
Here's
have
the part.
your
And
podcast.
so I was seriously reflecting on all this morning. and the other thing that is aside from your glee at my discomfort, the other thing was Tom's genuine joy at people's misery.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yes.
yes, this is joyous. And it was that like the layer of discomfort on me that I almost couldn't tolerate it.
Yeah.
So that's where the discomfort really goes over the top.
Yet you came back. You come back.
Yet
and now...
I came back. I've maintained friendships, and not only that, I'm going to be a part of this ship.
Yeah.
This pirate ship.
Well,
So
so here's the
exciting.
thing I wanted to like in summary is that you came on, you didn't know what to expect. The audience so loved having your voice in this world, and then that's what led to the idea of like, what if you did a show here where it's a little mix up of like, speaking of things that you want to talk about in your own lane, commenting on clips from this show, which seems to be like a really fun thing to happen.
Yes.
And then talking to some people too.
Hopefully comedians and
Yes.
deconstructing them.
Oh my God.
After dark.
Dude, I love it.
Dr. Drew After Dark.
That's what it's going to be.
And it implies all the fun you're talking about, sex, drugs, and rock and roll,
yes.
and crazy comedians. And I want you to psychoanalyze all the comics.
I'll do the best I can.
I want to. If you watch
Christina's
Dr. Drew,
so fascinated by that.
Yes,
Is
I
it-
love
Is it
it.
your own stuff that you're
Yes.
fascinated?
Yes,
and,
yes.
and your husband now? now.
Yes.
And you've got-
Everybody.
you know, so-
Yes.
I'm fascinated by human beings.
And I just thought about how it is my voice in this world. Is that what you said, Tom? In this world?
In this world.
In this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is an alternative universe over here. And you should know that your fans are quite enthusiastic.
Yes.
I was at a MTV Movie Awards. Did I tell you this story?
No.
No.
And a woman flew out of the booth to like, I had just gone over and gushed at what's the kid's name that does Schitt's Creek? It's
I don't know.
Schitt's Creek's a great show. You guys should
we
watch that.
tried.
Oh, really?
I don't like many comedies.
Okay.
I was just talking
In
about
any event, Dan, I forget his last name. He's the anyway, and I
Levy?
Dan Levy. Dan, and I
Oh.
was gushing over at him. He's the other one's. What's the dad's name?
Eugene?
Eugene's dad is the dad. And I was just gushing at him, and then I was literally nearly tackled by one of your fans who was like a 35-year-old female. I mean, not exactly what I expected, right? Attractive 35-year-old female who like
Not expecting that.
who seemed sane,
Yeah.
but was behaving insane.
Right.
And I say this with peace and love, peace and love,
Peace
peace and
and
love. She was
love.
a lovely woman. Would not leave.
Yeah.
Like couldn't get enough.
Oh,
like
right.
like wanted to
See.
be a part of this world.
We encourage that.
See.
Yeah.
Is it you did it?
Well, I told if anyone sees Drew,
Oh, okay, that's where
bother
it
him.
came from. God, it wasn't bothersome. It was
Right.
not bothersome.
She was
it
just-
was
Yes.
much like Christina. I was an observer of this
Yes.
human behavior
Yeah.
and thinking, "Wow, this is a different world that
It's-
I've become a part of," and I
Yeah.
better double down. I
People
better have
are
a show on it.
huge
Well, brace yourself.
Fans of you.
Our fans let's put it this way. They have transformed Garth Brooks' social media. Right, Tommy? Wouldn't you
true.
say that we've taken over? We've taken things by storm. So just be prepared for
I
it.
am.
We're going to fill you in.
I could
on
not
it.
be happier about that.
There's limited time with you. There's a lot I
Yeah.
want to
Lot
show
to
you.
go over.
So
Oh, Jesus.
here's what I want to do.
Hey, can I
First of
lean in on
all,
this? I want to be
oh
near
yeah,
the video.
yeah. So
All right.
here's what I wanted to. So this has been the latest like thing that blew up on the show. And to set it up, I'd love to get your full thought on this. Okay.
What's going on?
So here's what happened.
I feel like
here's the setup.
Let me just tell you.
Okay.
I feel like somebody who like either like needed major dental work or like revisions in their mouth, and I'm going in now again. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm used to this, but
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
don't start drilling.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so or like a cancer patient
Yes,
who gets
last
chemo.
time you likened it to testicular cancer coming in here.
Yes, getting
Yes.
chemo and going, oh God, I
Here
need
we-
this, but,
but it's bad.
all right, here we go.
So I just want okay. I want to give you the setup first because it makes more sense this way. Here's the setup. This man was at the gym.
Is that this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
He was at the gym and he sees an attractive woman
Okay.
leaving the tanning room at the gym. Sees that she had signed in at the sign-in sheet.
Is this pre or post Me Too?
This is pre.
Oh,
Pre
long
Me Too.
time ago.
Oh,
Yes.
so this should be good.
Few years, but he sees her sign in, so he knows her name. Okay.
Okay.
So what he does is he's on the spot. He goes, you know what? I'm going to follow her out into the parking lot, and he says her name.
Is he one of your listeners and viewers?
No.
He's behaving like one, right?
No.
This is pretty. This is pretty
Oh.
advanced.
Oh,
So,
it keeps going.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So he.
So that's
sees
where
her.
your listeners cut off and the
Right.
videos begin.
That's right.
Okay.
So this guy sees her. He calls out her name.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Julia, and she thinks that because he knows her name that.
They must be.
So she's like, yes.
Yeah, yeah. What do
and
you need?
he just tells her like, oh, you know, I saw you here, blah
Okay.
blah blah. I'd like to take you out sometime. She's like, well, I'm kind of thinking about getting back with my ex. You know, he's like, how about just dinner? Can I have your number? And she goes, how about I'll take your number? One of
Oh,
those moves.
okay, all right.
And she shows her phone because it's in her hand.
Uh-oh.
He puts in his
That's
number
right.
and dials himself.
Oh.
So now he has her number. So, but that's where she goes, thanks, good night. And then she goes home. And the next morning, she wakes up, and this has been texted to her number, this video.
Now, and is she the one that sent this to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, eventually.
Eventually, yeah, but yes.
It came
So-
to us through listeners,
It came
but
to us
then
through
we made
listeners 'cause
contact.
and then we ended up meeting her and getting the full
Yes.
story. But so I just wanted to get your take on this as a hello. As a
Yeah.
I met you yesterday.
Yeah.
Are there
just,
body fluids involved?
No.
Morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Just wanted to say hi. Wish you a great day.
tell you that meeting you yesterday and getting a look at you was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. You were so beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you are to me. I mean, just, you're gorgeous. You're precious.
There's more.
Perfectly normal, perfectly natural. Okay. Does he hold a gun up to his head? Like, please, you're gonna go out with me or else.
But it's been sitting in my mind when you said to me you want to go back with your ex-boyfriend. Please erase him from your memory. Don't ever go back in the past. I know, because I've been there. And I understand when, you're trying to find somebody and you go on dates and nothing compares to your ex. But there is that better person out there. And Julia, I promise you it is me.
Perfectly normal, perfectly natural. He hasn't threatened to kill the boyfriend yet. Okay. He's just
I
pathetic
will love you
at
like
this
you've
point.
never been loved before.
Okay.
I will cherish you. I'll make you feel like a woman, a real woman. And believe me, after you experience me, you won't even know who your ex-boyfriend is.
Here we go. We're going down. We're going down. Is this all one video?
Yes, it's all one video, but it's chopped up.
Okay.
Open up your heart to me in your arms. Let's go full throttle. I could see me falling in love with you. I don't know. I just looked in your eyes and I just melt.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still on the pathetic zone.
Okay.
Okay. I feel bad.
What
for
are you
him.
waiting for? You're
I
waiting
feel-
for it to cross into.
Well, hold on.
So I'm expecting.
I'm heading off.
I'm expecting either some sort of totally sexually inappropriate move, which then would get disgusting, or some sort of threat of violence. I'm expecting one or the other. So I mean, but he feels like both are possible, right? So if I were this woman, I'd be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Do I call the cops or
That
call the
seems
FBI?"
like the right feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'm heading off to work. This is my cute little home. Everything you see behind me, I built everything. Every square inch, from crown molding to chair rail to floors to lighting to plumbing, doors, windows.
Speaking of lighting, does he have like some special like Instagram lighting in his kitchen? Did you see that?
Yeah, it looked like pretty.
Like weird,
Yeah.
weird lighting. Okay, all
That
right.
is pretty unique.
Yes.
Do you want him to work on your home?
No.
So this is the type of guy you're getting. I'm a very handy guy, and I'd love to build you whatever you want. You're a sweetheart. So I hope this video doesn't scare you.
Oh,
but
sorry.
That's how I feel.
Sorry, dude.
I just want you to know that.
Okay.
Okay? And I look forward going out to dinner with you.
Oh.
So let's make it happen. Mwah. Ciao, baby.
Yo, dude, I'm so sorry.
right.
What do you
What's
think's
going on?
with this guy?
What's going on? What do you think's going on?
No, you tell me
we
because
want
it's so
your
layered.
thoughts on
Yeah.
This layered.
Well, yeah. What's wrong with him?
Oh man, peace and love, peace and love. I don't know this guy. I don't
Yeah.
know you, sir. I don't know you, sir. I don't mean to disparage you, but why are you guys laughing? You guys don't understand something. You now have a physician on your platform.
Yeah.
Liability comes with that.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
You
okay.
understand?
Yeah, sure.
And so, peace and love, peace and love.
Yeah.
This is strictly an analysis based on a video and not knowing this man. But I mean, it's a kind of a narcissism, right? I mean, it's a like not really processing reality, not reading social cues.
Yeah.
You worry that it flips into sociopathy, where she's just an object for him. And,
Yes.
And so, it doesn't really matter to him what she's thinking or feeling because he's decided she's the one. Now, on his defense, how would you say this guy is?
This guy's probably 45.
Really?
Yeah.
I was hoping it's like 27.
No.
No, no.
Well, you should know there's lots of this going on in the 20s.
Interesting.
Yeah, lots of stalk. This is stalking behavior, essentially.
Stalking
Yes.
behavior,
Simple
yeah.
stalking. Yeah.
Now, sorry, in the 20s, as always, as people in their 20s, or just now the
Now,
millennials?
the
Interesting.
millennials. Because they. What are you smiling
They're
about? You're happy with this.
I'm just fascinated.
Tom gets this. Yes, tell me more pathological everybody else. So the. I have to breathe deep in this place.
I love
in
it.
this house.
I love it.
They are not doing normal sort of dating. They don't form and break relationships normally during adolescence, right? We normally you have them and break them and have them and break them and you date. None of that. It's all sort of hooking up and hanging out. And so when they actually develop sort of a real attraction or an attachment to somebody, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to navigate it, how to manage it. So we get a lot of people going, males 27 or more like 25, going, well, I met the girl. I met the girl in my dreams, and we went out, and she wasn't so into it, but that was just there, and she didn't understand, and so we became friends, and we're good friends, and I've been waxing her car and cleaning her carpet for the last 2 years, and now it's time. And those 2 years have been stalking, right?
Wow.
He's hanging out stalking, and now he's like, now it's time.
Well, can I tell you the full story now?
Oh, no.
So he followed her.
Oh, jeez.
Found out where her ex lived.
So it was real stalk.
And then he disemboweled that man on the freeway in New Jersey.
No.
I'm just kidding.
If you hadn't shaken your head, no, please let it go. Let's see where I go with
But
it.
do you know why I couldn't? Because I don't have the kind of cruelty my husband does to lie to somebody and let you believe that horrible.
It's like
that's my dad.
No, I don't have the heart to torture you. Like my husband does.
No, that didn't happen.
The last,
but he did send a few more videos.
He's talking.
Now, may I ask you this?
Was she able to get rid of him? Or?
Yes.
Yes. Now, he is aware of his creepiness because at one point he goes, I hope this doesn't scare you. Like, there's an awareness.
There is, but it's a dismissing of it, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's like,
Right.
It's like you wouldn't, of course, you wouldn't be, you're not scared by me. Of course not, because it's me. And I hope it doesn't do it because it won't anyway, because it's me.
Yeah.
And the duration of this stuff and the.
So let me ask you then, for a
it's
woman.
very, to me, I get very sad when I see it. He says usual when I watch your.
What?
See, this is why we're interesting. So when I see people get run into in a garage and their legs get cut off, I feel bad.
Okay.
When I see this guy,
Right.
your production staff has probably never seen us in action because they're laughing their asses off. So when I see guys like this, I feel bad for them because what's interesting. I was listening to podcasts recently, and they're all like, the persuasion has become a really hot topic lately. I think because of Trump, that's all he's doing is using persuasion, and people go, you must got to take other people's point of view. You got to see their point of view, and I go, no, that's all I do all day is I try to put myself in their, literally in their shoes, in their body, and feel it, not invade their body or be overtaken by it, but to really try to understand what that is.
Sure.
And so I automatically see this guy, and I just feel, oh, poor dude. Oh man, I feel
He's
so bad,
so
bad,
sad
so
and
sad.
Because it is
so
sad
bad.
and desperate, right? I mean,
I ruined it, right? I ruined the whole thing.
No,
Okay.
we love
No.
it. Now it's even funnier.
No, we've actually gone back.
I don't know if you've seen the T-shirt I'm wearing today.
it
says "Good morning,
It says "Good
Julia."
morning, Julia," which is how this starts.
Got it.
So.
But let me ask you this, Drew, for the women listening, because I, in my 20s, had guys like this too who didn't seem to understand boundaries and that I wasn't interested. How should a woman deal with something like this?
You gotta fuck him. You gotta fuck a guy.
I was going to say that.
You let him know.
You did, didn't you? You did.
Yes, we're married now.
Is this what
This
you
is
wanted?
Joe,
and then
yeah.
you go, get out of here. Like that.
He built the studio with his bare hands.
Me, Tom.
Yeah.
So
Is that what you were gonna say? Sorry.
No, I was going to say firm, just very firm, but not hysterical or emotional anything, and then
That'll ramp it up.
Well, any contact ramps it up, right? So you have to be firm, deliberate, swift, and sure, and then no more contact, because any contact
breeds it. So just how about a deliberate text back? Like, let's say a girl gets this kind of video. What is the text back to this guy?
The texting or emails,
ignoring.
that kind of thing is a good idea because you have a documentation, and just say and really make clear any further contact. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact the FBI and the local police. You are freaking me out. I'm sorry. And be kind, but firm and clear.
Yeah.
And no cracks in the wall because they will exploit any crack. And any. And they will escalate after
So
that.
no blowjobs, nothing.
Yeah,
Don't do
sorry,
anything.
Tom. Yeah, I know it worked for you a couple times, but that's why they keep doing it because they keep working, right?
Push.
Yeah, true.
So,
oh my God, please.
Okay, yeah. So we've been really fascinated by Garth Brooks, and I want to tell you
So
why.
I hear.
Okay.
I'm not sure I understand why.
And by the way, it's not that we're not shitting on his music or his talent. It's nothing to do with that.
He's a super
just so you
talented
know.
guy who's has an unbelievable fan base, right?
Yeah.
But he has
a dark side.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
And I also think that he has this really disconnected sense of like how to interact with people.
Right. So Garth Brooks, the human being,
Yes.
probably different than the guy you see with the hat up there on the
Yes.
stage.
Yeah.
And probably carefully protected, that image, right?
Right.
So
Yes.
that's where your evil empire
Yes.
comes in.
Especially
so-
because of this like
Yeah.
country music fan base where it's
Right.
like, oh shucks, I just
Yeah.
like baking pie with my daughters.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
So there's something.
Something brewing.
I think something
And,
brewing.
and here's the thing: the cracks in his real self show in these. So obviously, his team was like, "You need to be on social media," and he's probably reluctant.
So I don't know if
because
you've ever seen. I don't know
doesn't
if we
wanna
set
do
up
that.
the initial. Do you have when he?
I've not
initially-
gone down the Garth Brooks path with you.
Do you have
guys.
the initial announcement that he's joining Facebook or no? Is that queued up?
I don't have that.
You don't have that. Okay.
Well, in this, I want to see
birthday-
this.
Well,
'cause
this is interesting.
He looks not well here.
Well, this is okay. So
like-
this is he has Inside Studio G, which is like his behind the scenes look for the fans.
Okay.
Where it's a studio and it's access to here's where I work stuff out. Always
His
with a
personal,
smile.
yeah.
Everything's always glorious.
Okay.
I'm always in a good
Yeah.
mood. Everything's great. And
And his
as-
wife is
yes,
Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah, Yearwood.
Trish Yearwood.
She's
So
got an
he's
eating
doing
problem.
this
Go ahead.
thing, and
Uh-oh.
She's overweight.
Oh,
Jesus,
Emotional
As-
eater.
how dare you?
God, as
She's
he's
brutal.
doing
Isn't
this,
she? She's very harsh,
especially on I don't know why
on women.
but as he's doing this segment for his like behind the scenes show,
Yeah.
I think it's like his Facebook channel or something. A door opens.
Uh-oh.
And he's like, just
So he
Just
gets
see
it
how he
like
reacts.
what's the Welsh guy's name that was on the Golden Globe with the heavy accent?
Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian.
Yes.
You notice my name finding as I
Yes.
get older. So
Yes.
Christian Bale, like a Christian Bale moment where he
Well-
screams at the staff. You remember that?
Well, you'll see. You'll see if
okay.
it's a certain.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you'll
let me
see.
just say,
Just-
unfortunately, what I'm seeing, just look at the picture here. Peace and love, peace and love. I don't know Garth Brooks. A little bit of what we call plethora.
Ah,
A little bit of plethora, a little bit of little crozation. A
Oh,
little bit
really?
Of, a little bit of parotid enlargement.
what does that mean?
Maybe some booze.
Maybe.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, so here's this clip. Let's take a look at.
And by the way, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I know. I just
No.
wanted to say,
We
like,
drank
Peace and
last
love,
night.
Peace and
yeah,
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a look at this clip and just.
We should be
see
drinking
if
this morning.
It's a small moment. I just want to get your
Okay,
thought.
Okay.
All right.
It's very subtle. So
I got. Is that supposed to happen?
To me, happy birthday to G.
Do I have to wait?
Do you think he murdered whoever knocked on the door, or no?
He would have it with not a birthday cake.
I got.
yeah.
Look at that. Oh, look at that look.
supposed to-
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Darts.
The,
Is that supposed to happen?
The rage, right? The
Ooh,
quiet,
Tom
seething
did
rage.
Tom did a very good.
Yeah, let me see it.
A very good seething rage.
Is that supposed to happen?
No, it wasn't as good this time. Last time was more real. Do it again.
Is that supposed to happen?
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
But you sense it too, right? Like he's seething.
Blink SOS, Christina, if there's any problem at home. You just blink. I'll be here any time. Every week on Friday. Just blink SOS.
No.
Okay. No, yeah, that's okay. So he's got an aggressive side to him that we didn't know about. Okay.
Oh, for
Let's
sure.
Let's just check. Got it.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So this, but to be fair to him, I mean, he's like a crazy superstar. I
Yes.
mean, you know what I mean? Who knows
Yes.
what he's used to and can't tolerate it. Maybe he's tired. And so I'm willing to just go, maybe that was a moment. Maybe.
I really like that.
Does he
Okay.
smoke cigarettes?
No, but sometimes he'll talk real sexy in some of his voices.
So he does the gutter,
Oh.
the fry. The
The vocal fry. I was going to ask you too. Have you heard of his alter ego, Chris Gaines?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is this?
You don't know about that?
It's the goth
No.
version. So he did this thing for a
What?
while where he put on a different persona called Chris Gaines, where he was kind of goth looking, and he even photoshopped his face to be thinner and gaunt and,
And
more
hair in his
fey and more
face.
sensitive, and
Yeah.
and it wasn't. I don't think his fan base appreciated it as much as they appreciate what
He had
this
a
is.
backstory for it, so that like Chris Gaines' parents died when he was young.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
he's trying to capitalize. He wants to be like a grunge artist.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like-
He
Yeah,
went
it's
for it, and he put
strange.
out an album as this, and then he nearly wiped the internet clean of it after he decided not to do it anymore. It's pretty
Yes.
interesting.
This is
It's
an evil
interesting.
empire. You guys have tapped into something.
love it.
This I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think you found something here.
Yeah.
But does he have a civilization on the backside of the moon the Chinese are going to dig
He
into?
might.
Let's talk to
He's
Tom
he's
from
doing stadiums right
Stadiums.
now for his latest tour. Stadiums.
Oh, he's a huge superstar.
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
It's pretty wild, right?
But and you don't know. We really don't know what that does to people, right?
No.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, I think a big part of what we're picking up on with him and being kind of just weird is that I can't imagine what that level of fame does to you. It just
especially there's sort of a confluence of factors. Is the kind of person that seeks that kind of fame, the kind of person that we as a society elevate to that kind of fame, and then what it does to them. This is a confluence of factors. It's not the fame itself.
Right.
It's that seething rage was already there. I'm just saying, and the intolerance is probably just the overworking and the alcohol, whatever else. Whatever else, I don't know, pills, whatever. You know, I feel like I've got an insult dog behind you. What is the
this is for pup play.
It's not sexual though.
It's not sexual at all.
Have you seen those people that they wear masks and then they pretend to be dogs and smell each other's butts? But it's not sexual. It's just a.
May I
role
see
play.
that, please, Tom? May I, please?
You want to see this?
I want to see that because
I
I've
don't know.
not seen that.
Do we have
I've
any?
seen furries.
Yeah.
I imagine this is sort of a furry part, but when you got to the sniffing
you
each
have a
other's
clip?
butt, Christina, maybe that's your version of the doggy thing.
Oh, we have it?
Do you have a dog mask clip?
Oh, well, on my show.
On your show,
You'll have
yeah.
to tune into my show.
Could you write that down? Dr. Drew will
I
dissect
will
it.
look into this, and maybe we should have a dog butt play every week.
That's
maybe
a great
something like that. Like have a
idea.
theme or.
May I ask you your professional counsel on this as well? The other day, I was experiencing some anxiety on the drive home from dinner with my husband. The baby was sick, and I was
Wasn't when we all went out to dinner.
No,
okay.
This is like really
Felt good.
Like,
after
oh
that.
my God, Drew.
No,
we're stuck with this guy now.
No, I love you guys.
Okay.
And I was like, gosh, I'm experiencing anxiety, and he goes, here, watch this. It's really good. It's really good.
Is that this?
No.
Is this, by the way, does Susan know you're putting out, like, you're doing webcam stuff alone? Isn't this you?
This is me?
Is that not you?
It could be. Let's see.
Well, I'm in the middle of my story.
You would be required to make daddy come.
What?
She
Is that
recorded me.
understood?
I didn't know. I didn't put it out. She
And
did.
it would be done in a way that you want to do, either with your body or a friend of yours that's a girl that you can send a picture and say daddy stroke to her.
What? Yeah.
Perfectly normal, perfectly natural.
Is it?
Perfectly healthy. He reminds me of like a Spider-Man evil villain.
Yeah.
He's like, I wonder what
so
he's like. I would
gross.
love to see him in his real life.
I wouldn't.
You know what I mean? That's the part that I find fascinating.
Yeah.
Like this is such I guarantee you this piece of him is something that he puts way out over here and denies it exists.
Oh,
and
right.
then he goes through his life as a bank president.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then
What is that? Doing that? Compartmentalizing it?
It's trauma.
It's
See,
trauma.
and that this traumatized piece of himself that comes out every once in a while needs attention.
But he's
the
like,
attention's
that's not
always
even- It's detached, though, for
it's
him.
disconnected.
But the trauma is morphed into a sexual fetish.
as it always is.
Oh, is that right?
It's one form or another. I mean, let's put it this way. I'm sorry, guys.
Wow.
It always has a. Let's put it this way. I'm not saying there's a direct relationship between trauma and sexual fetishes. I'm saying that when you're traumatized, naturally it affects important parts of your life, like your sexuality, right?
Yeah.
And so, especially when you have a cut off part of yourself that may be injured and dysfunctional, who knows what's there,
Right.
That is aggressive and angry and whatever. And so it'll act itself out.
Wow.
Hey, good time, man.
It
Good
didn't
time.
seem like the healthiest message to put out, right?
Did this alleviate your anxiety when you saw this?
No, this isn't the video.
Oh,
He
this is what
showed
he
me a trailer for a horror film.
It's
And I just
Jordan
want-
Peele's new movie, Us, that trailer.
Just what do you think of that? Is that like Asperger's where he doesn't
I
read
think-
the social cues?
I think
or-
you ought to document these things because
Sure.
one day there will be a court case.
Okay.
And
What
I think you
the
ought to,
fuck, man?
And child custody will come into question, and so
Nadav,
you're gonna need this
on this episode. Thank
just
you.
keep
I have got a
documenting.
licensed physician here.
so-
Thank you, sir.
Listen.
What? You know what's interesting? The last
I
time
was trying to show her that trailer all day. So I was like, have you seen the trailer? And then at dinner, I was like, have you seen the trailer?
Uh-huh.
And then we were in the car, and I was like, you got to see it. And then when I showed it, she was like, I'm anxious. Oh.
Like Bert Kreischer, and I sounded like
That's what
Bert.
you sounded
Hey,
like.
speaking of which, can I have Bird on my show immediately?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
sort of created Bird. Do you know this?
No.
You don't know this?
What do you mean?
The first time you told
You
them
fed him?
No, I unfortunately didn't do that. But the first time you told the machine story was on Loveline. I made him come back the next night and tell it again.
Really?
Wow.
And he said I should go out and tell this story in public, and that was his career began.
Wow.
You ask him if that's not the case.
Well,
That's true.
And
we'll bring him on.
And I love him in the certain kind of way. And I went to his podcast too. I should go over and do his and promote all this stuff.
Fantastic. That'd
Maybe
be
we
great.
should all go over there and do it or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He came
And-
over last night and he drank a lot.
He drinks.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was neat because most
Was
people
it October?
I have scotch or bourbon,
Yeah.
and I put it in a nice. There's like nice glasses
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And usually it's like halfway kind of pours how it's served. He would do a pour and do it to the rim of the glass.
Oh my God.
Of the nice bourbon glass.
That is rough.
I was like, what are you doing?
That is rough.
He's like, what?
I don't drink. I don't drink. That's what we do.
No.
Oh, okay. So I'm not a chick.
Oh, but let me ask you this then, Dr. Drew.
Yes.
There's the man that puts the call out for somebody to be his baby sexually.
That guy.
This is a daddy thing. Yeah. And then what's the woman like who's answering the call?
It is also somebody injured who wants to exploit and make money from injured men. It's a prostitute. It's going to be somebody.
Brilliant.
It's somebody who's also compartmentalized, but is able to tolerate it to a certain point. And fuck it, I'll just be
Interesting. And what about women who make fart videos? What's the deal?
Well,
Do you think I could do that? And what's
You'd be the cake fart type, I think, right? She was sitting on the cakes farting, right?
I'm just saying.
I know her, right, Tom? I got it.
Definitely
I got
know
it.
her.
Yeah, I got it.
Is it really that wrong?
She always sees, sometimes we've played Dom videos.
Yeah.
And like there's this one where there's some guys who actually like getting kicked in the balls.
Yes.
And punched in the balls.
Yes,
It's really
a thing.
hard to
it's
watch.
a thing, yeah. Oh my God, have you seen Killing Eve yet?
Killing Eve?
Oh, it's so good.
What's that?
You got to. Oh, you'll go insane for
Okay,
this.
writing it down.
Killing Eve. Watch.
No.
It's like a 9-part series.
But-
It's what Sandra Oh won the Golden Globe for the other night.
Oh, right.
really?
Yeah, and it's
Is she Eve?
They're actually in a weird way two Eves, but she's one of the Eves, and and I can't explain it without you seeing it. But there's a scene where a guy gets his balls clamped and likes it.
I don't know.
I mean, we've watched these for a laugh, and it's really crazy and sometimes
I got to tell you, there's a lot of stuff that I just don't fully get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like
I don't know how you physically can get by
or
with the
get
ball
pleasure.
kicking.
Yeah, me too. I don't
But
quite get it.
Every time we've watched these things, she goes, "I could do that. I could do that. That would be fun to do that."
Well,
I don't
And
say
she
fun.
Expresses.
Show me one. I want to see a reaction. Let's see it in real time.
No.
Can you
We
show
have
me
one-
one?
we don't have
Oh,
one set up.
We don't have the internet.
Listen, clearly, I have to come back.
You have
Yeah,
to come
well,
back.
that's another thing for him.
Yeah.
No, here's what I'm saying. In
And we're
2008
having too much fun because we're actually running out of time.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And so, but
Yeah.
there's like I will be back. I'll be back, and
yeah.
come watch my show here on this platform. So
Absolutely.
and
Cunt. Oh shit, my cunt, my cunt, my cunt. Ah.
We didn't even mention there's a fart mic here
Yeah.
too. If you want
there's
to
our
fart.
fart mic. If you have a fart,
I love it. Did she say my cunt?
yes,
Yes.
many times.
Yes.
By the way, we had new hats made. I don't know if you like these. Or not.
Oh, I'm not sure if HLN will let you have that.
Oh,
How'd you
that's
get
right.
those, my wife?
How did we get those? Was that
Somebody was
Mel?
working on the lights, I think, right? And
Oh,
he
somebody
came
we
in.
know?
He goes,
What
I
was that?
worked on Drew's
Yeah.
show.
It was Mel.
Yeah, the lighting
He had
designer
them.
worked on a
That's
show of
fantastic.
yours, Drew.
Yeah, and he brought these in. So, anyways, would you like one or?
No, it's okay. I want to give them to the fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're selling them for like
I do
40
like your
bucks,
guys'
so-
swag though. I wear the Just Glass thing all the time.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
You know, the last stand-up I saw you did, you spoke differently about your dad than I've ever heard you talk about.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he usually, I don't know, it was funny. Because I have Christina's idealized view of your dad.
Love him.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Winner.
And you were a little bit more realistic, let's say.
Probably. That's probably the closer to
funnier,
the truth.
funnier.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested in that too. As time goes on, we'll dig into that a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
too.
I'd love to.
But whenever you say hear me use the word wonderment, it's that. I wonder, or I'm thinking, or whatever. Whenever I
My
see
shrink does that
contemplative.
to me.
Right.
And that's how I know because I've heard you say
Right,
it.
but even when you know it, it still works.
Yeah, I
It
know.
still works. It works no matter what.
I know.
It's one of those things.
Or she goes, I have a fantasy that, and I'm like, God damn it. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And then she's great. She
Yeah.
gets it every time. So
How long have you been in therapy?
10 years.
I did 11 years, and I contemplate going back for psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
I love to do that.
I'll tell you, anyway, I've got a great lady.
God, I'd like
An
to
analyst
Save
or
my life.
an analyst or a
Psychoanalysis, yes.
Oh, you're doing analysis.
But I have to commit to like 4 or 5.
3 times a week and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, and
I'm only at 2.
I would want to sit on one of your sessions to
Yeah.
see you get
they're really
analyzed.
literally. I wrote my therapist a note years later. I went, "How the fuck did you tolerate that boring bullshit for all those years?"
That's what you think,
Really,
though.
no. Nothing. Like
Come
me,
on.
no.
You think they get bored? I'm sure they get bored.
Not only did she get bored, I mean, no, because she was very attuned, and she was busy attuning to me, and that's what I needed. And I'm still like, how did you tolerate all that drivel and nonsense for all those years? Just like, thank you for just sitting through that, because there
Yes.
really wasn't anything to complain about. I have a good
You
life.
don't think so? No, but
Well,
you're
my
talking about
parents
trauma.
were-
Did
yeah,
you
my
resolve
parents were
your?
shitty, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
plenty to complain about.
Yeah, so I did it for 10 years. Yes, I managed
Yeah,
to live.
but that's how long it takes to get into the.
I know, and I had sort of trauma light compared to what some people experience. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but
Everybody
don't,
says
don't
that.
minimize your trauma.
thank you,
Dr.
Tom.
Drew.
Thank you.
It's valid.
But we celebrate trauma on this show.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Is there more video for me? Is there one more?
I don't know. Come Daddy, was that it?
Well, we wanted to be cognizant of your time.
Yeah.
yes,
that's what
yes.
we-
And I'm
we-
really
we
kind of
said.
running out and stuff.
Yes.
But I'll come back to do. We have 2 on the books now. We got to
Yeah.
do already.
Yeah, there's a couple
And-
things we definitely have to show him when he comes back.
And we got to get
Oh,
deep
yeah.
into the dog thing because I think I'm gonna. Well, the
And-
smelling
oh.
of the part I understand is the smelling of the butt.
Well,
part.
and
That's
he
the part
talks about creating your own smell to like smell
Oh
your
Jesus!
balls.
Stop! I'll get to see this.
Yeah,
But Tom,
it's
what?
so gross.
There's something.
He goes, "When your finger on the crack of your ass."
Yeah, he does.
And smell it.
It's
Oh,
okay.
that is
It's only smells. It's okay. It's only smells.
That's different. That's a guy.
Oh,
What's he
God.
saying?
That
It's
guy said it's
Rocco.
only smells.
Rocco Siffredi.
It's only smells. It's okay. It's only smells.
He's having anal sex with a woman, and he pulls out, and there's some shit on his dick.
Aw.
And then she's like, "I don't want to do it anymore." He goes, "It's only smells. It's okay. It's only smells." So
Don't-
to get her
don't
to
tell
keep
poor
doing it, you
doctor.
know.
That just no. I don't listen. It just speaks volumes about men.
Yeah.
Then his kneecaps could be bleeding out, and falling out. He'd be like, it's just a little bleeding with
Yeah.
flesh wound. No big
Yeah.
deal. Keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
and
Yeah.
they do keep going. That's the amazing thing. He really.
What is
channeled
it? To me, the more amazing part is not him, but the woman that
Yeah.
keeps going.
Well, and I'm
Like,
telling
what
you,
the hell?
we also have clips of delusional men who are like missing teeth and clearly
What?
disheveled, and they're like, "I want a virgin. I want a woman who's 120 pounds. Only the best for me." And you're like, "What is wrong?"
Can
Well-
you play? Can you play from real quick? Just use like a minute. Just today's opening clip. Just the first, like, just to get him like. Just, I want,
Sauced up properly.
well, just to see like what would you think is going on with this guy?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
Whenever you open with that, Tom, I get a shudder down my spine. What's going on with this guy?
yeah, I just want to see.
What do you think?
What's going on? You know?
Anyway, yeah.
Go ahead.
For all y'all beautiful women. You feel me? Just let me eat you one time. Just let me eat you one time. And I guarantee you're gonna ask me to stay to your house. You're gonna sleep for 3 days, my baby.
And he goes on.
I love him.
He's pretty great, right?
He's fantastic.
He offers-
love him?
I'm in love with
He
him.
offers to cook and clean.
Yes. Oh my God.
He just says, "Just take a bath when you get home."
If I
you
were a
know?
woman, he'd be my. I definitely could bring him. He's my husband.
Yeah.
How could you not be just overtaken by that?
He's
And somehow, somewhere,
really put together.
somebody actually went for that.
Yes.
That's why he's
Who?
able to do that. I would like to know who.
It's working.
Probably a mirror image, I'm expecting. You know what I'm just saying? I bet we can find her in your video pile, too.
Yes.
But now, I'm really wondering what's going on. Is he on the streets? Do we know?
It looks like
looks kind of like that, right?
Yeah, it's a yard somewhere.
It's astonishing to me. There's this world of schizoid, schizoaffective, schizophrenia, that sort of zone.
Yeah.
The things they can believe about themselves and their place in the world is always just
Delusion.
it's delusional, and it may be subtly delusional. Like you can call this subtle if you want.
Yeah.
I'd call that kind of subtle. And it's to me that's just it's one of the I have zones where I can't process. This is one of those zones.
Sure. You can't relate.
I can't relate because I have
Sure.
low self-esteem and I feel small and not important and stuff. And to have somebody go, "Hey man, let's go.
I'm the best."
I should be the president
And
of
the
your company."
truth is, you could probably eat somebody real well, but you're just
Yeah.
not putting out videos like that.
And maybe he'd have to build up to that point where he could actually engage in
Wait.
said behavior.
And one more
Call me
question.
crazy, Tom. Call me fucking crazy. This is going to be bad for my soul. This is going to be bad for my soul. I know it.
That's why it's the best.
I'm
It's
having
gonna be
this
great.
horrible thought, oh, what have I done?
It's gonna be great. Why? But why do they
Her
not have
glee in
teeth?
this is why I know I've got a problem. Why they not have teeth? It's
Yeah.
always part of it, isn't it?
It is. That's listen. Where's a checklist on these videos? There's poor lighting,
And it's
poor topic. The teeth are missing.
Yeah, it's in
what
it.
The fuck?
Usually you go, oh, there must be meth or something else.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily drug addiction. It's in that schizophreniform, schizoaffective. And some of these people can be in kind of in the world. They just aren't really in the workplace.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they may be dependent on somebody, and they may kind of look sometimes semi-normal. And these days they get caps and things, and so you if they have like a family that's taking care of you, you miss the teeth part. But the teeth is a clue.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
How fascinating.
Because part of not being in the reality.
Right.
Right? That this is all a mess, and oh well. Anyway, let's go eat this chick.
Right. That's fantastic.
Had enough?
We will we'll
love
go
it.
on that. Dr. Drew.
I hope your fans are happy. This is a
Oh,
That's fantastic.
this is amazing.
And you're going to be here a
I'm
lot.
going down. I'm going with them. I'm going. And if I need to stop now, please go to drdrew.com and give me your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But as now, I'm going with them.
And where else
And
can
by the
people
way,
find
this
you?
pod, you can get at drdrew.com. Everything will be at drdrew.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything.
And your
So-
Instagram, what is it?
Dr. Drew Pinsky. And I'll do some Instagram lives and stuff. And maybe we'll do Instagram live like maybe routinely starting these shows or
Sure.
something.
There you
something
go.
like that.
Yeah.
Get people-
I just want to say that the new show he'll be doing will be available on this YouTube channel on Fridays. And it'll also be available to download if you want to listen to it. It'll be Dr. Drew
After Dark.
After Dark.
All right.
DDA.
I can't even fucking spell it.
DDAD. Dad. It's going to be the dad podcast.
Dad.
We'll be back to talking about farts and dicks after this quick break.
So, real quick, I know, thank you for sticking around an extra minute.
Yep.
We were about to just jump off.
Yep. But
but
we couldn't resist.
One of our producers and a great comic and friend, Josh Potter, we were talking about this the other day. Josh, go ahead and tell what happened.
Well, so Dr. Drew, I just want to preface this by saying my first job in radio was board opping Loveline.
Really?
When I was 19, back years ago.
What studio? We've had many.
I worked for 103.3 The Edge in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay. So you were one of our affiliates.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was just
okay.
board opping.
Okay.
Not your. It was a satellite feed.
Got it. Yes,
It had
yes.
nothing to do. So I listened to the show often, and I decided I needed help with something, so I'd call in.
Uh-oh.
And I called in and told my problem. And then you said, "Oh boy, another delayed ejaculation call," and then you hung up on me. And as a person
I
who does
doubt
radio,
that's what happened.
It was Corolla. He's the one.
No,
Probably.
as a person who does radio, I understand why you did what you did. The show needed to move, and you needed.
But I wasn't in control of the phones, so it
Oh,
wasn't
no,
me.
I'm sure. No, I think a producer maybe hung up on me.
I
or
think
something,
Corolla, but go ahead.
Okay, yes, no. So I never got the answer.
All right, here we go.
And also, it's still
Well,
an issue.
yes,
Go.
yes, of
And go.
course. Well, no. So I mean, it is still an issue,
And the
I have
problem
not.
is?
I've not read. It is the fact that I can stay.
You have delay.
I can maintain.
Yeah.
I
You
just
have delay.
cannot go over the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, What's that all about?
So I think of it more of a biological thing. That people want to make it a psychological thing that you're not willing to be open and free and to give of yourself to the
His
person.
kindergarten teacher beat him mercilessly.
Okay, well, there's that. So, by the way, strangely, that's what happened to me. My kindergarten
Really?
teacher grabbed me and shook me to my. I almost had
Seriously?
shaken baby syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a kid have that done to him in my kindergarten.
Yeah.
That's
Well, maybe we were in the same kindergarten.
Pinecrest.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry, back
We're
to
a sicko.
Josh's dick. You
Yes.
were saying,
Yeah. So, are you ever able to?
I have twice.
Okay. So what?
I can when with myself, of course.
Yeah.
Right. So what unfortunately he has to do is bring himself right to the point as he knows how to do, and then include his partner in the behavior.
But is that all in his head then?
I really think it's very hard to treat, and I think one of the reasons it's very hard to treat is because it is so biological. It's just I understand it. Guys that tend to be more on the premature side, it seems incomprehensible, but that's because that biology is so very, very different. And there is no, I mean, people talk about treatments and things. I've never seen anything that's really very effective other than you got to work. You have to have a steady partner. You have to work with him or her regularly on this. and they have to be sort of willing to kind of go along with it.
So a
And-
big
and
thing
you-
would be like a regular partner would
Yes,
probably.
yes.
I just need someone who can push the right buttons.
No, it's actually not that. It's somebody who's willing to watch you or listen to you or have you do what you need to do and then and get themselves involved in that in various ways.
We got to start with a
You
coffee
understand?
date first.
I think the video we learned earlier on the show, send a video.
Yeah.
Maybe with a full-on how-to, and they are into that.
Now, do you have like really kinky little secret things that you do to get yourself off?
Me?
Or- yeah.
No, not at all. I'm
It's
pretty
standard?
mundane. I think
Really?
I'm very mundane.
And
whatever it is, you got to bring that to the.
But basically, all sex though just ends without you finishing.
Yeah, and some girls love it.
All right. It can be very effective, right?
Yeah.
But all I hear is every time Tom asks a question about this, I keep thinking, I'm fast. How's this work? I'm fast.
I'm super fast.
I understand. I saw that in every question you asked.
We have 2 small children.
Yeah. I mean, without kids, I'm still just like that. But
Not
I
so
mean,
unusual.
I'm just amazed though. I'm just amazed. I'm saying like I want if we can get anything out of this show, it's just for Josh to come. So is it
possible?
Yeah.
You'll have to keep tuning in.
Really?
This will be an ongoing saga.
Okay.
Will you help him out?
Will you help
do
Josh
a
ejaculate?
session?
Nope.
No, I don't mean with your
But-
hand. But will you talk to him?
I'll talk to him.
Can we?
I
will you
just
talk-
did.
But will you talk through it more?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
I want Josh.
Okay. You want
to
Josh to
finally
be
be that guy.
Thank you, Dr. Drew.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
I can't wait. Someday.
Great.
That'll be you one day,
Yeah,
buddy.
baby. Can't wait.
All right. Thanks.
All right, guys.
P.
Thanks.
Bye.
And we're back. We have switched out guests. We
Yeah.
tossed one into the trash.
Oh my
And
God.
we picked up another one. This guest is a longtime friend who I would venture to say is even
like a son to me, man.
is like a son to me.
On deck.
So silly.
One of my good buddies, one of your good buddies, a great
Yes.
comedian, a great podcaster, Ryan, a.k.a. Sickle Cell Sickler,
Yes.
everybody.
Hey,
Thank you.
welcome.
Look, I'm very excited to be here at day one
Yeah.
of your mom's house studio.
Yes.
It's Studio Jeans is what
Studio.
we're...
Is Studio Jeans
Inside Studio Jeans.
Oh, I'm inside Studio Jeans at your mom's house.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I just got to learn the lingo, guys.
Yeah, you just gotta
all.
learn the
All right,
lingo, man.
Studio Jeans at your mom's house.
Yeah, you were asking about my pup play mask.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was asking about that mask. You clarified that it was a pup play mask.
Yeah,
that
it's
could have been a
nothing
Halloween
sexual.
mask.
Nothing
no,
sexual.
It doesn't look
No.
sexual. No, it's the
It's
eyes
just-
do. The eyes
it's
are
just
scaring the
it's
fuck.
me
Intensity.
and a couple of friends of guys. They're nice guys, and we just hang out. And we
How
put,
many of these
We
guys?
put like 7 guys. We get in cages. We put tails in, and then a guy basically trains us. You know, to be
An
to
outside,
behave.
one inside, a dominant one in, or you got an outside?
There's
you got
an
like a Siegfried
outside
Royd outside.
owner outside the cage, and he commands us.
Owner.
Yeah, he's our
an
owner. Yeah.
But it's not sexual. Again, it's really just a way for
No.
guys to hang out, get to know each other, and
Just
talk.
chill dudes that want to just relax.
Yeah.
It feels
basically.
like it. Yeah, I got a Rockwilder mask at home. I'd love to come play with you guys.
Yeah,
sometime.
yeah.
A Rockwilder. That's my favorite.
Rockwilder and
Rockwilder.
people in Maryland. I used to hear these dudes always call a German Shepherd. I heard a guy one time called a Gerberman Shepherd. I was like, you got Doberman and German Shepherd all wrapped up wrong, brother.
You
Is
know,
that a German Shepherd?
You know, you have such a unique accent. I
It's-
know it's like Mississippi or something like that, but since
Mississippi.
we were going over because Christina doesn't know how to say certain things.
Yeah.
Could you tell me?
I saw that.
You did see that? How do you say that word? The mini word, the full version.
Miniature.
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 Minna.
Not miniature.
It's miniature.
It's not.
Come
and I'll tell you
on.
what.
It's mini. The Queen's English says miniature. Miniature.
There's no queen over here. Number one.
That's what's up.
In Gene's
Wow.
studio, there is. Is that say it right?
It's
Studio Gene.
Studio Jeans.
I'm gonna get that right, Queen. Here's a true test.
Go ahead.
How do you say the wax that you color with?
A crayon.
Okay. Versus what else is the other option?
Crayon. No.
Or crown.
Crown.
No.
yeah.
I've
Crown.
never heard
You have a
that.
crown?
I've never heard
The
that.
Queen's English wears a crown, but I don't
Cra-
fucking color with no crowns.
I've never heard
You've
that.
never heard crown?
That's really from
Crown.
deep
There's
in your
3.
neck, right?
Crayon. I did get crown a lot from kids in school. Like, hey, Ryan, do you have any crowns? And I'm like, mm-mm. Like,
You
you got
knew it was a
64 of
crayon.
them right there. I'm like, none of these are crowns.
Now, also,
Crayon.
there's a word that I've been saying incorrectly that I just figured out. It's dissociation. not disassociation. I've been saying it incorrectly for my entire life. I
How
just
about
found out.
I'll be honest, I don't even use that word.
COMBATITI, you know?
Huh?
Combative.
Oh, combative. I was saying combative
Instead of combative.
for like
All
40
right.
years.
You're
40
making.
years.
You're gonna make me confess something.
Oh,
There's a
yes.
word where I add that extra I, and it's what the fuck is it? I can't say. Oh, I got to think of it. It'll come to me. There's one where I add an I too, and I'm like, there's not. That's not there.
Fuck. Yeah, we wrote down some other
Every
ones.
kiss
Combative.
begins with K's.
K's, plural.
People throw the S on the
Oh,
end.
do we
On
have
the
the
end
words?
of
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Nordstrom's too. People
Okay.
always throw a Nordstrom's.
How do you pronounce this word, Ryan? STATUS.
Status,
Status?
not status.
Yeah, I say status.
Yeah.
Status.
But some people do say status.
Status.
What about
It's their
DA?
fault.
What about DATA?
Data. I say data on that.
I say data.
Do you?
I'm a data. What do you say?
I think I go more data. Data. Yeah.
Data.
What about
data.
that school in Indiana where also the, NOTRE, where Garth just played a concert?
You mean Notre Dame?
Yeah. You said it right.
I didn't
That's how
say
the
it right. It's Notre Dame.
Notre
Goddamn
Dame.
it!
But that's interesting. It should be Notre Dame. He's right.
Yeah, I mean.
But in America, it's Notre Dame.
It's Notre Dame.
I say Notre Dame.
I say
always.
Notre Dame.
Especially if I'm hanging out with like college football buddies.
You get that
Like,
French
you guys wanna watch
phlegm in
this
there.
Notre Dame game? Yeah. They love it. They love it. Fans here are really into that.
I'll bet.
Yeah, that's a
So stupid.
hardcore
So
college
dumb.
football fans love.
What are you guys wearing in your ears right now that aren't
so
the headphones
cold.
I have on my head that they're sitting
Yours
on
are
next to
Gucci
you?
as fuck, but these are
nice.
these are inner ear ones. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put on my winter jacket because it's so cold in here.
It's studio cold in here. It feels
No
good.
shit.
You're alert though.
I'm wide. I'm on point. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Have you ever had this, Ryan, where you're talking to somebody, you're having a normal conversation, and you ask them like a basic question, like, where are you from? And then they have to close their eyes and they're talking to you like this, like, ask me where I'm from.
Christina, where are you from?
Well, I was born in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and then I moved to LA when I was 5. You ever had someone do that shit to you?
That was 5 seconds where if I
Yeah.
see that, my ass is gone. When you open them up, you're like, where the fuck that guy go? You ever see that? That's your window to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that a lot
I have
too.
seen that, like,
when you engage someone out of kind of kindness and humanity, like a toll booth guy or the guy in the lobby, and you're like, "How's it going, man?" He's like, "Funny that you asked." And he's like, "Yes, you're the first guy that asked me that shit
Ever.
today, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
right
all of
today.
it." What do you want to start with, childhood? And you're like, "What the fuck, man?"
Here's my book. Open up to the chapter 1 right there. We'll start there. I'm gonna put it on tape.
Damn it!
It's like your drivers that you keep texting me about. They love to tell you way too much shit.
Those drive the same guy.
That's
the
nuts.
same guy.
Maybe that's not that crazy if it's the same company, but still.
But the same
odds.
guy in different. The first time he picks me up, he picks me up and he goes, "Terminal 6 today, sir?" And I go, "Yeah, it's a nice guy. He's wearing a suit, big, SUV, like a Suburban." And I start emailing, and then I make a phone call. And when I finally hang up and I look up, I realize we're pretty close to the airport. So I go, "Oh, we're making pretty good time." He goes, "'Cause I fucking drive, man." And I was like, "What?"
Shut up.
He goes, "Oh, you see this hands on 10 and 2 kind of shit. I don't fuck around. I fucking drive, man."
Okay.
And I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "You see a lot of stupid shit out there. I mean, all the professionalism just gone."
Yeah.
He goes, "You see a lot of stupid shit. A lot of times you wonder, why is this stupid shit happening? And you pull up, it's because there's a stupid motherfucker in the car." And I was like, "Yeah,
True.
that is true. You can just drop me out here if you want."
I'll walk,
I feel like he's
I'll walk. It's
he's
20
like
minutes.
ramping up.
Yeah.
And then, so I text both you guys about that guy. 2 weeks go by. I walk out with my bag, go to the airport. This time I see a sedan, a nice car. And, I hand my bag and I'm like, this is the guy, I think, I don't say anything. He's like, "How you doing?" Put the bag in the car, in the trunk. And I get in the back and he closes the door. I go, "This is a nice ride." And he turns, he goes, "I call this the pussy car."
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God.
The driver. Professional.
Immediately.
The pussy car.
The pussy car.
Can I sit up front?
And then he starts turning around. He goes, "Oh, everybody likes this. You know, everybody wave at me and shit." And I was like, "Okay, I mean, it's like a nice car.
Is it something like?
It's a nice sedan, like a Mercedes or
Nothing bigger, more than that though. No,
Yeah, no.
nothing flashy. Draw like pussy wagon on the
No.
back of fucking Quentin Tarantino.
Not
Which
at
that
all.
guy was a rapist, by the way.
yeah, yeah.
It's not sexy.
He fucking turns the car around. We're going to the stop sign that is 40 yards from our house. He goes, "I'm fucking a couple older bitches right now."
Are you serious?
I swear to God. And I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I got a theory." I go, "What is?" He goes, "Women in their 60s, it's like their pussy comes back to life." And I go, "All right." And he's like, "Yeah, man, they just want to fuck. And I go, "Cool." He goes, "The body's sometimes tight, but they can't hide that face, man. All fucking wrinkled. I just don't look them in the eye." And I go, "Okay."
This is your driver.
This is my driver.
How about you
And
look
then-
straight ahead, motherfucker?
yeah.
Put that sifty strategy to work.
He starts, he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I got this other bitch. She's a tease though, you know. She'll play with my dick and fuck around, smoke something, drink something. But then I'm trying to fuck her. She has to go home." I told her, I said, I don't got no time for that shit. Because when this dick is
Not
hard,
the pussy
it's
wagon,
ready.
right?
It's ready to go, man.
It's ready to go.
Jesus.
And then it's like
And how would you say he is? Probably in his 60s too.
late 50s.
Oh,
So
late
he's like
50s.
talking
He
about
likes the
old
older
bitches.
Oh, they're old.
He's
Yeah,
2 years older than me. So we're in the car.
This
and
bitch
we're-
is a senior citizen. How old are you? 60.
We're like quiet for a minute, and I'm like, all right, just kind of like having one of those moments. He told me this crazy story, and I'm just quiet, and he goes, "Hey man, you ever notice when you don't come, how that'll fuck with a bitch's mind?"
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, "No, I don't have that problem."
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I don't-
99% fucking
pretty good at that.
score rate on that.
Yeah, but
But that's the
That's his
conversation.
conversation starter.
Like
with me.
freeway chat.
Yeah.
And then we pulled. He's like, "Have a nice flight." Drops me
That's
off.
so crazy, Tommy.
I know.
What did you say to all that when he's like?
I was just
"Never"?
laughing and like, or I would.
Did you record any of it?
No, I thought about it. Then I felt,
Just audio.
I know. I wanted some audio. I'm sure I'm going to get him again. I'm sure they're going to. If the guys come twice, it's like it feels like
He came twice last night. On some
Yeah,
old bitch.
awesome. Old bitches, man.
I don't know if you're gonna get him again because he might get fired.
Yeah. He told me.
He
goes,
sounds like he's
he goes,
hop
he's
job
like,
to
"I don't even
job."
like this shit." He told me that, and I was like, "That's cool."
I'd have been
The
like
guy,
driving.
the guy that's got your life in his hands behind the wheel.
Jesus, right.
I don't even give a fuck right now.
I don't like this shit. I
That's
like
what we
to
were
fuck,
joking about
man.
because
Right.
he said when he's like, that fuck all that 10 and 2 shit, all these airbags and shit, man. I didn't have any of that when I was a kid. Let's see what this thing's ready to do. It's right into a semi. Like, it's all right, man.
Man, he's a wild dude.
Right, he's telling you he's terminal
I'm a
cancer and
photographer.
shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not denying anyway.
I'm a photographer by trade.
By trade.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You want your
What a
picture taken, man?
psycho.
You want your picture?
But you have a knack for psycho drivers. Remember the guy that used to pick us up when we lived in Koreatown?
Yes.
And he liked to smoke crack?
I talked about that dude in a special.
How did
I
you
know.
find out
I
a
forgot that
driver
I
like
did.
to smoke? They're usually
would
actually
tell
pretty.
us.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're pretty open.
This
people when they're
dude,
drug addicts.
he ran. I mean, this is when
He was old as fuck, too.
This was like the best option for us at the time for an airport ride because
a
couldn't have-
crackhead.
Yeah.
Y'all,
He was
y'all
cheap.
come a long
Yeah,
way
yeah.
to Studio Jeans. So what is that? I
he
get it
had,
right?
he had like a car service.
He did.
From crack drivers.
I know.
Yeah.
So
to
right here,
studios.
guys.
Studio
I'm
Jeans.
proud of you guys. Studio G.
But if you need to get to the airport and like these are flights for like our middle weeks and starting to do.
Yeah,
like,
we had
some-
no money.
So for a long time he was reliable because I'd be like, I have a flight at 8 a.m.
Henry.
I need to get picked up.
Henry says
That's
me.
right.
Yeah.
And I need to get picked up at
Yeah.
like 6:30 or whatever, and he would be
He's
like,
like,
"I'll be there."
I'll be up. Don't worry.
yeah,
I'll
I'll
still
be
be
up.
up.
No, he said that. Do you know
Yeah.
why, though? Because he had already been up partying. And he
Right.
was up in the neighborhood because that's where he bought crack from.
So that neighborhood's really Latino, and he.
Can I say the name of the street that I remember?
Yeah.
Carondelet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
That name has stuck with me for some. It's such a weird
You always
name.
said it. You'd be like, Caranda.
Carondelet. It's
Yeah.
actually, I think you could name someone that.
Yeah, no, you could. Maybe like a
Introduce my girlfriend, Carondelet.
sounds like a first team All ACC safety or something. That's Carondelet Watkins right there, man.
Carondelet.
He can play corner.
Let him come
He likes to
over,
go over the
Carondelet.
top. So this
Carondelet.
dude, one of the first times he drove me, he's like, I like these girls. And we pulled up, and they were like young, Latin girls.
Oh, he's creeping up next to him.
Well, because we're pulling the stop sign. He goes, I like these. He goes, I love the little brown ones, man. I was like, okay. And he was in his 60s.
Yes.
You know, he's like, oh, I like these little brown ones, man. And we were like, okay. And then, one time he's like, you want to hit? Like, as
what?
Weed. But like, he's still driving me.
First, I thought you were going to say crack.
No, because he would smoke pot and drive us to
Yeah.
the airport. He'd get high as he was driving us.
Running a car service.
Right. And never asked once if you're okay with that
No.
or the
I think
smoke
to
or
me,
anything.
he was like, he's like, are you cool or what? You know? And I was like, yeah.
You going to be a pussy about this shit or what, man?
Yeah. And then he did, and then he's like, this shit, you know. The conversation,
so crazy.
it evolved from like him talking about weed. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with weed. And he was like, what I really miss is the fucking hardcore stuff. And talking about smoking crack, I was like, really? Like, you do that? He's like, I mean, every once in a while. I don't do it all the time. So I was like, oh, you still? He's like, I dabble, you know, when it's time to like have some fun. You know, I like to just freak myself out. Remember he told me that. I like to get real high, just freak out, look through the peephole, just fucking lose my mind.
Likes
yes.
that? Who enjoys
I
that?
know. Because I remember, we were like, what do you like about, I said, because I remember, like, what do you like about smoking crack? What do you enjoy? And he said, I get real paranoid and freaked out, and I like to look out the peephole a lot and see who's coming. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
Until this moment, I've never even considered the fact of just the sheer volume of humans on this planet at any given point, the billions of people. A percentage of them probably do like to be scared and freaked the fuck out. It makes sense. Maybe that's what the crack addicts are. That percentage of people that
I know
really
you have a high tolerance
enjoy that
for weed.
Anxiety.
Yeah, but also I have a high tolerance for weed. But also I'm a weed smoker. I would smoke my weed a good, probably 2 minutes after I dropped y'all off. I wouldn't be smoking weed driving lives.
No. What I'm saying is this though. Do you ever does the experience exist for you where you've gotten too high and you're a little paranoid?
Yeah.
So one of my friends is a daily smoker. You know people who have like contraptions, like you put this volcano thing in here. And
Get my kiln fired up. Wait till y'all hit this motherfucker.
And there's like buttons and shovels and all kinds. You're like, what are you doing? It's always the newest way to get so high. And then the weed is never just weed. It's like there's crystals, and they sent this to the moon, and they brought it back, and it's got all types of shit. And then, it was in the rainforest, and you're like, all right, man. And it's like you smell it, you're like, this unbelievable, looks crazy. So this dude, I smoke a little bit, and I go, yeah, man, I'm way too high. I'm kind of freaked out. He's like, yeah, me too. And I go, don't you smoke every day? He's like, I do this every day. I get to that like paranoid, freaked out part, and I go, what? Don't you hate it? He goes, yeah, but then I like going back there too, So like I hate it while I'm this freaked out, and then I go back and I do it again. So he likes to live in that anxious state.
But can I tell you something? I get it now. Now that I think of it, because I'm just thinking about what you're saying. Like, you ever like done too much acid, and you're like, oh, I gotta hold it together.
I never did
just
acid.
gotta. Okay, but whenever you do too many drugs, you have to hold it together, and you're just trying to hold it together, and it's like all your focus is in holding it together. And there's something freeing about that. It's like when people rock climb or do something dangerous, right? You're so present because you're just trying to hold your shit together. You're in survival. And when you're in survival, you're not thinking about bills, your divorce.
It's a good point.
The children you're ignoring or
You
whatever.
said two
the fuck.
smart things today. It's crazy.
Do I get a star?
Yeah.
You have a
You know what?
chart.
I'm gonna get you a new hat. Yeah.
The hat comic right here.
Yeah,
It's got loads of
Oh shit.
I gotta put on my, what are these toboggans? Is that what people call them?
beanies.
Beanies.
Yeah. She's really cold.
You look good in a beanie, Christina.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me try it out. I gotta get a YMH one.
I was gonna say, do you guys sell those? Because you should.
Of course.
Oh wait, you'll
The
love it. We gotta
YMH
show
one?
you. I gotta show you this. So this was
Is this where I'm watching? Over
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So there's these twins were on in Australia on Australian TV.
I'm a twin. I should know.
Yeah, so
perfect for me.
check this out.
right.
They're mixed race twins.
I always forget that.
But
I'm not sure these are twins.
listen to.
I've read science.
You gotta listen to the
I've read science.
the anchor. Like, just clearly listen to what they say. Go ahead.
One of the sisters is obviously black, the other is white.
The Alma twins come from a mixed-race family in the UK. Maria has taken after her half-Jamaican mum with dark skin and brown eyes and curly dark hair. But Lucy got her dad's fair skin, good on her, along with straight red hair and blue eyes.
Look at the guy. Did you
He
see the
snapped
guy?
his head the way Mike Myers snapped his head when Kanye said George Bush doesn't care about black people. He was like, wait a second, this is live right now. I'm stuck with that.
Good on
Look
you.
at
He snapped his head.
She
His glass is
basically-
almost shot off. Look at it.
She said, "You're white. Congratulations." to the one
Good
girl.
on you, girl.
Good on you. You got the white stuff.
You got the good stuff. By the way, I'm very
Jesus.
observant. I watched down here that it went from 24 degrees to 25 degrees. It's
Oh.
almost the same temperature in this goddamn studio right now, Christina.
I know.
Wait, let's hear it
Okay,
again.
Yeah, I
Can we
wanna
hear
see
it
this
again?
again.
And is there? Please tell me somebody reacted out of that.
What's that?
One of these girls
I don't
say
know.
anything
I don't
about
know.
it?
No.
Wow.
That's terrible.
They're like, we hear
One
it all
of
the
the
time.
sisters is
Twins
obviously
turning
black,
heads. This
the other
dude
is
turns
white.
his motherfucking
Oh, he
head.
does. He does.
It should be co-host turns head.
The Alma twins come from a mixed-race family
just
in the
look at
UK.
the guy.
Maria has taken after her half-Jamaican mum with dark skin and brown eyes and curly dark hair. But Lucy got her dad's fair skin, good on her, along with straight red hair and blue
Unbelievable.
eyes.
And she says dark skin. She goes down in
Yeah.
tone when
Yeah.
she says that. But she
She
got her
didn't,
dad's
but the other
fair
girl
skin. Good
lucked
on you.
out. Yeah. Now what?
Jesus.
Oh, I like your. Do your
Christ.
Australian. Is this Australian? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah. Do your Australian accent again. That was really good. Ryan, go ahead.
The other twin got her father's fair skin and complexion and what? Got her father's fair skin and complexion and supremacy. Good on you.
She does go like,
Good on
she
ya.
I don't know.
got the
Yeah.
black
Oh, yeah.
dog stuff. And then the other girl got the good stuff.
And we're so sorry for you. But her twin sister, good on ya, got all the goodness of the white. Hooray! I felt like I heard her say hooray at the end.
Yeah. But don't worry, the other sister was not as unfortunate. She got the white stuff.
The white stuff. All the white stuff.
God, how old is this?
I don't know what you'll do with that red hair, but oh well.
It's unreal.
My life.
Fantastic.
I've read,
Good on her.
like I said, science, and you can actually have two kids from two different dads who are twins. Like this is what I read. There's a small window where you could actually impregnate a lady twice, two different people.
Yeah.
And they come out same day, everything like this. And by definition, you're twins because you're in there at the same time
Sure,
and everything.
sure.
But it doesn't necessarily mean biologically that's
But they
the
don't
same.
That's
share.
a real hoe, though, right there, right? She's
It could be,
She's
but
a real
this-
slut.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a real slut that one, unfortunately gave a child dark skin. But hey,
Yeah.
she made up for it.
Yeah, right,
Probably
right.
had sex the next day to
Yeah.
balance it out. And
Yep.
And
could
those
have been a
two
threesome.
sluts
Could have
came
been a threesome.
Now,
Could've
on
been.
Chelsea lately, once we did a story where a woman had two uteris, and both of them was impregnated.
Come on.
By two different daddies, too, I think. Yeah. Did it
And you
happen?
can, and then have both those babies.
Yeah, out of your pussy.
Wow, out of
Mm-hmm.
your, not my pussy. I mean,
Out of your pussy hole. Hey, by the way,
I love that made you think of anything.
before I forget, we have the official Your Mom's House fart mic. So if you feel as though you have to fart during the show, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll turn it on. You have to turn it on, and then you go ahead and fart.
I kind of feel like I was an inspiration. Did I not tell you guys you should have a fart mic or fart on the mic, or you should record it, or maybe not?
Well,
I just
hey.
want to take credit for something.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
sure. Okay. All right.
So I can just get up and grab that.
You
and
let me
rip it
know
if-
and
oh,
I'll, and
yeah, we'll
I'll
pass
a
turn
polite
it on.
heads up.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to power it up.
Well, yeah. It's
Yeah, you wouldn't want to miss that.
yeah. She's real excited about it.
really.
Give me a 5-minute heads up if you could. Right, it's got to power up. I
Speaking
feel
of
good
farts,
right
I'm
now.
so
though,
bummed I
thanks.
don't have any guests.
Speaking of farts, let's check out this. Check out this
It's
couple.
already starting off good. Here.
It's already starting off good. Check this out. That's gonna be.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have ate so much beans. Baby,
What?
them beans you cook getting to me.
You got poop?
You know it.
Seems like that something's gonna happen. You know. Doesn't it feel like something's about to happen?
Something like if I'm her, I'm moving.
Right. Here she is.
Hurry up, let it out.
Oh, I don't know. Rush to poop now. Oh, giddy up. Ah! Don't bite my ass.
Okay, let it out. I'm ready.
What is going on with these?
You guys. My stomach just turned.
I know.
She is not going to put her mouth.
No, she's not.
I thought he was going to
Nuh-uh.
fart. I thought he was going to fart and accidentally shit all over her. That's where I'm at.
Well, let's
right
see what
now.
happens.
Well, we're at your mom's house. That ain't happening.
Ugh.
Right in her fucking face.
It's called bean.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is happening? You know, it's interesting. We fart on our dogs' heads, and one of them does not like it, and the other one does.
Let's see this again.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I see this correctly.
I don't need to.
Look. I mean,
She's laughing.
that's
and
right in her mouth.
She jumped back. That is,
It's
God,
called
what a
bean.
gag.
That's in her mouth.
That's called beans.
That's called beans right there.
Oh, God.
That's a lack of respect, is what that is.
For yourself. She put herself back there. He didn't make her.
That is
There was not. He wouldn't even ask her. She was like, "Oh, you got gas? I know my role. Let me get on there."
Oh my gosh.
That was her. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you come? Okay. I mean, let's get Taco Bell.
But it's rare that a woman enjoys the farts.
That's what
what's
stands out
neat.
the most is that
Yeah.
like you'd always. I mean, if that's the other way around, you're like, yep, there's just another sick fucking guy, right? Like it's just there's just endless. One thing we've learned doing this show, there's an endless amount of sick fucking guys
Man. Yeah.
willing to do anything. But when women do it, it definitely stands out more.
It's special. It is special.
It is special. She's a neat chick.
She is. Hey, she's making this guy really happy.
I
They
mean, this
work well
guy gets
together.
to go, baby, I got a fart about. She's like, well, hold up. Hold on. Don't waste that shit. And then she gets in position, face in his ass.
Told him to hang on real
hang
quick.
on, man.
Yeah, don't let that loose. I want
And then
all of that.
He did one of those like bite his lower lip, kind of like, ugh. And
First
she was
of
like,
all,
that's what I like. God damn.
God.
Hillary Clinton never did that to me.
Did she? People have wanted to know.
Yeah.
Never did that to me during that.
I've got the burps, but not the farts today.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for me because you could be the best woman in the world, but if you were everything,
Yeah.
I mean, a good person to my daughter, great to me. I should say great to everybody, my daughter included, not just good to her, great to me.
Jeez.
But if everything checked off and you were like, I'm a millionaire, you don't ever have to work again, I couldn't kiss you. I couldn't.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
I couldn't know that the one hang up of all the shit on the list is like, I just like you to fart in my mouth. I would be like, I can't.
That's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah,
But
I gotta
that's-
kiss you and put my
everything else,
mouth, tongue in there.
was
I
awful.
have to disagree with you.
You
here.
pass? You pass?
Does it have to be done on video, or can that be some
No,
shit in private?
private.
No one ever needs to
Private.
worry.
But she's like, don't you go fucking wasting those goddamn farts like without
She gets
telling me.
mad at you when
Yeah.
you fart and she's not there.
And then when you fart, she fingers herself.
How do you
and
not?
she's like,
Oh my god! How do you not? I'll tell you what. Here's what's. I'm already entertaining it.
Yeah.
that is so nasty.
I couldn't think about. You've got.
Ate my asshole.
There you are.
Who's Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
Ryan
that's,
Sickler.
that's me.
That's
When I
Ryan.
left you that message.
Hillary Clinton ate my asshole.
That was back when I was smoking and drinking whiskey real heavy. When I was in my 60s.
So wait, back to this. So this angel comes into your life.
Angel now.
Yeah. And she does everything right. Right?
Everything.
I mean, loves-
Money too. Like unlimited money. I don't even have to work.
Money, you don't have to work.
Just come here and podcast.
She loves
every
your
day.
daughter. She's like, I love the Ravens. I want to go to games. I just want to
Bought you a box.
Bought you a box. Let's have crab cakes. She's just the best. You just love everything about her. And then she's like, just fart in my mouth. Not even every day, every other day.
I mean, look, it would be tough. It's all I can think about. It's that one thing is all I can think about. Not everything else you just listed at all. Like we'd be flying to a Ravens game and I'd be like, I gotta fucking kiss this woman right here. And I just farted in her mouth last night. Like I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
I think you get over it.
I don't think I
could.
could mentally get
But
past
here's the
it.
thing,
I would
Ryan.
try.
Here's the thing.
I don't think I have the stomach for it.
Is that it, okay? I hear what you're saying. That part's kind of nasty. The shit flecks,
Kinda,
the
yeah.
fart particles in her
Barely
mouth.
nasty.
It's barely nasty. I agree. It's barely nasty. You can fart through the fabric of your jeans, and that way the particles don't get in her mouth of poo. But here's my thought. In terms of
Look at him.
fetishes,
He's like, huh?
I'm waiting.
In terms of fetishes, it's a really easy one to accommodate. You're not
That's
really actively doing much except for what you normally would be doing. You would normally fart anyways. She's just enjoying what you normally do. It's kind of a blessing in the skies.
You have and always have had a way with me, Christina. So I'm going to entertain it and say
Okay.
you're not 100% wrong because it's not me that's getting the fart in my mouth. I am delivering the fart. And when you say it like that, I might be able to power past it for a few months.
Okay. But what if you fart, you have to fart through.
Could you imagine if I brought her over
Pants.
and you didn't know anything, and then when we broke up, you guys would be like, "Why'd you guys split?" I'd be like,
Number one.
I just can't fart in her mouth anymore." You'd be like, "Huh?" Like, that's what she's into.
I can't fart in her mouth anymore.
If any woman wanted that, I couldn't get past it. I don't think I could. That's a lot.
Seriously? Is that the
Yes.
deal breaker? I
wouldn't know that. Like, I don't have. By the way, I've never had that precedent set where I'm like, I'm not going to date any woman that ever.
Right.
This is the first time it's ever been asked to me, and it's the first time it's ever been presented.
Let's discuss your threshold. What if she insisted on wearing this dog mask during your lovemaking? Is that a deal
Every
breaker?
time?
Every time. It's her thing.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
She wears it. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah. Every time.
What do you? How do you
I'm
feel
seeing
about
a pattern.
What,
You know what I'm saying?
what about role playing? What if she's just like, just call me like a Puerto Rican slut or something, but she's white. Like she has some type of like race play fantasy or something.
What if she? Yeah, and it's like horribly racially offensive for you.
I actually had that one time.
What?
Yeah,
Tell us.
I was dating a black girl who wanted me to play that kind of shit in bed, and I was like, nope.
Really?
No way.
She said, "Call me names."
Yes, offensive names, and I was like, nah.
Like what?
Like Carondelet.
Like
I was like, I'll go Carondelet, and that is it.
Did she want? Okay, just give me a ballpark. It was the N word. I'm guessing
One of those was. Other ones
Sure.
were just other horrible just things, and I was
Like
like,
what?
I
Just
can't.
tell me.
Well, I couldn't get past the N word, so I don't even remember what.
Funny question to ask you guys.
Funny.
Is it cool if I say the N-word? It turns me on.
Like that?
Yeah, but she wasn't saying it. She asked me to say it. That does
Right.
not turn me on.
No.
So she was like, "Call me that."
That was one of the things.
What?
And just other just filthy, nasty, horrible shit. And I was like, I'm good.
Filthy, nasty.
Wait, this, by the way, this
Please
was
elaborate.
not the one who.
The one.
No, the girl who stayed at your house and like.
No, that
Okay.
crazy girl?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That was not
Oh,
her.
another one.
That was an email, and it was all because of an email you and I exchanged, and she got my password and read that email that you and I exchanged,
What?
and that's why she got mad. Yeah.
What could
This
we
is a totally different
possibly
girl.
This is a
have
totally
said?
different girl. Is not that at all. But I met this girl. She ended up staying at my place one night. I left ahead of her and just was like, whatever. And she hacked my password on my computer and just went through emails and saw one that you and I had said. And it was nothing. It was a simple joke. And I really don't remember what it was, but she was just like, fuck you, how dare you talk about me like that? And I was like,
that's
you
why-
clearly hacked my password, so I changed it. And I was like, leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. And that was it.
Sure.
But it really wasn't anything terribly offensive. She just was pissed that we were talking about her.
Yeah. What kind of horrible things did the other lady want you to say? Go ahead.
The one we were already talking about?
The N word.
Yeah,
So she's like, call me the N word as we're doing it.
I mean, like filthy
Like
C
what?
word.
How did she set you up? How did she set you up for the? She's
I have a
like,
daughter, you know
does
what
she
I'm
go like?
Oh, sorry.
Wait,
She
does
doesn't listen to this show, your daughter.
She
No.
will. She will in 10 years.
That's true.
Oh, no.
How
Long
does-
buried.
How does she set you up? Like you guys are? Is it like you're making out for a while? and
No, well,
everything's-
if it was set up this way, it wasn't like this one time. It gradually got to getting crazier. Like it
Right.
was. There was one time where she was staring me in the face so much, and we were done. I said to her, I feel like you wanted me to call you a bitch. And she goes, I did. And I was like, holy shit. And that's where it started. Like she kept getting at it, like call me names. And I was like, I'm not going to fucking say, because if I'm wrong, I mean, that is not going to be a good thing.
Sure.
But
And
who knew how wrong I was allowed to be?
And
who
then,
knew?
but I'm saying, did the next time did it come up again, like in the heat of passion?
Well, then
or
bitch
is-
just became a thing because I didn't have a problem calling her that.
Oh,
you know?
really?
No,
Yeah, that's pretty
that's
banal.
whatever. If that's, I
Yeah.
don't mind bitch, but
Yeah.
But then
you know,
she ups
whore, that slut, that stuff. If she was okay with that, I'm like, oh, that's your thing. That's fine. I mean, you're requesting it, but
So you're going along with that part of it.
yeah, it would
Okay.
get a little bit,
Oh.
and then it got to like.
But when the request came in for the tip top,
Came in.
was
Tip
it
top.
Was it in like? Are you like naked, or is it like you're just having dinner? She's like, hey, by the way, tonight, why don't you step it up?
I think we were at Shakey's.
Yeah.
Shakey's. Oh.
I really don't remember, but I would probably say at that point we were just. I mean, we were probably even at that point like still clothes on, just making out, talking, and
Oh, she's
stuff
like,
like
throws
that.
it
And
out
then
there.
she started like, you know, and I was like, that's let me just.
See,
not
that's
gonna
but that's
hang out.
interesting because like you can generally.
White boys at school don't have dicks like that.
Yeah.
I mean, can't you generally gauge when someone is like game for something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of bad on her to not gauge that maybe you weren't comfortable with that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I
It's
mean,
odd. It's an odd choice.
it's an odd choice. It's definitely an odd choice for.
It would have been amazing if she had said, "Would you do that?" And you're like, "I've been waiting the whole time." Like,
I'll do it, but only at the grocery store.
Thank God you asked.
Man, I was just like, to this day, that's this is the same girl. I've said this before on stage and everything. This is the same girl that when we first had sex, she's out loud to herself, but way out loud said, "I can't believe I just slept with a white guy."
Oh,
out
I
loud,
remember.
yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that
It's
story.
hilarious to me. I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, "That is great." And then it progressed, and I was like, "This is turned not great here, guys. Let's get the fuck out."
See,
of
I
this
never
shit."
heard this story. That's
I forgot about it until you played this romance here. Get me all fired up here in studio jeans. My jeans are getting tight up front.
Oh, before we, I don't want to forget about it. The new podcast. It's called The Honeydew.
Yeah, The Honeydew.
You can subscribe now. You can start listening to it.
It's a prescription. You can get a prescription,
right now.
right now
for it. So the audio
I just caught that. Yeah.
audio is going to start coming out on Mondays, right?
Yeah, so we're going to move things around. Currently, right now, through January, audio only until we get in studio and do video is Wednesday. Every Wednesday through January. When we hit February and we officially get in the studio, we're going to slide audio to Monday, video to Tuesday.
Okay, perfect. And the studio or the video you can watch here on the YMH YouTube channel. You're going to be over on this set here.
Studio, what's that? Set 2?
Yeah, set
Studio
B.
2, set B.
Yeah. Also, Native, can you jump on for 1 second? You set up a separate channel for clips, right? Did you?
Correct, yeah.
So now people can subscribe to, what is the
If you
clip?
go to youtube.com/yourmomshouseclips.
And that's like highlights and things like
It's
that.
highlights of all the shows that we'll be putting out from the main channel. So full episodes on the main channel, which is the one you're currently subscribed to, and then the clips channel is where all the highlights are going to go.
So if you want to watch like the 3-minute thing or the clip or like the highlight of this call or this animation or whatever, those will all be on the clips channel. Full episodes only will be on the main.
Correct.
Now, can I ask a question as an audience member and fan as well?
Yeah.
So we will have one Your Mom's House YouTube page where all shows will live.
That's right.
And then a separate, completely clips from
page.
all shows.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So you'll get clips from all these shows. So in February, you can look forward to watching the show, The Honeydew, on Tuesdays, right? Your Mom's House Wednesdays, Dr. Drew Fridays. I'm not sure about. There's another show or two. We'll know soon. Whatever. But The Honeydew, you did do the first one.
I did.
With was it Josh?
He was so I'd like to have a rotating co-host at times that I vibe with. That I just think also I'd like to have promote and come on and laugh with. But he was the co-host for that. Basically, I introduced myself to anyone who's doesn't know who the fuck
Yeah.
I am, which is pretty much
because you did the
everybody.
crab feast for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And reintroduced myself. And I don't know that I've completely I don't think I ever really got into my story that deep on Crab Feast. I think I did on other podcasts. And it got a lot of really good response and reviews. And even Karen Kilgara from My Favorite Murder gave it a shout out. And it was a huge bump. Yeah. So very excited for the things ahead and to be here in Studio Jeans at your mom's house.
Yes.
And Christina,
We're
I
excited
really
to have you, man.
I'm stoked. I really want you to be, once we get cameras up, I really want you to be like number one if you can do it.
I would be
'cause
honored.
We got to talk about, you and I always talk about it anyway.
I
Might as well
know.
just record it for a fucking change.
I'd be honored to. I think
All
that would
right.
be so fun.
That'd be great.
Tell them what the premise is of Honeydew for those of you who don't already know.
So the premise of the Honeydew is just highlighting and laughing at the lowlights of life. Anytime you've ever felt thrown away or not good enough, or it could be a life story, it could be an individual story, maybe it's a divorce or a firing from a job or whatever, but it's all about the negative in life and laughing in the face of it and coming out on the other side and looking back and being like, God, remember when I thought that shit was the worst, and thank God that happened.
And why is it called Honeydew?
It's called the Honeydew because I was eating one night and I didn't eat the honeydew out of my fruit cup because I never eat the honeydew out of my fruit cup. And I don't have a serious like hate for honeydew. I just don't fuck with the honeydew. And then when I walked out, I saw it everywhere on the tables. And I was like, oh, I'm a honeydew. I've been thrown away time after time. And
break people's hearts and shit.
I wanted to I want to laugh at that shit because it's empowering and it's therapy
Because the
and it's
honeydew
helpful.
is still sweet and delicious.
If you get a good one.
That's right.
If you get a good one, there's nothing wrong with it. But since then, I had a fruit cup yesterday. I tweeted it. They didn't even bother with the fucking honeydew. They're like, what are we wasting our money on that shit for? People have been tweeting at me like, hey, here's the fruit platter left at my work. And it's like 3 pieces of cantaloupe and just honeydew left.
Nobody likes the honeydew.
On a bed of lettuce, someone's. I said, who the fuck's putting fruit on lettuce?
I like cantaloupe, but not the honeydew.
I do too.
I like cantaloupe.
There's a small percentage of people that do like honeydew, just like there's a small percentage of people that want farts in their fucking mouth from their loved ones. So
Very small.
Well, you're right. The honeydew is the fart. It's the fart of the fruit world.
That's right.
By the way,
it's that
was a
woman
good
of the
burp.
fruit world.
Let me put a call out. One time we put a fart call out to guys who have the fart fetish because we're like, come on, like, are you for real? And these guys wrote in who really, they're like, yeah, and they explained their whole thing. I just want to put a call out if there's any women out there with.
Do we really want?
You're definitely going to
want to hear
emails.
from them.
You're going to hear from them.
The woman, it's like, okay, not just do you
Well,
like
let's
it
not
when
shame her. She's
Well,
you know.
no. Here's the specification though. It's not like do you like it when your hubby farts. It's are you aroused?
That's what I want to know.
Do you want to put your mouth up on it? It's a thing for you.
It's one thing to Dutch oven somebody. It's another thing to just put the shit right in the oven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, God. Oh, God. It makes my stomach turn.
By the way, do you want to give him? We were discussing before.
Sure.
What you would do if you could eat anything and never.
Yeah. So Tom and I had this discussion a while back. You know, there's a point where you turn 40 or even your late 30s where you can't eat shit, basically.
Or even me, like early 30s. But yeah, go ahead.
Like, you just can't fucking eat the way you did. And it's a bummer. Like, now we have the soda at the house, that stevia shit. Like, you can't even drink a soda because you're going to get fucking fat. So I was like, what would you do in order to be able to eat whatever you wanted and never gain weight? Like, what would you give up? And so we start running through this stuff. And I was like, Tom, would you give up a tooth? Just missing one tooth, but you
Fuck,
can
and
eat
anything you. And at
never
first I
gain
was
weight.
like, hell no. And she was like, what about one of these back?
That's where I was
All
at.
right. I was like, yeah.
One
okay.
of these grandma teeth back here. They didn't bother back in
And
the
then I
fucking
can eat
40s.
whatever I want and never gain
Yeah.
a pound. I was like, yeah, that's a good deal.
And that tooth
That's a
doesn't
good-
rot. It's already
Yeah,
gone. You're
that's right.
saving money all around. That's a win-win.
There you go.
So we all agree that we'd lose a tooth.
Easy.
Easy.
What's the next one?
Okay. Would you live in Nebraska? Okay, now here's the stipulation. I know.
Well, I'll say, here's my answer. This is what I look like right now. I don't live in Nebraska. I'd rather just look like this and live in Nebraska. I mean, than live here. Yeah.
But here's the thing. You live in Nebraska 9 months out of the year.
You're allowed to travel.
You can travel for 3
Thanks.
You
months.
can catch spring training.
Go eat whatever I want somewhere else.
But you're eating everything you want in Nebraska. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's American, so it's like gravy and shit.
Gravy, yeah.
It's like no flavor.
Very American.
All you do is eat gravy.
No fucking flavor.
mashed
They don't
potatoes
have.
and-
They don't have like Vietnamese
It's that
food.
pot roast garbage. I can't fucking
I fucking hate that
stand.
shit too. No
Fucking-
flavors.
One time I made a mistake. Somebody invited me over for dinner. I was like, make whatever you want. And they were like, I'm going to make pot roast and carrots. And I was like, I'm not coming. That's the one thing I probably should have fucking put on my list.
Yeah, boiled.
No, I would not do that. I
You wouldn't live in Nebraska.
No.
Even Omaha.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Again, this is what I look like. I live in Los Angeles.
Sure.
If the choice is to stay looking like this in
Sure.
LA, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'd keep these extra 20 pounds on me.
Yeah, 20.
To stay,
for
I
me,
wouldn't.
easy,
How about
20.
you?
I'd keep these extra 40 live out here. Yeah.
I would too. You need that in Nebraska though. Those 9 months could be cold.
Well, now here's the thing. In Nebraska, you're skinny. Like you're a Nebraska 10.
But what if you, in your mind, are like, I want to be fat?
I want to be fat. Then stay where you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. Okay, so we all agree we're not going to fuck Nebraska.
That's right.
Fuck Nebraska.
Okay, would you sleep in the dog crate with the dogs at night? Like, you know how I put Bitsy and Fief, and then good night, Tommy, and you go in the crate.
And then I just get to eat what I want?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good on that. No.
Would you clean up
But-
crime scenes? Like
Nope.
Like really
Never.
horrific, brutal crime scenes?
There's
But then you can
Yes.
eat whatever you want?
Yes. Yeah, I would take that.
Can I tell you a story?
I would take that.
No, you wouldn't.
I would take that. You know
Oh,
why? You
no,
get so
you wouldn't.
desensitized after
No,
1
you
or 2
wouldn't.
weeks of that shit.
You
You'd be
would
like,
be vomiting everywhere.
Everywhere. And every
Everywhere.
time would be some new shit, like an eyeball on the
This-
wall up here. You'd be like, I ain't seen that one
This
yet.
shit.
Yeah, but then
this attitude of like, yeah, problem is such bullshit.
But then I could come home and eat lasagna and eat my feelings away.
You would not even make it. You wouldn't. You would be so physically
You think
ill.
so?
Yes.
I feel like I could.
Just a woman torn open.
Yeah, but you
like,
become desensitized. to
No.
What are you
No.
talking about?
Yeah.
You become fucked up is what you become, not desensitized.
But think how skinny I'd be and hot and happy.
To who? The dead people that are looking at you every day? They don't
Yeah.
even. They can't even say, "Hey, you look nice, lady."
They're like, you know what?
Get my
I'd
arm
like it
over
here.
there.
I like it here in Lincoln.
You a Lincoln 10, girl.
All right. Well, would you sleep in a dog crate with my dogs?
No, hell no.
That's easy.
No
I feel
one's
like
dogs.
that's
Or a
easy.
dog house. No, that's not easy.
Okay, what about pooping outside like my dogs?
Every time?
Every time you have to pee
I'd
or
shit
poop.
outside.
Yeah.
Pee's no problem.
Not a problem, man.
Peeing's great. I peed
Yeah.
outside last night a few times.
I peed outside.
Yeah, we were in
You
the
did?
backyard. Yeah, having a cigar
You pissed in my backyard?
a number of times.
Your boy, what do you think your boys are going to be peeing?
Yeah, well, I know, but the example,
And then Bert did too. He
Great.
dropped his pants to his ankles to take a leak.
like a child,
Yeah, I'll show you.
like a toddler. So you would pee and poo in my backyard,
No problem.
like
I'd
every
be
time.
honored. I'd do that even if I look like this.
Look,
Yeah, because that's oh my god.
my friend did that at the.
So
we went to a
nasty.
Ravens game, yeah, and you know how when the urinals for the men, there's like a line of 10 deep at every one of them. My buddy walked up and dropped his pants to his goddamn ankles like Bert did right there in the front of everybody. Just peed, and I just couldn't. I could not stop laughing. I was like, "What? There's 100 fucking people in here."
Okay.
you have 3 kids.
What if you can eat anything you want, but every time you start a stand-up show, you just subtly say, "Heil Hitler, my name's Ryan Sickler."
No, fuck no. You mean the one time I get to say that? I get to look like what I want for the rest of my life? I'm good.
But what if
you
but
got to
every-
say it on talk shows and stuff
Yeah,
too. You know?
like,
Yeah,
every-
no, I don't. I'm good on that. I'll go 300 pounds before I ever do that shit. I'm like, wheel me out. They said I'm ready. All right.
What if you just have to work a Heil Hitler in conversation? You don't have to start, but you just be
Yeah.
like, you just have to find a way to work it in organically.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
would.
would. I'd be like, funny thing, Ryan, I'm studying the Holocaust, Heil Hitler, and a funny thing they used to say, and I would work it in. You wouldn't do that?
Nah.
That's easy. I feel like that's Blue Band.
So far, shitting
You're
and pissing
Jewish.
in your.
Would you do that one? Nadav is Jewish.
To squeeze in a Heil Hitler?
Yeah, but to be able to eat anything you want and never gain weight.
Ooh.
And all I got to do is say Heil
Oh,
Hitler
yes.
into every
All I
conversation
gotta
I
do.
say.
Yeah, you have to find a way to say Heil
You just
Hitler.
got to be like, like that. You know?
Hi.
Hi,
That's
Hitler.
a hi. That's a friendly hello.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah. Dude, I saw a Chinese Hitler. I saw. I swear to God, I can't believe I didn't remember this. When I was in San Francisco over the weekend, amazing, by the way, always amazing shows. I'm walking down Grant Street,
Yes.
Chinatown.
Yes.
There's a dude who, like, probably in his 30s. He had his hair pulled back into like a man bun. He's wearing like a throwback 49ers starter jacket, and he had a Hitler stash. I was like, this guy is, and he was walking with such confidence. He was like, I dare you to point out that I have a
that I'm Chinese.
Starter I'm Chinese wearing a wearing a starter jacket.
A 1988 starter jacket. I'd say so.
He had boots on, like
kind of boots, military boots,
like Hitler boots.
Not like no. He had like I don't know, like
Stasi boots,
like the cool guy boots. I don't know what the fuck you would call
Doc
them.
Martens.
No, not Doc Martens, but they were like
Johnny Depp would wear.
Yeah, like that kind of boot,
Yeah.
right? And like then jeans, throwback starters, 49ers jacket.
You sure it was
long
49er
hair.
logo, not a Nazi symbol in there? How close
And
up
then,
were you?
I mean, a deliberate. Oh, he walked right.
It
by
has
me.
to be deliberate
Hitler
to do
stash,
that.
Yeah.
It's only deliberate.
And
to
you're
do
just
that.
daring people. Your whole life's like,
Yeah.
I dare someone to say some shit to me right now.
Yeah, because it's not like you can't know.
That's where I thought. That's where I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to ask if I would shave the stash like that.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't do any of that.
To eat whatever you want and never. I think that's
So
worth it.
far, I will shit and piss in your yard. That's
all
where I'm
you-
at. So far,
Okay.
I'm sure you have more coming.
What if you just say the N word to you once a day?
No, once a day. That's insane.
You have to work it
No.
into your podcast.
No fucking way. It'll be me alone on that fucking desk filling the whole goddamn thing. What was that one? I missed that one.
Same one.
Oh.
So I have a funny question to ask you guys. Is it cool if I say the N-word?
I feel like, is she on her knees about to do a gangbang with like
Yeah.
10 black guys?
Yeah,
That's what
she's
it feels like.
pausing to have a
Yeah,
conversation.
like, maybe I should tiptoe lightly and say N-word first. Weed out this. So it's just going to be 7 of you then? Okay.
Yeah. So you wouldn't do that either?
Hell no.
No.
Would you?
No.
Oh.
You would?
No, I would
okay.
not. Your life is ruined. You can't. And also,
The
I'm
fun
not-
thing is to ask someone
not
like,
dying
"Hey,
to
would
do
you
it.
ruin your life?" Oh, you wouldn't? That's weird.
I'd do that.
Okay. Now you are a twin brother.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he'd believe you if you told him that you could come in 4 strokes? And do you think that? Okay, I'm being serious.
I know
Now,
you.
this is a
First
real-
of all, I know you are.
Okay, you smoke meth with your brother.
This is
and-
hypothetical.
This is
here. Yeah, 'cause
hypothetical.
we've
Just
never-
you have to do this once in your life, and you can eat whatever you want, never gain weight. This is a one-time occurrence.
All right.
You smoke meth with your brother. You masturbate and you ejaculate in 4 strokes, and then he pulls his penis out, and he does the same. And that's it. That's all you do. But you can eat whatever you want.
And we have to watch each other do that? I'll smoke meth with him once, but I have to keep my dick in my pants.
You wouldn't do that just once?
No. No, and we
What's
shared,
up? Why not?
We shared we shared a room growing up, so I'm sure we were doing it around each
Yeah.
other. I know I was getting my fix in the bathroom and everywhere else. but
Yeah.
never once did I walk in the bedroom and be like, I'm just going to jerk this real quick. Why don't you get out of here and play some double dribble real quick, and I'll come back. And we'll switch. And cummy fucking controllers.
So
and
you
everything.
wouldn't come in front of your brother?
I would not, no. I'm sure he's listening right now, disappointed in Delaware, but I wouldn't do that, no.
All right.
That's,
Well, serve yourself.
Pretty sad.
Yeah. What a square.
Would you do
Yeah.
that in front of one of your sisters, Tom?
That's different, man.
How about your dad?
Yeah. Okay. How about this? Would you watch your dad come in 4 strokes, and then you can eat whatever you want if you could stomach
I'd
it?
never be able to keep. I was just gonna say I'd never be able to keep it down ever. That's all I think of
My
it.
face.
Yeah.
That is so traumatic, though, to see your dad masturbate.
I couldn't even imagine.
I don't think you could eat
No.
again. Yeah.
No, you're not eating. That's why you'd stay skinny. Shit,
That's true.
trauma
Trauma.
and stress. The rest of your life, like I can't eat.
All right.
Look, I want to make sure people know it's the Honeydew. You can subscribe right now.
After that list
Jesus.
of questions, let's pump.
God. That was organic. Thank you.
I don't want to get it wrong.
You wouldn't jerk off in front of your father? Let's just remind everybody that it's the honeydew.podcast.com. I'm Ryan Sickler on all social media. Sir, what? That's the first plug I've ever had in my life. It's the worst / best. I got to be honest.
It's Studio Jeans. That's what happens
Here
here.
at Studio Jeans, yes.
Oh my God.
I'm very excited for the what the future holds here at Studio Jeans, your mom's house. Yes, I'll be doing the Honeydew podcast in Studio B.
So exciting. I'm
very
really excited.
excited.
I think it's a really good lane for you to be in. I think you're going to have a really interesting perspective on stuff.
I hope so.
exciting.
We'll see. I'm nervous. I'm starting all over again. You get out of your comfort zone, which I like. That feels good, but also, there's so much that goes, there's so much that goes into starting something new and ending something you've been doing for such a long time. So I'm very excited. And I really appreciate you guys making me a part of the family.
Of course. You always.
Can't wait to shit and piss in your yard. I'm
You
doing
got
that
it.
for free.
And you gotta jerk off with your
Free.
brother and picture your dad doing it.
Oh,
you know?
God.
That's what the show's about.
it
Honeydew,
really-
Honeydew every Monday, and then Tuesdays the video.
Beginning in February.
Beginning in February.
Currently, audio on Wednesday. You will get audio Monday, video Tuesday in February. Yes.
Wow.
Fuck! You guys are doing good.
We are. And that's it. We'll be back momentarily. Thanks, Sickle Cell.
Thank you, guys.
And we're back. We ate. Unfortunately, wasted a couple farts in the green room here in the lobby. But who knows? Maybe some magic will happen.
I'm waiting right now. I had a bean quesadilla for
Yeah.
my lunch.
That was pretty impressive.
So I'm hoping to have some farts.
We'll
if you
see.
have to fart, you just give us the heads up.
Well, we got to say who's here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm excited. Just excited to
Our
have you.
final guest for today's episode is the great Andrew Santino.
Hey.
Thank you. Yay. Thank you. I might fart.
You might fart? Well, we
I
have
don't
a
know.
fart mic.
It's a fart mic.
If I have to, you'll just pass it over here?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
You guys thought of everything at this studio.
Well,
you left nothing out.
She was like, there's no way we're moving to a new space and not getting a fart mic. So,
It's a priority, and
yeah.
the audience
By the
has
way,
been asking.
it's off, so if you feel it, you got to grab
Gotta
it
turn it
and
on.
turn it on. Some
It's
labor
like
involved.
there is no windsock on there either.
No, it's
You
going to
really
stick in there.
The fart mic is ironically what every microphone is at any comedy club I've ever played.
How disgusting
Right.
does a microphone smell?
Oh my god!
It's I don't know what comic said it, but it made me laugh so hard. We were at the Improv, and someone was on stage like spitting and like yelling and spitting and doing a lot of that stuff. And the comic that was like in the booth by the Improv next to me was like, "Ugh, I wish I brought my own mic." And I was like, "That's so funny."
It's true.
Because part of the time you do get up there and you're like, "Oh God, this fucking reeks."
By the way, do you
Yeah.
realize how it wouldn't be that crazy? Sounds crazy, but the reality is it wouldn't be that crazy to show up at gigs and be like, "Oh, and I brought my mic."
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Okay," and then you plug it in, it'd be like a forgotten thing.
Totally.
true.
I mean,
More people should do it.
Bands who play like when you go to see like a band at the Whiskey,
Yeah.
they all bring their own shit. They don't
Yeah.
share the same anything, so they're like, I don't want to share that guy's mic or
yeah,
drums or guitar. Like they replace everything and no one cares. It's not
That's
like
true.
it's a good idea. We should start doing that.
I think it would be even funnier if we just carried like a windsock. We just put it over just to protect
Yeah.
the mic.
Ugh, yeah.
Well, I've done shows at the Comedy Store where the guy before me is sick and his sniffling and everything.
Yes.
I'm like, asshole.
When I first moved to LA, Don Barris, who does the late night the last spot at the Comedy Store, he probably maybe still does. He would lick the mic.
No.
Oh yeah, would lick the microphone and like rub it all over his
No.
body. And
They
comics
really
are
smell.
laughing.
They
oh
smell.
my god, it's
you can
repulsive.
get a whiff of a mic and you're like,
No,
"Oh,
no.
that's
No.
what disease and death and just horror smell like."
Sad, a
Yeah.
lot of sad.
It
You know what
smells
doesn't
very
smell?
sad.
These mics.
smell
No,
fresh.
fresh.
These are brand new.
Brand
We're
new.
gonna
you're
do. We're
right.
doing ASMR right now. We're
Ugh, I hate that.
right. That is so weird. That's a huge. I mean, props if that's your thing. But I tried watching one. I get uncomfortable with that.
Oh,
kind of
it made
stuff.
me
Yeah,
upset,
me
man.
But people fucking love it.
No, Nikki Glazer came in and told her, she's like, "I'm one of those people. It sends tingles down my back."
Ugh,
and
I
yeah.
can't because I watched the one. There's this. She's actually kind of funny too. This black chick on YouTube who she has really long nails and she oftentimes will like touch the mic with her nails and shit. And people, I mean the comments, it's like millions of people like love it. But I tried. in a
That's what
couple
she
minutes.
does. She does the
That's her thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, she also does. It's kind of like a podcast too. I think like she talks about stuff, but
Yeah.
she just like analyzes like a bag of Doritos and she slowly opens it. She talks about.
Can you imagine that's your fucking lane?
Yeah,
And you're like, "You see my new house, my fucking car?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What do you do?" I open Dorito bags and I scratch the microphone and
Yeah.
people love it.
Tom's making a lot of money doing that Dorito thing he
ASMR.
does. ASMR.
Well, we were just talking about it at the lunch break here that the metrics involved, like networks will have the Nielsen family ratings,
Yeah.
which I've never met a Nielsen family ever.
I think it's
Have you?
real.
It's
I
not
think
real.
it's such a lie.
I've never met one either.
But the lengths.
I've heard of one. You know what I mean?
You know someone that knows someone that had one?
That's the only that's the closest I've come. Is my friend said that his friends were a Nielsen family. I'm
See,
like,
but like,
okay.
I don't. You know who I think might be the Nielsen families? Like, there it is.
Yep.
Into the mic.
This is the burp mic.
Oh, you need
That's the fart
you
mic.
need a separate burp and a fart mic.
Yeah.
I think the Nielsen
This
family.
is the burp mic.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to burp, and this is too nice.
Oh.
I'm gonna be a polite guest.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, you stare at her. You just burped in the mic.
Yeah.
I think the Nielsen family, those people, when you drive and you see a house with a huge satellite on the back of, like a huge dish, you know what I mean? Not the
Yeah.
DirecTV, like a bit when they have like a radio
Yeah.
set. That's the Nielsen guy. That's who I think that is.
Maybe.
'Cause
I
I don't-
remember those in the 80s. Like people got like hundreds of channels back then.
Those huge dishes.
Yeah, they put them like,
Yeah.
and they're like sitting in their yard. And I always was like, I don't know that
It
guy.
looks like it's got to be government issued or something.
That's
right?
what I mean. That's the
Yeah.
Nielsen thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone that's known them directly.
Right.
But someone's like, yeah, he lives next to my uncle. He's that guy, you know? He like mows with the mower that's not automatic. You know, the fucking that guy. Yeah.
No, wait, we were just talking before we were on mic.
That mower
that
is terrible.
You worked at Old Navy?
I worked at Old Navy.
And I was thinking, immediate thought was like you had record sales. You were the
I
top.
did. I was actually a really good salesman
I
at Old
fucking
Navy.
knew
I'm
it.
not kidding. I
I
really
knew it.
was.
What was your move?
And well, this is really funny. I joked about being the sandal salesman, but because like sandals at Old Navy are kind of like
$3.
Yeah, well, not even. I think they're like two. Like they're like two for $4 or something like that. They're right by the front register.
Yes.
So like every time I was at checkout, I would always just be like, "You want to grab some sandals or whatever." People like without thought would just be like, "Okay."
The power of suggestion. Though.
Oh my god. Well, they're there, and they're just
Yeah.
kind of. Someone always goes, "I guess I need sandals." around
You
the
always
house."
do for summer, or if
Yeah,
you're going on a
flip-
vacation.
flopping around.
I'm
yeah.
thinking of like those weird purchases because you do it with gum. Like you're never really looking for gum, but
Just
they're
have
like,
it.
If somebody says there's some good gum here, you're like, oh yeah,
Okay,
I do
throw
like
it in.
gum.
Worse.
The
Yeah.
socks when you buy shoes, they're like, you want some socks? And you're like,
Yeah.
You have socks, but you're like, yeah.
Yeah, but those are what goes in these shoes, so I guess I
Yeah,
should buy those.
I should buy those too.
They should make shoes that come with socks.
Yeah,
It's a good, like already in.
and that you can
that's
never
so
change
nasty.
out.
They stay in there.
So nasty.
That's so repulsive.
I
those
was,
are called
And then
Birkenstocks, aren't
people
they?
go
Oh,
like,
That-
oh,
that-
how long you been
that
wearing
material?
those socks? You're like 8 years, man.
Yeah, man.
I've never
Wait,
taken them off.
let me ask you a question about Old Navy because I've
Yeah.
had my suspicions over the years. I'm
Go
a
ahead.
huge Old Navy fan of the Gap. I love it all.
And banana?
It's not
That's-
for me. It's
isn't
too
that
corporate.
interesting? 2 of the 3 is cool to me.
Yeah.
But like banana for some reason is like
It doesn't fit right.
Banana's like Jake Cruz, like lame nephew.
Yeah.
You know? You're like
It's like office wear, but
Yeah.
I don't wear
Too stiff.
office clothes. Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Old Navy sizing is everything's a size up
Yeah,
from the Gap, but they make it appear a size smaller. So for instance, an Old Navy 2 is a reality 4,
right.
or 8 is really a 10.
Well, do you think
or
it's probably because of? Well, I think Old Navy's volume is probably way bigger, so they service more people than the
Sure.
Gap does, right? So I imagine it's because of the average human American body is a little bit bigger.
but they do that, right? Like
Totally.
I've noticed that the sizes are bigger, but they say that they're smaller. and
I think
they're
it's also because like if they ever made a mistake in the sweatshop when they were like make it a 4 and they just made a billion of them, they're like okay, that's that now. That's our shirts now. I think
Yeah.
they just have to like stick to it at some point.
Yeah, it's not a true age.
It's a mass. Yeah, it's Old Navy's basically Costco for clothes.
Yeah, I love it.
And by the way, Costco has great clothes.
Yeah, Costco.
Ironically enough,
Yeah.
they sell like
Yeah.
great clothes. I had a guy yesterday telling me he was like, "Dude," he had a huge chunky watch on, and I was sitting at my local bar watching the Bears lose, and I don't want to get into
Jesus.
it, but it's fine. I mean, anyway, and this guy had a huge watch.
Great
on.
season otherwise.
Yeah, except for that. And then it ends on a kicker missing a kick, but whatever. I said, "Where'd you get that watch from?" He goes, "Costco." I was like, "Really? That looks like a nice." He goes, "Dude,
It
I get
is, you
everything
fucking
there."
asshole.
Yeah. He hits me in the face with it, but he was like, "Yeah, no. Usually these are whatever, $800, whatever, and I got it for $129." I was like, "How does Costco do that?"
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't get. There's got to be some weird science to it that they're like tricking us already.
hold on.
Here we go.
Shh,
Did that work? Yeah. Okay.
I love that in the booth they both nod and smile. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we wanted.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
Well, it's official.
That's it, man.
We're wrapping up the studio today. That's it. That's the only reason we moved here. And now it's done.
Wow. I'm so proud of you, babe.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
you have
let's
tears in your eyes?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is real love.
Wow.
So you guys about
Are
to have
you
another
crying?
fucking baby.
I'm tearing up.
Can you
That
smell?
was, by the way, easily for today, my worst fart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had some rips earlier.
But that was just kind of the
That was
was
like
the
a-
weakest
that was
one.
one of those, like,
you guys soundproof. Did you smell proof the studio?
No.
no.
No, I would stay over there
Okay,
if I were you.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Oh my god, that was the best moment of my life. I
Do
feel
you guys fart in bed together?
all
Well,
day.
Yeah, but not like you gotta get a whiff of it. I mean, you know.
See,
I'll-
it's interesting because I know there's some couples that I've talked to that don't fart in bed. They'll fart outside of bed in front of each other, but in bed they won't.
You know what could be interesting? Would you show our buddy, that guy that farted in bed, and tell me how you think you would handle something like this?
I'm so excited.
So
Wait, can we just address the fact that moment took like 10 years to happen? The fart
yeah,
mic?
I know.
And it finally just happened.
Finally just happened. I've been waiting 10 years.
Can I
for
tell you
this.
something? I'm proud to be here for that moment.
Thanks a lot, man. And we're proud to have you here.
Thank you.
I just wanted
This
to
is
say
really
that.
huge.
God, that was guys, that was major for me. I don't.
Yeah, no, that was a big deal. Thanks.
Do you want to make a speech?
Well, you know, before
Yeah,
I've farted before on this show, but you got to stand up. You got to.
It's a whole
move.
thing.
It's a whole thing, and to have a designated fart mic, I really, you know, you see it like Golden Globes were last night. I really want to thank. I'm serious here. You're 100% due the credit because
Yeah.
when we were leading up to this, I mentioned earlier, I was concerned about the lights and the video and these mics and making sure the control booth was ready to go and the internet.
Right.
And you, last week we were testing video and audio and you were like, God damn it, is that fart mic ready? And when Nadav was like, no, it's not really a priority, you go, why are we even moving? Why are we moving if we're not going to step up our game?
And I really did because
And
it's
you really-
important to
yeah.
the listeners. It's important to me.
I don't know how important it is to the listeners, but
Guys, email us.
I'm
let
just
us
gonna
know.
say,
Your mom's
wait till you
podcast
hear.
at
Wait to hear
Gmail.
how many people are
Wait
like,
until you-
please.
yeah.
Look at the fucking comments right now. This has to be a highlight. Let's look at the. You're gonna get a lot of appreciation for this.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God! I was like the birth of my children, my wedding day, and then the day
then
the
the-
fart mic.
the
Wow,
fart mic
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really something. I don't know. I feel blessed now.
It's going to be at your eulogy, by the way.
Hashtag
Yeah.
blessed.
Birth of children, married, and the fart mic.
Yep. That's true.
Wow! Now you're just showing off.
I know. I love you.
I love you too. That was great.
But I want to show Andrew this
Doesn't
video.
smell good, though.
So this guy,
I already like the
video-
image.
He's videoing himself.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give him a little taste of what's about to happen.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have ate so much beans. Baby,
What?
them beans you cook getting to me.
You gotta poop.
You know it.
So
Is this what you and your lady are like?
The way that he goes, you know
you
it.
know it. So we know that a poo-poo is coming.
Coming.
And we just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, is she about to run out of the room? What you know? What's gonna happen? So, I'll let's see. Go ahead.
Hurry up, let it out.
Hurry up.
Oh, hold on, don't rush the poop now. Oh, giddy up. Ah! Don't bite my ass.
Okay, let it out. I'm ready.
That's
Do you
the
see
right
my
look.
fucking face?
I did see, and
did
that's
see it.
exactly why we play these
Oh
videos.
my god!
And then
I genuinely am like, oh, this is so funny. He's gonna shit his pants.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
no, no.
And she's like, hurry up.
Oof. What's it called? Bean.
No,
Yes, right in her mouth.
no,
Right in her mouth.
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
no, guys,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Andrew.
Right in their mouth.
What would you do if your wife started this with you?
If wanted me to fart in her mouth, that's it.
Seriously?
That is it.
Do it again. Yeah.
What the hell?
Let's see it again.
Fart in your mouth.
Yeah. What's the problem? I don't see the big
There's.
deal.
No problem.
Oof.
The
What's it called? Bean.
phone is ringing in the
Yeah,
back.
what's
An
that?
old timey phone.
What kind of chick? What percentage of chicks you think are?
Are into this?
Yeah, it's got to
Two.
be
2% of women into this.
less.
No, I think 2 is a pretty safe number. People are
Really?
into some weird shit. Have you seen the videos on the? I mean, you have you guys? What am I asking? You've seen people that love to get kicked in the dick as hard as.
Yes, we talked about that.
That
too.
should be a way lower percentage, and it's way higher than I think. Like I've seen the videos online, and they have like 40 million views, and you're like, well, people like this.
And like, there's one we watched that like Argentine one.
Oh, it's so
where
funny.
she was like suffer, and she's like pulling
His nuts down,
and she's like, I want to suffer, I want to see the blood, and then she just like a fucking speed bag just drills him.
It makes me nauseous when I see like penis stuff. That stuff just makes me laugh. But like anytime tugging, punching, kicking, pulling penis, woof. I can't. I don't know how, but that's repulsive. But good for them if they're in love.
Yeah.
if that's their love, if that's what it is. I just also think something is violently wrong with that girl.
So that would be a deal breaker for you and your wife.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna eat farts, I feel like that's it for us.
How long have you been together?
What if she's like so perfect in every other way? And I've heard you speak glowingly of your wife.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh look, all I'm asking is that when you got to fart every once in a while, you tap me on the shoulder,
Yeah,
you
what's
let
the
me know,
problem?
and I eat it.
No, you don't need to. I feel like, if she says, hey, babe, I really want you to fart in my mouth. And I would say anything else. Pick literally anything else. Anything.
And she goes, do you want me to come or not?
Not anymore. Not if that's your thing. But she doesn't even look like she's getting sexual pleasure out of that. That's just like a thing they do.
But
for
Andrew,
fun.
let's talk about this though. But what's the harm in it for you if that's what she likes?
Because I have to kiss her mouth at some point.
That's what Ryan said.
That's what Ryan was saying.
Yeah. Well, that's just the next logical step. What am I never going to kiss her ever again?
No. What if you wore pants or jeans or some thick denim so that the fart particles don't actually get into her mouth?
It depends. I did some research after doing you guys' show, and there's only so many jeans that have thick enough denim to protect the fart particles.
Is that
There's only 2 made around the world.
Old Navy jeans?
He had a hole in it.
Old Navy jeans are one of them.
Yeah.
And then this company out of Alaska.
Okay.
No, but I think. But first of all, that's boxers. He's in boxers.
Yeah. He's really, look at he's got that. He's furrowing. He's really pushing.
He's
hard.
pushing. Boxers might as well be paper mache. So that fart's streaming right into her mouth.
Are you about to go?
Please. Please.
I feel like it's on the precipice, but
Well, you know how like light makes someone sneeze? What makes someone fart?
Wait.
Yeah.
What can you do?
No,
That
I don't want to jump the gun here, guys.
Oh, okay.
Give me a minute.
Hey, don't do that to us, man.
Just
I
gotta
got
put
real
you on
excited.
deck. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
You're on deck right now. We need to in the batter's box swinging a donut.
I'm afraid I'm going to pee myself because with the pushing.
If you push too
I
hard,
don't want to
do
push
that.
too hard.
Yeah, no. Let God let it happen when He wants it to happen. Or she. I don't mean to misgender
She
God.
dare misgender.
It.
They.
Do you ever pee when you fart?
Yeah, since I had my second child, I pee when I cough. I pee when I laugh.
Ooh,
yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah, because your muscles are still weak. I just gave birth 5 months ago, so it's still kind of
Still tightening back up. It's still
Yeah.
reeling back in.
Yeah, it's
I get
crazy.
that. Do you have is leakage a thing? That's a big deal.
Yeah, you can buy panties that actually absorb the little amounts of pee that you create.
What if they don't do that for guys?
You guys should have that.
Do you have a little bit of leakage? Do you have a little bit of dribble? Yeah, isn't that crazy that no one talks about that?
Yeah,
Like that's
why don't you have a pad in the front?
like underwear built with a little bit of pad for
Yeah.
absorption?
Yeah.
We have 2 ideas on this show that I feel like we could sell.
Make billions of dollars
No, I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing that nobody wants to talk about. That men, as you get older, every guy has a little bit of drippage, but no one says anything.
So you go pee and then
There's always a little bit. There's always a little bit.
Always a
Yeah.
couple drips.
Even if you shake, especially after I've been having a few drinks.
Sure.
Then if I shake in a pee, whatever, I still got some.
And sometimes
Yeah, I have that
you
too, though.
walk away from like a urinal and you're like, oh my God, I think I'm pissing down my leg right now. Like,
I'm
there's just
just
streams.
pissing.
Yeah.
It's not dribbling. I'm full pissing on my pants.
Yeah, that happens too. Now I want to bring this up because I imagine you have a pretty good game. Okay, it's just like a sense that I have, and we have we played a guy. We're not going to play him right now, but this guy became a quite a hit on the show for his very forward approach to contacting this woman.
Is this Julia?
That's right.
Okay.
And then
I'm excited.
Yes.
we got a hold of this is just voicemails.
Oh my God.
Apparently, I don't know how long they've been around. They've been around a few years at least, but we've never heard them. So this woman released these voicemails that this man left on her phone, and we'll play them in succession, like how she received them.
I'm
okay?
still thinking about that
This
part.
is Julia.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Totally different person.
Oh, okay.
Different woman releasing voicemails that a different guy, but you can hear the build.
Okay,
of how
yeah.
things change. So
I'm
go
excited.
ahead. Yeah.
That was such a good fart, Tom.
Hi, Ashley. This is David. It's 5 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. I don't know what time you're coming home. If you have time, maybe we can go right here in Brentwood. We can have dinner together.
Oh, right here in Brentwood.
Can you call me back, please? 310-941. Bye-bye.
Okay, so
message. I know you edited that, but a piece of me is like, God, this guy doesn't even know how to say his phone number. Idiot. 310.
He reminds me a lot. I don't know if it reminds you of.
Yes.
Yes. So,
This is David. I'm guessing David's not as God given.
Salome, by the way, is
Salome.
A lady was leaving extensive messages on Christina's phone when she switched her number, and it was always,
How did you get your number?
No,
Well,
it's
it
when
was-
I switched my phone number to a new phone
Oh,
number.
it was some.
It was
Yes,
somebody else's
I've
number.
had that before.
Yeah, right. For
Yeah.
years, I still get like this guy who's a drug dealer hits me up if I want Xanax, and then this other one.
That's kind of nice, to be honest.
That is pretty
I know,
cool.
and this
Free
other one
drugs.
is like a gambling thing. He's like, "Hey, the Knicks versus the whatever you
Yeah.
want in." I'm like, "Geez,
Did you adopt a burner phone
yeah,
number?
I don't know. It's
You
some
got
degenerate.
Remember that?
Call me.
Yeah.
She would, and then
Salome,
sometimes
call
she
me.
would get mad. And
Call me.
She would leave most of the message in Farsi, and then we'd have people translate, and they're like, "Yo, she's raw, dude." She's like, "Tell this motherfucker to get the." She was telling her how to keep squirrels out of her fruits, like tie plastic bags all around your tree. Like,
Yeah,
what?
so great.
Crazy. So this guy, keep going with this guy.
Hi, Ashley. This is David. It's 7:30 p.m. Tuesday night.
Oh, it's the same night.
I have
2
a
hours.
missed phone call on my phone. I don't know if you were trying to call me back.
No, I didn't.
I missed you, or what happened, or
I'm just avoiding
my
you.
phone it didn't ring. But I have your number as a missed call.
No, you don't.
If you did call me, can you please call me back again? Now it's 7:30 p.m. 31098.
Oh, imagine leaving
This
the
guy.
number a
Oh
second time.
2 hours later, hey, maybe you called and wires got crossed.
Yeah.
Did the operator not put you through to the right
Right.
plot? What year does this guy think this is?
My favorite move is like I see the missed call and I think that maybe it's you, even though I don't see that you called. Here's my number again.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just in
So
case you saw me
embarrassing.
already bother you before.
Yeah.
I wonder if did he send text as well?
I don't know if he sent text.
I'm
but
curious.
He definitely left more messages.
Let's hear those.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hi, Ashley. This is David. It's 9 o'clock.
2 more
I
hours.
don't think you can be that busy not to return my phone call.
Yeah.
Can you just call me for 5 minutes? Let me know if you're available to go out, or I should stop calling you and just forget about you. I thought you were a decent human being, but it seems to me you are not. So I don't know what to tell you. I thought you are someone I can talk, and you are somebody decent. So can you just call me for 5 minutes if you are not available, so I can just throw your number to the garbage?
End
of message.
Seems very odd to just print out a phone number and then throw it in the trash.
I don't know if you picked up on the fact that as that message was ending, there was some anger building.
Yeah, just a tad.
If I can throw to the garbage. That's how my
He
parents
thought
would
you
say
were
it.
a decent human being.
Yeah.
By the way, he mentioned that twice. I thought you were a
Twice.
decent human being.
That's right.
Not someone who would call every 2 hours bugging you. That's a
Yes.
good person.
'Cause we're on call number 3.
Yeah, number 3. So it's
Right.
7:39.
Yeah.
on a Tuesday about Friday. Is
You
that what
you
he's doing?
can't be that busy.
Right.
You
And, like-
can't be that busy.
And a decent person wouldn't be that busy.
Impossible. Decent human beings aren't busy.
So are you going to call me back, or should I throw your shit in the trash right now?
You can feel just the end. He goes,
Yeah.
so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Which it's like almost a murderer's ploy of like
His brain
I could
was
kill you.
deciding
Yes.
whether to say something aggressive or not, and then he ended with like, or do I throw it in that garbage? Like 'cause
Yeah.
he didn't know whether to be like fuck you or hold
right
back.
But he saved himself at the end by just
did.
saying, just come on, call me
Come on,
back,
come on.
or do I just need to stop this?
I wonder if he calls again.
Maybe this one's nicer.
Ashley, again, you call and the phone is disconnected. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your phone. Every time you call...
Yes!
Did it come?
You got that?
Did you hear it?
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's great.
The leather off the
Ashley,
leather.
again, you call and the phone is disconnected. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your phone. Every time you call, you disconnect it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this phone call or the way it is. I cannot even talk to you. What is this?
What is
End
this?
of message.
Doesn't know how that works.
Wait, so
does he
I
step
don't
it up?
understand.
Well, can I
What's
say-
disconnected?
First of all, he didn't leave a time, didn't leave his phone number again. I feel like the consistency is broken now.
And
so now we know he's mad.
But every
he's
time he
very
calls us
mad.
disconnected, what does that mean?
The phone is disconnected.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. It's broken. You know how often your cell phones gets disconnected. That's such a common
Right.
thing.
And what the fuck you called again? I see another missed call.
Yeah,
You know?
Ashley.
boy.
Yeah.
So this is this the beginning of the Me Too movement? Is this kind of how this? I feel like this is how it started.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should
absolutely should be.
But there's no way this guy
You
left
are
another.
fucking asshole,
There it is.
motherfucker prostitute. You suck so many dick, motherfucker prostitute cocksucker. You are prostitute just like your mother. You're a fucking asshole cocksucker, motherfucker prostitute, motherfucker.
End of message.
So
4 motherfuckers?
and three or four prostitutes. I would
Yeah.
love to have a counter on that. That sounds like, you know, when somebody takes Spanish 101, when like a white kid takes
Yes.
and he only learns a few cuss words.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah.
says them over and over and over. Like
Yeah.
that's all
You
he
are
learned.
fucking asshole, motherfucker
Mother-
prostitute.
Motherfucker prostitute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Motherfucker prostitute.
Yeah.
This
wait,
is, I mean, this
let's
is
go to number. Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, it gets
Hey, you motherfucker prostitute cocksucker. I know. Tell me, and you say so many bad words. You are prostitute like your mother. So ugly, short motherfucker. You should go and suck so many black dick right in Sunset Boulevard, mother prostitute. You are so ugly, motherfucker. You think I mean it? I said you are beautiful. You are cocksucker, motherfucker, ugly, fucking short girl, cocksucker, motherfucker. Don't call me and say bad words because you are so ugly, motherfucker. You could come and suck my dick. You don't even want it to suck my dick because you are so ugly, motherfucker. I have to put a pillow on your fucking face, not to see your fucking face, ugly, short girl, sucker, motherfucker. Don't call me anymore.
End of message.
cocksucker motherfucker.
I gotta say, this could be a nice monologue piece for you. Like you think? I like it as a performance because
I print it out.
The pause because I have to put the pillow over your face because you're such a ugly motherfucker. I mean, it really emphasized it. You know,
it is very.
I didn't like he
obvious.
went racial. I
Yeah,
didn't
that
think
was a little mean. You just stick to prostitute, cocksucker, motherfucker, and then you've been
not
good.
Necessary.
Black cocks really do matter.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that what Good Morning Julia and this guy have in common, what Dr. Drew was mentioning, was that narcissism.
Yes.
It's the same thing of like he was waiting for Joe to turn ugly like
Yeah.
that. Instead, this guy ended up turning.
That's right. Yeah. So Drew analyzed the Good Morning Julia guy. He was just bracing. He's like, so it's about to get violent or grotesquely sexual, you know? And then
Yeah.
it didn't
Yeah.
go there. And then he was just like, well, this is, you know, this guy's obviously has like kind of sense of grandiose, you know,
Delusions of grandeur.
Yes.
Yes.
And basically most people like that and like this are without shame too. You know, you can't shame them.
Yeah, but this guy, he
He's
does
got
a thing.
rage,
He
too.
does a thing here that's very interesting. If we psychoanalyze
Sure.
this for people that have no background doing this at all or schooling,
Sure,
I'll
go
just
ahead.
say, he says, "You're a cocksucker, motherfucker," and then he says, "You can suck my cock,
Yeah.
motherfucker."
Sure.
And then he
Interesting.
said, "You're too ugly to suck my cock."
Right. He wants it, but he
You
doesn't
can't-
want it. He's playing real hard to get here.
And then go
Yes.
suck some black dicks.
Yeah,
I mean,
why
he's
did he?
throwing it
Why?
all
Oh, maybe
around.
he's into cucking. Maybe he wants to
Maybe.
see her suck other black
Maybe.
cocks.
Yeah.
That's what that seems like.
Yeah.
So you cocksucker, go suck black cocks. You can't suck mine.
You should suck
You
mine.
should suck mine. You're too ugly to suck mine.
I'll cover your head, but let you suck it.
This
that
guy
was his full circle.
He's all over the map. What does he want?
He's emotionally unavailable. Is I think what this is.
Yeah.
That's the breakdown. I think he wished he could be really more attuned with what's going on in his emotions, and
Is
he
that
just
what
can't.
it's a cry for
I
help?
think it's a cry for help. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think his last relationship ended very poorly. I think that's what really happened here. He's trying.
Could you imagine? But this is essentially the guy in the bar who's like,
In
hey,
Brentwood.
what's up?
Brentwood,
in
yeah.
Brentwood. But he's like, hey, what's up? What's your name? And he's drunk, and then you're like, I'm not interested. Well, fuck you, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
it's that.
That
it's
guy's
weird.
It's
always
weird that
seemed
that's a
cool to
real
me.
guy. You've
Oh, he's a
you've experienced
real-
that your whole life.
My whole life, but he's usually very drunk.
Yeah.
So you can see him, coming a mile away. He's
You know it.
You know it the minute he talks to you. He's fuckhead.
But you've had enough guys in your dating life experience that have done that have done that to you. That have been like,
Yeah.
you're hot, and then you're like, I'm good, and they're like, fuck you.
Yes,
That's
a lot.
crazy.
It
Isn't that a cool
happens.
tactic?
I mean, it's got to work all the time.
It happens.
You dated every one of those guys.
Yeah, everyone married. Oh.
Married one.
Every time you're out late night at a bar, by
Yeah.
2 a.m. that guy rolls around.
Right. So alcohol plays
It's
a
a
part.
2 a.m.
Oh, always. But
But-
see, that's
Yeah.
why L.A. closes at 2, and that happens. Places like Chicago, they never close. So you kind of just avoid that to some degree because those guys just keep blacking out all night.
Right.
Yeah.
It's closing time that
It's
makes
smart.
it's that sense of I got to get it
Panic.
now.
Sheer
Yes.
panic.
Yes.
Yeah, but Chicago bars are 4 or 5 a.m. They just end up sleeping there.
That's so
They go
smart.
ask a girl, and the girl's like, I'm good. And they're like, "Pfft," and they just keep drinking. And then they just live there for a day or two.
That's crazy.
I've seen that, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen guys sleep at the bar.
Sleep there.
Put them outside. Put them in an alley or in a,
And then wake up and they're like, I gotta get something to drink.
Yeah. You want something to drink?
Yeah.
It's 7. We started serving an hour ago.
Oh my God.
It's a good life. Hey, if that's all you
Sounds like
got.
a good life. Yeah.
I wonder
Sounds like a nice
why
life.
LA doesn't do that. What's our deal? Because that seems
Well,
pretty
you know,
profitable.
they just had a vote this
Oh, yeah?
past session to put it to 3, maybe to 3 a.m.
And how'd that go?
And they shut it down. It lost by like a landslide.
What?
Yeah, because it was something about there's a budget increase then in police force
to deal with the drugs.
to deal with assholes that are leaving the bar
the
blacked
noise
out.
problems.
Yeah, there's
too,
all
and
sorts of
mayhem
bullshit.
You'd
in
think that
LA.
there would be just like a bump of people spending money out that it would be worth it though.
I don't. Maybe not though.
Maybe
See,
not.
You say that, but I think like a lot of times people get so fucked up so early. I think
true.
most people leave the bar before 2 a.m.
Yeah.
because they know it's going to close. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to either go get more liquor
Right.
and go to someone's house. I feel like at 2 a.m. only on peak, maybe a Saturday night is the bar packed when it closes. Every other night of the week, it's like, staggered. I feel like every time I go out and I see that, if I've ever closed a bar, I look around, I'm like, we're pretty sad. There's like 15 of us sad people here
Yeah.
staring at each other. The lights
Yeah.
go on. You're like, we should go home. Everyone's like, yeah, this is a bummer. This is like a really pathetic end to our
well,
night.
in England, it closes at 11
Yeah. Well,
Or
but
11:30
British people
maybe,
drink
right?
all day.
all day. So you start earlier.
Yeah, they don't really have. I don't think they care because they're like they wake up and like, oh, grab a pint and get some
Yeah.
eggs and beans. You know,
I don't know how you last. Yeah, you can't last if you really do that.
Wait, if you
Like the
start in
days where
afternoon?
you're like it's morning. You're like, let's get drinking right now.
Can't do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
People do it, and I'm so impressed. I'm going to be honest. If I say like, oh, we're going to a baseball game, and I'm going to have a couple beers, the night is called off.
Yeah.
Whatever was going to
Yeah.
happen that night can't exist.
It's over.
Yeah, won't exist.
totally
I'll be
over.
at home, and people are like, you have to come out.
Do you remember when you fucked that guy Rick in Charlotte? You told me. Will you tell that story?
100%. So I met Rick in Charlotte. Well, I should say this. I met him in the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Yeah.
So I met him in the mountains, and we were both hiking.
Yes, and
What happened is I'm hiking during the day, and I was a little bit sad and lonely. I was getting in a big fight with my significant other, and this guy Rick, I was out of water. My camel pack had ran out of water, and Rick had a camel pack, had one of the 12-gallon, the bigger ones.
So at first it's just like necessity. I
was kind of bending over, dry coughing, and he goes, hey bud, he's on another peak. You thirsty? I said, I'd love it. And he goes, you can suck on my pole. So that's what they call him, suck on my poles,
right.
sharing camelbacks.
Yeah.
So he, walks over to the other peak with me, and I give him a big hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Big guy.
big guy, real big guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like real heavy, probably like 330, 345.
Wow.
But not tall. He was
So short.
4'10",
Yeah.
but 350, 365 maybe. And he shoved his
Really big guy.
pole in my mouth. Yeah, big guy. Shoved it right in my mouth. And just made me suck. And I sucked it down. And I said, I have a show tonight. I'd love you to come see me do stand up. And he said, no chance, but you can meet me at my hotel afterwards. And he's not a comedy fan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
It was
So
nuts.
you still went and did your show.
Bombed 2 sets because I just was thinking about Rick the whole time.
Yeah.
And the moment I got off the second set, the owner was like, I'm fucking so mad, and I was like, I got to roll, dude. And I went right to that Hyatt and just.
Yeah. How fun was that?
It was, at first, it was a little daunting, to be honest with you, because he is a large man.
Yeah.
And I just didn't, there was never a discussion over top or bottom. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So,
How was recovery?
It's not bad. I mean, not too bad, at least. He made me an ice bath, which it takes so many trips to go to the hallway because of the ice machines.
Yeah.
But
And it's
he made
never
me an
enough
bath.
ice, probably. at
Never,
first.
ever. Just a little baby bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we borrowed a few buckets from other people. We kind of it was like a community
Yeah.
thing. It was like pass the bucket down, and everyone was like, "Why are we doing this? Is someone sick? Is someone hurt?" And, you know, I bent over, I opened up my moon pie, and I showed him what happened.
Yeah.
And I sat in there for about an hour and a half, and everything was fine.
I gotta say, it's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah. But
Wow.
can I update you on something? Because
Yeah.
you've asked me a few times. Rick has fled the country.
Where is
Why?
You know, he said I got a suspicious email. I have some weird suspicious email, and it just said, I'm leaving and I'm going to the Netherlands. So I think this fall is going to be my trip to the Netherlands to try to find Rick.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh.
You could probably build a tour around it and write it off, you know?
I'd love that. I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
But then again, I'll be thinking about Rick, not comedy the whole time.
Yeah, you'll bomb.
So I'll be just bombing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's so romantic.
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is, you know. And in this modern age, no one really talks about. Nobody really romanticizes. Every time two guys have like a gay joke in film, they're always like, "Oh, you know, it's just too cheap." This was real love.
This was real.
Yeah,
This was cool.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time. I got to tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember when I met Santino, I was like, "Hey, Tom." He goes, "I'm just glad you're not named Rick." I was like, "That's a weird thing to say."
Sure.
You know?
Yeah,
go,
but
why? And then he told me the whole story.
Oh.
I was like, "Do you say that to everybody?" And he's like, "If they're not named Rick, I do."
Most men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't trust most guys after experiences like that.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So I just, you know, that and that stuck with me. And I know you brought it up because it's the podcast, but it does stings a little bit.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is your show, and
That's true. That's
you know,
true.
I'm gonna let it go.
I didn't mean to hijack.
No,
the moment
come
or
on.
anything.
No.
It's not disrespectful.
Not at all. No,
Um,
it's respectful. It's respectful because it's your house. It's
Thank
your
you.
mom's house.
I want to make something clear. We are overjoyed, first of all, that you're going to the Netherlands to find Rick.
Yep.
But secondly, that Whiskey Ginger, your podcast that everyone should subscribe to,
please
download, review, thumbs up, stars, write a love letter. Also, you will very soon be able to watch watch his podcast here on this YouTube channel. He's going to record it in this set over here.
Yep.
And the video will be coming up on Mondays starting in like 2 weeks. Is that right? Or something like that?
Give or take.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be a regular thing where you can watch the video on the YouTube channel or you can download and listen to Whiskey Ginger. You are hilarious, dude. So
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
super pumped that you're doing it.
Thank you. I'm excited. You know, like I know this sounds like I'm pandering, but you guys are kind of. I mean, there's only 2 or 3 people that really told me to kind of get into it, and you guys are kind of part of the reason that I did it. I avoided doing a podcast for a long time because I just was like, I don't know, and I like doing other people's podcasts, but I just didn't. I just didn't feel like I was like, I don't have anything to offer and all that shit. But you guys were kind of the part of the last thing that pushed me over the edge to do it.
Oh, and Rick,
honestly,
do it for Rick,
and do it for Rick,
and he can hear it.
But
Plus,
I have this weird fear.
You were
that,
natural, man. You were natural.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I have this weird fear he's not listening. That's the weird thing, you know, and that kind of eats me alive.
There could be like a cool Easter egg in every episode for Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Rick.
Yeah, like maybe you get a Camelback and you kind of do things.
That's my Carol Burnett sign off. I suck a little bit of a Camelback for Rick.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, you know, I don't remember what you said was his favorite food, but maybe we put a little bit.
You don't remember what I said?
I forget.
Are you
completely.
serious?
Wait, was it pistachios or
It was a chicken paillard pistachio mash.
That's elaborate.
Wow.
Elaborate? I feel I've told you this 10 or 12
No, I'm saying
times.
it's elaborate to have set up, you know, to get. I was thinking put a little bowl of it on the.
You have a studio here. We got these guys can cook some shit up.
All right.
I'm sending a recipe and I want that every time.
All right.
That's in my rider.
What is it? A
damn it.
pistachio?
It's a chicken paillard pistachio mash. Wow. Have you never had that?
No, I've never
It's a
even heard of
delicious
it.
dish. Well,
What?
Rick turned me on to it. Oh my God. Can we move on? If I talk about Rick some more, this is going to really.
That's crazy.
It's going to bury me.
I don't want to get
emotionally.
you going, but I also
No.
have this clip.
Lick my ass. Lick my ass. Yeah. Lick it.
Sorry.
Memories in the corner of my mind. That really goes deep for me.
I have a clip of Christina I haven't played yet on the show.
Yeah.
Ready?
Great.
Yeah.
Black dicks. Hello. I'm available.
There you go.
You sound great there, by the way.
Thanks. It's like my older career. It's my career before.
How did you skip out on having the Valley voice?
Because I thought I know. I think.
Were you super conscious of it?
Well,
An
listen, I'll
affectation?
tell you what. When I get with my BFF Shona, who grew up in the Valley too, we regress into like,
Yeah.
oh my
That is
god,
true.
dude, like fucking bro, like dude, bro, like bro, you know.
But
Valley?
Valley up?
Upspeak.
Upspeak?
That was a revival with Paris Hilton, I think, and those girls. But
She
no,
did
I
that, huh?
wasn't into that shit.
Paris Hilton was kind of like the
Nicole
pinnacle of that.
Richie, I think, and that girl brought it back. I don't know, but it was big in the 80s.
Speaking of comeback, you know Lindsay Lohan has got a TV show now.
Does she? Yeah,
Do you guys know
I've
this?
heard about
MTV. I just saw a billboard on Sunset and I immediately Googled it. That's the name of the show. I Googled it. She has a fucking show on TV.
What is it about? Rehab or something?
Yeah, I imagine it's life. It's her life. It's just it's a reality show.
It's got to be sad though. She was so talented.
I know. Isn't that weird that talented goes the other way?
Yeah.
I like it's. I never. That's so strange to me.
So fucked up.
When you're kind of mediocre and you fall off, like when I end up falling off, people will go, yeah, okay, that's fine. But when you like when you're like huge and you're the thing,
Guys, back with Rick for sure now. Look at him. Yeah.
You put Rick in my head. Rick used to tell me, "You're not worth it." That was kind of my favorite. That would turn me on. You're not worth this. And he had this sweet, deep voice.
We have to get a search party out there looking.
We got to
Rick.
find Rick in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We do.
You guys
410.
have you toured the Netherlands?
365. No.
Well, can we go so we can maybe?
But, here's the thing, He's gonna stand out. Those people are all long and lean. You know.
Yeah. You'll find
You're
him.
gonna mention it. People are like, oh, you talking about Rick? Like short, fat Rick? Yeah, man, I know exactly. I know.
Everybody
Short,
knows.
fat, Gay Rick.
Yeah.
That's the name of the tour.
Camelback, yeah.
Let's find Rick.
Let's
find Rick. The tour. I'll go. I'm so down. I'm very down.
Sorry, Lindsay Lohan's.
No, nothing. I feel she's doing a TV show, and I can't. It's just like so funny to think that
there's so much good garbage television.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. I think it. Do you watch The Bachelor bullshit or no?
No, we're really
Wait, the what?
deep.
Into The Bachelor?
No.
Oh no,
It just started.
We don't like
We're
that.
watching
we like
90 Day
other
Fiancé,
bad stuff.
which
Yeah,
is
I'm all over it. Are you kidding me?
so good.
It's one of my favorite shows I've ever seen in my
It's one of the
entire
best
life.
shows of all time.
Ever created.
Yes.
Ever created. You know what
How
breaks
about
my heart?
Love After Lockup too?
Love After that. One's
I like
great.
it, but 90 Day has more drama.
You like okay?
Yeah, 90 Day has better drama for me. The kid, and the names are bad. I'm bad with names, but the kid who has the wife that has the baby over in Russia that he had to come back to the United States. Yeah, I believe their love. I actually believe
do
their.
too.
I actually
I like
believe their
that.
love.
And do you also
I like
empathize with
them.
him when you see him getting angry? You're like, you're young. You just got to work this shit out.
Totally.
Man. Take a couple deep breaths.
Yeah.
They're just kids like going through a weird love struggle, and I buy that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's so much responsibility at such a young age.
Whose love
in
do you
another
not
country.
buy the most?
Well, there is literally no love between the girl who has two kids from two different dads, the blonde girl with the Jamaican guy.
See, she does have two
She
children.
does have kids?
I
Yeah.
thought so, but you
she's
don't
mentioned
see
it.
them.
She's mentioned it. Well,
Okay.
okay. Another reason that I don't believe it's real love because this woman has two children you never even see. You're
Okay,
like, what, does she
yeah,
hide
why
them?
are
Well,
they-
this is what she mentioned. I go,
thought
I don't.
so.
But then you're watching like 3 episodes and you're like,
She
they've
doesn't
never
bring
come
them
up
up.
again.
They're
So-
probably with their father, so she can do this nonsense show.
I got
my
you.
God.
See, that's why I don't believe in any of that. Also, like, I think he cheated on the wedding day, which is a bold move. I mean, if you're going,
Wait, we're not that far yet. We haven't made it to the wedding day. The
Oh,
Jamaican
boy.
guy. Hold on.
Sorry.
No, my
Sorry.
favorite, our
Sorry.
favorite couple is the
She's got a
Brazilian
nice-
woman.
I'm
Who's
the
like-
I'm the queen bitch. That girl who's like on the stairs. She's like,
She goes, I like your biggie house and the coty. Could we get to biggie pool? She's so great, and she hates the mother.
say Biggie Pooley.
We get to biggie pool, and her teeth are enormous.
She's like a nice car, and people know, wow, gold is coming.
Look, big money. Her teeth are bigger than veneers. You know how veneers are big? They're
yes.
bigger than those.
She's like the Steve Harvey's.
She's
big teeth.
she's good, and the kid in that's the Vegas. That's Vegas.
Yeah,
that's the
and she
Vegas.
hates Vegas.
That's my favorite part. That he
That's
lives with his
the
mom, and
best.
she hates the place that they live, and he lives with his mom. That
Yeah.
poor guy. I feel
guy.
so bad for him. It's not
Yeah.
even fun anymore. Do you know there's like some people on the show? You're like, I don't feel bad. You trapped yourself. Like the dad that disowned his daughters, so the
Yeah.
other girls could. It's like. Dude, I don't feel bad for you. But the Vegas guy I feel sad for because he loves Vegas, he loves his mom. This girl's like, fuck Vegas, your mom is bitch. And he's like, I love you.
Yeah.
You're my dream girl.
It's
But Colt, we always say like, because Colt at one point he's like, well, everyone knows a boy's best friend is his mom, and then they have like a joint bank account. He and his mother.
33.
He's 33.
I know.
And then
but
she's like, what about when we get married? What are you going to do as far as the bank account? He's like, just keep you on it, you know? So
all three of us.
All 3 of us.
Yeah, be like a big happy family.
My mom, my wife, and I, fucking share a checking account.
A biggie checking account.
It's so imagine the fights that will come from that. That the
Oh my
mother is
God.
like fighting with the Brazilian over what she saw she bought on their check. I mean, like couples do that, husbands and wives do that. Whoa, that was way better than yours.
Wow, yeah, that was.
Dude, are you pushing off the leather? Are you getting lift?
That's the best day of my life. This is the best day.
That's
of
the best day of your life?
Yeah.
Well,
So much-
she did say kids wedding farts, but now
Yeah.
that's 2 farts, so I feel like that moves
kind
up.
of moves up a little bit.
Man, that was fun.
That's a really good
Hey,
fart.
can I tell you something?
Sure, go ahead.
You have great compression in your farts.
Let's talk about it.
It just sounds like a perfect bubble came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like a perfect fart bubble just.
Yeah.
Tom's was more like.
You know,
that's 'cause there's
little
poo-poo
ripply.
in
Yeah,
it.
there's a little poo poo in there. Yeah.
I'm so mad because
Why?
I had such killer farts today.
You did, I know.
And then
You let them all go.
None of them got captured. You know, it's like when you're trying
Yeah.
to get a set and you're like, I fucking killed it last night.
What
then you set up
happened?
the camera. And you're
Yeah.
like, nothing.
Hey, can we say this?
Yeah.
Your farts are just as valid as her farts.
Yeah, why are you
Don't
why are
get
you
down.
fart hating? I mean,
You're fart shaming. You're fart shaming yourself.
Yeah.
I know. I should just celebrate yours, you know?
yeah, try to be happy for me.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That was a really cool fart.
But you
had.
know what?
Yeah.
Next episode, you're going to have some farts of your own.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
And
Josh
this is love.
Said he heard that without headphones in there.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm so happy. You know what I'm really happy about is the people listening to this podcast wearing their earbuds. Now they can hear the fart clearly.
Imagine someone with a good sound system in their car. The bass on that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Talk about new advertisers.
Just opening the gates for
Man.
marketing.
It's like, hello, money.
Well, how many other podcasts do you know that have fart
Excellent.
mics?
You know who does have it?
Who?
Your mom's house.
That's right.
That's fucking right. That's
you
the
gotta
only
go.
one.
That you're the only one who has it.
I know. Let me build. I also didn't eat like a big enough thick breakfast. I'm really mad. I was on the run this morning. But if I had a big breakfast, this is about the time that I'm letting them ride. Like I had to go pee in there before the
You
show.
had a run? You went for a run?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like I had to pee before the show. But like I thought another hour and I'll have to shit. And I was kind of bummed I couldn't shit here.
Yeah.
Because I would have loved to christen this place with my shit day one.
Oh,
he
yeah.
did already.
No, I mean on a personal level.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
do
right,
like to make myself known in a place that I'm new to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like every time I go to a meeting in Hollywood, I always shit. I'm not joking. I have a cappuccino machine in my house, and I make probably 3 or 4 shots of espresso.
Oh, wow, that's a
yeah.
lot.
Do you time it out so that you know when
Yeah, if the meeting's at 11 o'clock, I'm up at like 8 o'clock to like do work, whatever, and I have my last sip about an hour and a half prior to
and that'll
getting the
set
meeting.
you up. That'll give you
Perfect.
90
Wow.
minutes.
Because I can show up 10 minutes before the meeting. I can go in the lobby awkwardly, talk to the one. Where is the bathroom? It's right here. It's in the office. Perfect.
Do you let people know in the meeting what happened? Or are you like, hey, just so you guys know?
Sometimes I say to the receptionist, I go, got a lot of stomach issues. Just so that might get passed down the
Yeah,
line. On,
they're like,
on one of those e-boards.
"That
That's like,
Santino guy?"
Santino's shitting here.
And he let me know.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah, I
is
just
that
let
a
her know.
power move? And they're like, that's definitely
I think it's a power move. I bring my own baby wipes wherever I go.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
in case. Yeah, I do. They're
Where
in
in
my
your
car.
pocket? Oh,
They're
in
in
your
my car. Yeah, just in case I need to, clean up.
You know what I used to do? I used to have comedy deodorant in my glove box.
Oh, that's really smart.
Before I used to be so nervous, and I would just to put on an extra layer before stand-up
Do you,
shows.
do you does your sweat smell? Do you have a smelly sweat? Because I sweat a lot sometimes,
no,
but it
I
won't
don't think
smell.
so.
No, she doesn't
No,
smell.
I'm not smelling.
Well,
but
then it doesn't matter. Then who cares about
no,
them?
but then you get the rings on your shirt on stage. Like I would be so nervous that I would get the sweat rings.
Third idea.
Yeah.
We're going to make our third product as shirts that come with
Jesus.
sweat rings.
Oh, that's so cool.
They're already
you got
there.
the built-in socks, the sweat rings.
That's it.
And then didn't we have something else? Oh, the fart or
The
no,
pee
piss-
catcher.
Well, the pea catcher in the front,
Yeah.
which, by the way, will be our highest seller.
I mean,
I think so.
So are we just chopping up our like a billion? We just have like forklifts carrying the money around that we're making from these ideas, or
I guess
what?
somehow. Can you guys help carrying money in there?
Any idea?
Yeah, I feel like they can.
cool.
They'll figure it out.
So we have like a gift for just being sent the coolest guys on the internet. And
I know that.
this these videos of just like guys that are out there. There's a certain criteria, usually the way it looks, and anyways, here's a new one.
No,
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Already a great image.
I don't want to hear it. I
yeah.
already don't want it.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Not interested.
Hear him
I'm
out.
Very.
Here's my question, okay?
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to meet a girl just to fucking fuck, bro? Why does every girl want to come in your life and make your life fucking complicated?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Preach.
Yeah.
True. Every single piece of that was true.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? Why can't we find a girl to fuck?
This guy looks like a Cro-Magnon.
He does.
Right?
What is that?
Really does.
What is that Spanish
Looks
for
like
beautiful?
He looks like a beautiful caveman.
A beautiful
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Is this a Geico ad?
That's
it
right.
really
It's
looks
like
like
that
it.
stupid. Yeah.
What else is?
Meanwhile, their life and their situation is solely fucking upside down, okay? But they want to fucking come disrupt your life. I don't understand this shit, okay? A lot of women out there are fucking full of shit, and they're stupid.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Here's what's weird. He says
There's
their
so
life
much
is upside
weird.
down. I
Right.
feel like perhaps his might be upside down.
Well,
What's in the
I
background?
will tell you this
know, what's
before
in
we
the
play this.
background?
This fits
All
the
boxes.
mold for a perfect Your Mom's House video.
Go ahead, Tom. What are the criteria?
Well, horrific camera angle.
Got it.
Got it. Less than ideal lighting.
Perfect.
The shirtless.
Shirtless.
Yeah.
Double,
Shirtless is
double
huge.
check.
Yeah.
Either missing teeth and or unkempt in a general sense.
This guy knocked that one out of the fucking park.
And some type of either drug-induced or mental delusions that lead to a rant that is aggressive in nature and or disturbing.
Well, and also don't forget
Yeah.
location.
It's a cool
Right.
place.
Yeah.
And where is he? In an FX shop, because there's a mummy behind him wrapped in an American flag. I don't know even what that is.
Imagine this guy.
What is this?
Picks you up for a date. He's like, come check out
my
this place.
God.
You stupid fucking bitch.
Come inside, you dumb bitch. Dinner was good. You want to come inside, you stupid
Stupid bitch. Jesus Christ.
Let's see it.
What
One
is
thing to
this?
fuck with my head, but ain't nobody gonna fuck with my brother's head. I'm not letting that shit go down. So
what?
bitches can go kick rocks. I don't know. But I don't understand why it's so hard to meet a girl just to fucking fuck. I said it. You don't like it, delete me. Ban me. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa, dude! Why does his
He brought his
brother have
brother into
anything to do with this?
I don't know.
It'd be nice. It would be nice if we saw his brother's side of it. His brother was like, "Dude, I don't support any of
Brother's
that
like,
shit."
"What?
It looks
Talking
like a
about, man?
skeleton in the background, like a.
It's
Looks fine. It looks normal. What are you talking about? What do you have in your room? I mean, shit. This is just stuff.
All right,
man.
but this relationship shit with bitches, go clean up your own backyard before you come to a nigga's backyard asking for
Whoa.
Time out. Why are they outside? Get inside if you're going to be on a date. You put them near all that cool stuff you got in the room. Don't be in the backyard.
Cool stuff.
Cool. What is this man's name, by the way?
Who is it, Ted?
Is this Ted?
I think so.
Is this Ted?
Isn't it?
I imagine a Ted. I was going for something like
Yeah, he dropped. He dropped.
Big words.
He did, right?
He did.
He did. He
Yeah.
dropped. He dropped quite big words.
Yeah.
God, the angle. And here's the thing. He's already not a traditionally handsome man.
Time out. What
Yeah,
makes you say
what
that?
the fuck?
What the fuck makes
is
you
your
say
problem?
that? Are you taking shots at this guy's looks? What is it
Sorry.
about this guy that's
Guys,
not
you're
hot?
right. You're right. No, I should be.
Wait, this guy looks fucking awesome. What are you talking
Give me
about?
two
I'm
things.
sorry,
Give
you
me two
guys-
things that you find unattractive about him. Just two. Seriously,
And
go.
if you say no's, it doesn't count. Go.
Go. What's unattractive about this guy?
Yeah.
With your
What's
Guys,
what's
he's
not
a-
appealing from this
I'm
angle?
sorry. You're
Go
right.
ahead.
You're
No,
right.
no, no.
You're right.
Don't
no,
back down.
No,
at
he's
first
right.
I was like, is this Brad Pitt on a bad day? Maybe the angles. Here's the deal, man. Like, if you're already on that side, wouldn't you try to make the angle flattering? Like, you just know, like, not under here is never good. It's never going to be good from here. Never.
I feel like this
At
might be
least
his most
up
dominant.
Here,
What if he's extreme? What if he's
Yeah.
what if he's an LP and this is his best angle is up?
no, you
What?
think so?
If he's an LP,
I never thought of that.
yeah.
Oh my
'cause if-
God! Look at the doll behind him. See the Bread of Chucky doll.
shit.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah.
gorgeous art.
Yeah.
That's
it's
just
so
straight
cool.
gorgeous art. Can you zoom in on that
What's up?
on that doll?
What is that doll?
Can
That
you
is
just like
terrifying.
zoom in on that doll in the background? Look at that.
What's
guy
up on my Instagram heads? I'm on a roll today because women are fucking stupid. Okay, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude,
okay,
rock
I don't
on.
understand why it's so difficult for good guys to meet a fucking sane woman. I don't understand why every woman's a fucking stupid idiot.
Could there be like some? Could there maybe be like some paralysis or something going on?
Yeah.
Like just the way that
So maybe we should feel bad for him.
the chest
We should
doesn't
always
move.
feel bad
You
for
know.
What if he's okay? You're gonna feel bad. What if he's legless?
He's not legless.
How do you know? We don't see any of his legs.
He would make it an issue. He would make it an issue.
That might be where this anger is stemming from. This is old legless Ted. I feel bad for old legless, and here you are throwing shots at his looks.
Oof. Hey guys, you're
like,
right.
what am I
You're
looking
right.
at
I'm
on the
sorry.
lower left frame there? Is that a tattoo?
God, I want to know what those tattoos are so
Right?
bad. Yeah,
Oh right.
I want to know. It looks like a bird wing almost.
You know what's probably
Yeah,
right
like
off
an
screen that
angel's-
you
Yeah.
don't see, Christina, you big
What?
meanie? It's the straw that he blows in to make the chair move. You know? He's like,
He is
"You
not.
fucking stupid bitch." and then it moves another couple
He
feet.
is not. Don't you put that on me.
Hey, do you really are gonna
That's funny.
Are you gonna be this mean to this man?
Don't you guys? Don't you put this on me?
I don't understand it. I just don't. Do you understand? We are in the situation we are in because woman ate the apple. It is woman's fucking fault. Give me back my fucking rib and go back to where the fuck you came from.
Dude,
This
he
dude's
is
tight.
religiously informed as well.
This dude knows what's up for sure.
You telling me if this guy sent this video out and you saw it, you wouldn't think, I'd give him a shot. I'd let him take
You
me
would.
out. Come on.
Well, he does make some good points.
Where's your first date with him?
Oh, let's think about it. Hold on, let me
I
really
do-
think. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
think
Where's your
about it.
first date?
No, I know. First of all, is he gonna call? No, it's texts. Like
He'll call you from a payphone.
yeah.
He'll call you
He'll
from a
find the
payphone.
one.
He'll find the one payphone.
at the airport.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's got to be a weird location. I'm
Yeah.
at my brother's house. in
I'm at my
Reseda.
brother's house.
I can't believe how big his dick was.
Yeah, you know, his brother.
No, I'm gonna. I gotta take the bus down to see my cars in the shop.
In the shop is such a great lie. His
Yeah.
car's been in the shop for
Yeah.
his whole life.
He doesn't have a car.
Never had a car.
No.
So he takes the bus and he says, "How about we meet at the restaurant?"
Do you think it's a restaurant or do you think he's gonna go Starbucks?
Well, I think that's what he calls. He calls everything a restaurant.
How quick? How quickly do you think he goes from like, all right, we're like, so 3:00,
Yeah.
to like, you fucking stupid cunt? Do you think it's a matter of if you're like,
That's
I don't know
so
about
true.
3, and he's like, fucking bitch. You're like,
Yeah.
no, I was saying like 3:15. All right.
He's real.
Do you think he's like
mean and then
right
sweet?
on
Yeah.
the edge of?
Andrew, what's his life like?
Ted?
Yeah.
Well,
Because you're really
Teddy.
good. You're
Yeah.
really
Ted-
good at
Teddy?
nailing
Teddy,
this.
yeah.
Teddy?
You analyzed this last time. Remember?
Yeah,
you did a
Teddy.
Great
Well,
job.
here's the thing about Teddy, and
Go
the thing
ahead.
that I said that I knew that you didn't know is he is legless, and that is the truth.
that's
When Tom
true.
said about the chair, that's true.
Okay.
Okay. So he does take the bus, and that's only because the
Right.
buses are equipped with already chair loading
wheelchair.
accessibility.
How big of a side
You
does
should
the-
feel bad about
does
that.
the bus driver let when he sees the chair at the stop? Is he
Who,
like-
Mike? The bus driver,
Yes,
Mike?
he like Mike like, all right, it's gonna take a second. Like,
Yeah.
you think it's really annoying to him every time?
It used to be, but I can tell you, this guy's chock full of good jokes, and he always tells a
Oh.
good joke when he gets
This
on.
guy?
Ted's
wow.
pretty good at
You think so?
small, quick stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he says, like when he was rolling on the bus
Yeah.
the first time, Mike was annoyed, and he's like, "Come on, dude, like." Speed it up, and he's like, he goes, look, you got a leg up on me, you know what I mean?
Oh, and then
Lifted up his, his fakies, he
Yeah.
lifted up his,
Yeah.
and Mike thought,
Mike's
this
like,
guy's got a good sense of humor.
all right, so now he's like, hey, Teddy,
Right.
Yeah.
The second couple of times, he did hold up the bus an insignificant amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a girl at the bus stop he was calling a stupid bitch and a cunt. And
Right.
yeah, he was yelling at her.
Like these rants are common for Ted.
For Ted, very, very
Yeah.
common. But it all stems from the fact that his brother has a bigger cock.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a big issue in their family.
So
And
does he
He
live?
jacked off in 4 strokes.
Yeah.
it's just a fact about their family.
And do they live together, he and his brother still? Or does he live alone? Does this guy have his own apartment? Is
No.
he going to take me back to his own place?
No,
is
Ted and
what
his
I'm
brother
saying.
live together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the dolls and the skeletons and
yeah,
all the cool
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, they share a room in a house in Tarzana. So it's somebody else's home. We don't really know those people, to be honest with you, but they live together
Do you
in
realize
this room.
for
That
sure
is-
Ted goes like, you like dolls and artifacts and stuff like
Yes,
that? And if
yes,
you're like,
yes.
no, I don't want to see that shit. He's like, you fucking idiot bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm sorry.
Like here, I'll be the girl and on the date with Ted.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go ahead and give
Yeah.
it to me. Give it to
Okay.
me. This is how
You're
it
the
goes.
girl?
I'm the girl.
So, Christina, are you familiar with Hummel figurines?
Not really. What is?
Oh, I collect them. I have an extensive collection.
Oh,
You don't like Hummel? Fuck you, bitch. Is that what you're saying? Is that how it
Yes.
goes?
That was pretty good.
That was really
That
good.
was really good.
And do you see
now-
my reaction?
Yeah,
I
she
went
was
like this, but you know what I really went like?
Yeah.
My pussy's wet.
Yeah.
The moment you yelled at me like that,
Yeah.
I got
You know,
why
I could
this.
see it, by the way.
Yeah.
That read as, I'm terrified. Where can I go with you?
Yeah.
You know?
Where can I go?
It goes
Yeah.
back and then
Yeah,
right in.
That's what you were like.
I'm scared.
"Oh,
I'd
I
like to
like
fuck.
you." Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's
Isn't
what. That's kind of his
That's
rhythm.
why he does it.
Yeah.
Because he's had that happen so many times. Like,
Multiple.
yeah.
But seriously, where does this guy go on a first date? Like, I'm being serious.
Well, I feel like if you do, you get the call, you take an Uber, he takes the bus, and he says, let's meet up. He says, let's meet up at this. Let's meet up at a tire rack. Like to change. You know, he's got to meet there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's where his brother works
Tire
at
rack.
the tire rack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tire rack.
it's a tire exchange store.
You don't want tires?
And his brother works there. He shows you some of the dopest tires that they've got that month on sale.
Yeah.
And if you're kind of
That's
not
kinda
into that
true.
thing,
That's true.
if you're not into that, he's like, all right, you're a stupid fucking bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Do you not like Pirellis?
Like
you dumb
you
fucking
dumb
cunt?
bitch.
Yeah.
What are you, a Michelin bitch? Get the fuck out of my life.
He tells his brother, show this bitch these P1s, and she was like,
She didn't get it.
for sure. And then his
Kick
brother's
rocks,
like,
bitch.
yeah, it's fucking dumb bitch.
Dumb
I knew she wasn't
bitches.
gonna work out.
So that was the
Okay.
test. That's the test. If you
Right.
let's just say you pass the test.
Right. I love P150 tires.
You do? That
Oh,
shit is tight, you dumb bitch. I love that you love that shit. Fuck yeah, dude. You want to go to dinner,
Should
you
we
fucking
fuck?
tramp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. He says, let's go get something to eat. Where do you think he's going to take you?
This is what I'm wondering. I'm
Yeah.
being serious. Now,
Can I tell you
Del
something?
Taco?
Too easy. Too easy. No, because that's kind of
Pizza.
that's kind of nice too.
I think it goes like this. You want to get something to eat?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm not hungry.
That's it.
That's it.
Kick
That's
rocks.
it?
And
Kick
you're like,
rocks.
All right, I guess I'll eat later. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you will.
It's fucking expensive.
Dumb bitch want to eat food all the time. Nope. He's got to blow out.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to blow out. You know where I think he might take you? You know where I think he might take you?
I don't know.
Someone like
I
you.
can't.
Someone like you because you're prettier than the average girl.
Oh, wow.
Average girl, he probably treats a
Wow.
little bit worse.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. For
But someone like you, I feel like he would take you to a John's. You know, the other, not Vons, but John's.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would take you to a John's to the deli department, let you pick out your own Sammy. I feel like he'd let you build your
just
own.
a few meats, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
like, you like ham? And they're like, he's like, ham's on sale.
Yep.
Give her two slices of ham.
Two meats tops, bitch. You're like, can I get the Italian? He's like, yeah, right, bitch. I'm not letting you get 4 kinds of fucking meat. Capicola and get out of
What
here.
kind of bread? He's not giving her bread, just give her the slices. Like that. And the guy's like, all right,
Put it on her hand.
Yeah, hand sandwiches. You
Yeah.
go out for hand sandwiches with Ted.
You don't need to eat bread. Bread, you get fat. No one wants a fat bitch. All right, let's roll.
So then when you're turned on, after your meal, he's rolling out of there. And you got to go back. You go back to his crib. And you're down to fuck.
can't.
Are you
No.
down to fuck at this point?
I mean, aren't you turned on from the whole experience so far? He's talked to you cool. He's taking you to cool places.
This guy is a
Took
fucking
you to get
babe.
some of the ham, some sliced ham.
You got two hand sandwiches.
The sad thing is, I can picture the woman that is into him. Like, there's a woman broken enough who's like,
please.
buddy,
Well, she's
bought
like,
me
this
a
is what I'm
sandwich.
worth.
This is what
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is nice. He gave me this meat.
Give me a nice hand sandwich.
and,
Yeah.
And he's only called me a bitch like 6 times. It's not that
Whatever.
bad.
I think he's just playing.
Yeah.
I think he's just joking around when he
he's-
calls me a dumb bitch.
He's got
That's
an
just his thing.
aggressive sense of
Yeah.
humor.
You get back to his place where his brother is there in the room. You walk in the room. His brother is curating some of the doll work.
I couldn't believe how big his dick was.
Yeah.
What's with the dolls, though? I'm being serious. Why does Ted collect the dolls?
That's their passion. It's always been something that him and his brother have been into. I don't know if that's something to laugh at, by the way. That's really their passion.
Yeah, like some people have like a bunch of Steelers shit in their house.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, they-
People who
the
collect
dolls.
sports memorabilia, this is the same thing.
Sure.
This is their true
So-
love and
It's
passion.
an investment, too, because
Sure.
those dolls are worth a lot.
I mean, I like football. Are you going to mock me?
Right. Right.
So you get back there, his brother's in the
can't.
room. His
I
brother's in the
can't.
room, and his brother is already derobed.
Oh, so he expects me to do.
And his brother's got working legs, though.
He has
for
nice,
sure.
thick working legs.
Yeah.
His brother can squat like 550. It's insane. No, his brother's derobed because that's how they work in the nude.
What?
They work in the
Yeah.
nude. They curate in the nude.
You don't want to have all the paint and all the bullshit all over your clothes.
But are you going to ruin some of your nice shit?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's why he's shirtless there. They're curating.
Yeah. They're making stuff.
They're making cool stuff. And so his brother, and then he says, would you like to derobe and help us with some of the, are you not going to get naked and help him curate?
Right now that you put it that way.
Yeah, I feel like that's an obvious.
But it's natural to be nude and curate because you're trying. I get it now that you're. I get it now. Sorry, I see it.
And you know what happens at the end of the night? Tom, do you know what happens?
What happens?
They're done curating.
Yeah.
He gets you a bus ticket home.
Wow.
He doesn't even try to fuck you, you dumb bitch.
That's really cool.
Well, he buys me, but the last bus runs at 9:30, so
he's got that down.
But it's dark out. Does
You
he
think
walk
he doesn't know
me?
the bus schedule?
Does he,
Do you
But
think
does he
that you'd
walk
be
me
like,
to the
hey,
stop? Does he walk me to the
blows
bus
you,
stop?
He blows you to the, or he blows
Well,
along to the stop.
At first, you're like, he goes, "I'll get you a bus ticket home," and you're like, "Oh, I think it's like $8.50." He's like, "I'm not giving you the money, you stupid bitch. I'm not going to let you spend it wherever you want. I'm getting you a ticket so that you make sure that you spend the money on the ticket and not pocket it, try to get rich off of them." You know?
Which does sound like something that women have done to him in the past, which is why he got mad.
Yeah.
He gave them cash. He's like, "Yo, this is for your bus, bitch."
Yeah.
And they went and got something else.
Yeah, I gotta
he
get
heard to the
lipstick,
grape.
you
Right.
know, and-
oh, you go to Sephora, you fucking bitch?
Yeah.
You bought some rouge?
There you
Bitch.
go.
That was for the bus.
It's for the bus. Use the money for what I fucking told you to use it for, you know?
Some rouge.
But here's the thing.
That's what my mother used to call it. Rouge. What's rouge?
On your way home, you're on
Yeah.
the bus, you're just like lost in that glow of love, that new relationship energy.
Sure.
And you're just like, wow, that was
NRE.
awesome. Do you think you're like immediately like, I got to go out with him again? What's like the feeling you think?
Well, here's gonna happen. Yes, I am in love, and I think to myself,
Yeah.
when's he gonna text? When's he gonna call?
Right.
But he's playing the game too, because
He's
he
playing the
waits
long
a
game.
full 3 days before any contact. So it's a game of chicken where I'm like, do I text Ted?
Right.
Do I acknowledge that we had a wonderful night together? Do I wait for him?
That could be a risk, though.
But here's the thing. It's 2019, and I'm a progressive sort of gal.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to reach out and let a guy know how I feel and take initiative. So
Yeah.
I'm going to send that first text.
What do you think your first text is to Ted?
Just super cash. Hey, just thanks for the bus fare home. It's super nice meeting you and your bro.
He's big into punctuation. I'm just letting you know that.
Oh, okay.
So
you want to know what the big curveball is going to
Yeah.
be, though?
What?
His brother ends up texting you on his own.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Squats a lot.
Look at this. As you're texting Ted,
Yeah.
bing. Oh, what it? That's a new number. Open it up. Yo, what's up?
Oh, shit.
It's Micah, you fucking bitch. Ted's brother.
Micah, that's a biblical name.
And then,
No shit. He talked about God.
That's right.
They're religious.
They are, yeah.
and then you have that moment.
Now I have to choose between the two brothers?
Yep.
Black dicks. Hello. I'm available.
Yeah.
What are you going to choose? This is a big issue.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's go through it. The merits of both. On one hand, you have Ted, who's kind of a quiet introvert.
That is the upside.
Yeah,
Right?
he is. Yeah.
On one hand, you got this cool guy, Ted, who we've discovered, right?
On the other hand, Mike has got a cool job at the tire store.
Hey,
Most
nose
definitely.
tires, front to back. I mean, you'll never have a tire question
In your life.
unanswered,
In
ever.
your life. And he's employed. Like,
Well, that's
the
the
guy
thing.
with a good job.
That's the thing.
Health insurance.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think about these things for you, for your
Physically
future, for your
strong, too.
children.
Yeah.
Right.
401k, health
Right.
insurance, strong man, lifts all day.
Right. Well, and like, yeah, Ted took me to the deli counter.
He did. Don't forget that.
I'm not forgetting it, but I feel like his brother.
Let you choose 2 meats.
2 meats.
Yeah, you didn't just get one. Because Micah is known to be a guy that only lets you have turkey.
It's true.
He's a turkey
No,
guy. Turkey
Micah,
pros.
but I'm saying that Micah might take me to a sit-down restaurant. I'm talking Olive Garden, maybe.
Really? That's a big leap for a guy. I think he doesn't. I think Mike is more conscious of his finances. I think because he's making a lot of money. He's been
Right.
making a lot of money. And he sees some hottie blondie come through. And you know, all you
Well,
bitches like the money, dude.
Where do you think he's going to take me?
Where's Micah take you?
Yeah.
You get cooked at home. And he makes you cook the meal for
Yeah,
you guys.
but well, hold on.
Yeah.
And that's the invite.
That's it.
Hey,
why don't you come over and
come
cook?
over and cook.
But
And
I
you're
can't.
like,
But then
"Oh,
the
what are you
brother's
making?
there.
What
How-
are you fucking making?
How am I going to cook? How the brother's going to be there too if I go back? He's got to take me out.
Mike
to
has
keep
already
me away
devised a
from
plan to
Ted.
get Ted away from the house. He does this thing sometimes where he has a buddy who has an Astro van. Remember the old Astro vans?
Yeah.
Drive him way out to like Simi Valley, and he makes him try to get home anyway. It's like a game that they play. He's like, you got to get back, dude. So he's got a couple
Sick
hours to kill.
Brotherly love.
It
right
is,
there.
but it's just for fun. They're just
Yeah.
joshing around. But it does give him a good gap of time.
It's true.
So you're there. You're going to be alone with him then. He's like, yo, come over and fucking cook, dummy.
That's true.
So you go over to Micah's house to cook.
I mean, when you put it that way, it's like, is it easier to pick?
Come over
or-
and fucking cook, dummy. Okay. And then I come over there. I'm all broken.
Also, we don't have pots and pans. Fucking stupid. Bring your own shit.
Buy some shit on the way over here.
Okay. You guys have the weirdest sense of humor.
You guys are so funny. That's
You
what
guys
you guys do.
LOL.
LOL, you guys are
LOL.
hilarious.
So you go through all this breakdown. Who is more worth it to you, Micah or Ted?
But that's what. Okay, so like I said, on the one hand, on paper, Micah looks better.
Sure.
On the other hand, Ted's a little more secure.
And he's a
little more-
gentleman.
There's more emotional security with Ted. He's
yeah.
not going to cheat on me. Micah's got a lot going for him.
No, yeah, he won't. You're actually right about
And
that.
if I'm a girl who's a little insecure and beaten down, like
Yeah.
I might go for Ted because, like, have you watched Love After Lockup?
Oh yeah.
The premise is like you get somebody who's so weak that they're never going to leave you.
By the way,
and that's what you want.
How great is on 90 Day Fiance the Indonesian chick that comes over to Wisconsin guy?
My favorite.
And how about he's like, I left for a week. His place is such a mess. Not darn it. And it's such a fucking dump.
Yeah, dude. It's so sad.
It's so depressing, but you end up feeling so much better than that guy. Like you're always like, you just want to reach through the TV and be like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, but you know what? A lot of those people ask for it.
Yeah.
A lot of those people ask for it. They want it. They know it. Okay. You're on a TV show called 90 Days. You have to get married in 90 days to approve someone's visa.
Yeah.
You're rushing this thing. You at no moment did you step back and go, this seems a little contrived.
Right.
No moment? Well, then you ask for it.
That's true.
If you're that into it, that you don't have the self-awareness to go, this is a little crazy. Like a little weird, a little crazy. If you have none of that self-awareness, I'm cool. I'm fine with it.
Well, and the girl from Jakarta, right? She has extreme wealth. Like she comes from
Which is very odd. But what do you think it's to come here to
get her medical
She wants to go to medical
education.
school.
I know, but it's got to be deeper than that.
Yeah, it's to get away from the family.
Because medical, they can get visas to come.
That's what I was wondering. Why use that guy?
There's got to be something. What do you think? There's got to be something that we don't know. Something about like property or real estate. That's a big thing for people overseas to come and buy property and real estate or investing in something. There's something that we don't know that's happening.
But I like how depressed she gets when she realizes what his life really is like.
Oh my God.
Oh, we all get depressed.
It hits
You're
me
like,
harder
oh
than
my
it hits
God.
her.
It's rough, man.
Because she's literally going down. She's smart enough like to have the analyzation of like how sad it really is.
Yeah.
But it hits home harder when we watch it because you're like, you're stuck in this thing.
Yeah.
This is like quicksand for her. She's actually not a stupid person.
No.
Which is so weird that you're like, it's not a trick. She's not like being coerced or she's not being pulled into something sad and gross.
Yeah.
She is smart enough to use the system, but also like put herself in a worse situation.
Yes.
That's why I think
It's
something else is
fascinating,
going
though.
on.
It's fascinating.
Something must be
can't
underneath the
stop.
surface.
Look,
Best show on TV.
We have to wrap up.
Yep,
but,
sadly.
You are always the best. Thank you for
Love
coming.
you guys. Love you
Whiskey
guys.
Ginger, subscribe now.
Please,
It's a great
please.
podcast.
Prescribe
Santino
now, I
hosts.
think you
I'm
meant.
sorry, prescribe now. You will soon be having the videos up on Mondays here on the Your Mom's House podcast channel.
Excited.
We also will have a separate channel just for clips. We'll do highlights of your show there.
Awesome.
So that will you can also subscribe to that. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
I don't have anything. I'm January 19th. I'll be in Bakersfield. If you're up there, come out
Nice.
there. And then the next weekend I'll be in DC. So
Oh,
or the DC metro area.
Yeah.
I got yelled at about that. It's in Arlington and people are like,
Oh, yeah.
that's not DC. I'm like, I'm sorry. I
That's
apologize.
true.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah, you
Arlington Draft House?
Arlington Draft House. Yeah.
Arlington Draft House, you fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Stupid
This is
bitch.
I got yelled at about that.
Looks like Fart Mike by DJ Fart Moose is going to take us out.
Hell yes.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us this first episode of the new studio.
Great new episode. Thank you.
We love you. We'll see you in a week. Bye.
Team Gene. We've been looking into fart mics, which has been a long time coming.
A lot of people need
fart mic, toot toots,
Yeah.
toot toots,
Yeah.
toot toots. I'm serious about the fart
Yeah.
mic. Professional mics.
Yeah.
We've been looking into fart mics, which has been a long time coming.
A lot of people need
fart mic, toot toots, Tom, toot toots.
It's always
Wow. Toot toots.
Yeah.
And in the profession, can I have the fart mic? That was a perfect part.
Thank you. Yeah.
We got the equipment, Tom. Fart mic. I feel like a lot of our listeners are serious about wanting one.
Respect.
Can I have the fart mic? Did it register? You're kidding. Fart
I'm
mic.
sure they heard it, but it didn't register.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
Yeah. You did all that work, and then no one's here to acknowledge
Well,
you.
these chairs, like you've said before, they're not conducive to farting. Fart mic. You gotta.
Smells bad.
My tears come to my eyes. That was.
Doesn't smell good.
You really gotta be proud of yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud.
But you caught that on fart mic. You gotta really lean over. You gotta practically lay in your shit hammock.
True.